when you guys have these conversations, and then you guys was talking about like the eye test, and I told Mars this. Like that's the thing about me. Whatever I'll say when you're not in the room, I'll definitely say it to your face. It is what. In my mind frame, is like you just watching Jokic and Jason Kidd, and for you not to just immediately think that Jason Kidd is a better passer. In my mind frame, I don't know like the visual eye test what argument Jokic has to be a better passer. I don't get it. I don't know how. I don't know how though at all.
Not that difficult, but I guess.
Like I
And
said, I'm not going to argue with someone who has Jason Kidd as a better passer because I don't really care. Jason Kidd, top 5 anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I sound that bad, Mars? I sound that bad right now?
When I first joined, you sounded terrible. You sound kind of quiet, but you don't sound terrible. But I don't know what's going on.
Quiet up today, bro. Y'all gonna know what to do. Low nose right after Ticket versus the World, right after Open Gym. It's been a busy day on the Players Choice channel, bro. Salute, man. And Low knows, he got a lot of stuff. I don't know. Low don't know. Let's not do that.
Wait, I'll say this. I'm gonna give the old heads a breather today, man. I'm gonna give him a breather today because I was gonna, I didn't want to continue with the, we got actual topics to talk about, actual basketball topics. We didn't have to keep with the John Stockton nonsense. But if you do come up here with John Stockton smoke or any John Stockton questions, I have no problem with switching it up, bro.
That's his way of praying someone comes up talking about John
No,
Stockton.
no.
That's what you're doing.
100%, 100%. No, you know what gets me mad about these talks that you have with John Stockton?
What's that?
You don't apply the same logic to Kareem.
Oh wow.
You talking about a degree of difficulty, level of competition, and you said yourself, I don't care.
I
that
never said competition, but degree of difficulty.
Degree of difficulty, but level of competition is a part of that, correct?
I guess. Well, okay, what are you saying? What are you saying?
So all I'm saying is you're saying that you don't care that John Stockton's having 13, 14, 12 assists in a season. So in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. I like this guy. I could get with this guy, right? I like what he's talking. Then I'm like, well, how can you? Then when I'm like, Hakeem is a better scorer than Kareem, nah, he got average 25 points per game. And in my head, I'm like, well, when you just look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and his career, when his minutes got down and the pace was going slower, he was becoming a more 26.
He got older.
Bro, this was like year 8, year 9.
That's
year
already
10.
30 years old. That's like 32.
God, I'm not hearing it.
It is.
In my
He
mind
was old.
frame,
It is.
I'm not hearing it. In my mind
okay.
frame, mind frame, I'm sitting here like, all right, when the guy's minutes went down, he went down to 26 and 25 points per game. His shots went down. He went up to 25, 26 per game. That was the standard for Kareem. I think that's who Kareem is. So when I'm comparing him to Hakeem, I kind of find it confusing that you're not taking into account the degree of difficulty.
Well, let me be clear. I care. Y'all do this thing where because I counter something, y'all must think immediately I don't care about it. I still care about the production, but the production just can't be the end all be all. So he still has to have the production in contrast with the degree of difficulty, in contrast to the playoff translation, in contrast to the longevity. But it can't just be because for some people it's just production. Like that's all they care about. It can't just be just that, solely that.
I agree.
And so when it comes to like Hakeem, the problem with Hakeem is that everybody else has the volume, they had a longevity, they had the playoff translation. Those things are already checked off, and then we can talk about the degree of difficulty and what he's doing. I personally just don't think that that he was just hook shotting the way. I mean, sky hooking the way that you try to make it seem like he was not just doing
Hakeem's
that.
degree of difficulty going up against
His skill set as a how about this? His skill set in general as a scorer is much more diverse than Kareem's.
Okay, cool. Which is fine. I get that, but
yeah,
you see the inconsistencies you have where a guy who's averaging 13 and 14 assists, then you're saying easily where a guy who's averaging 7 assists, LeBron James, is just clearly a better passer. The production
because I think
gap.
I think the gap between actual skill and degree of difficulty is significantly wider, though. I think it's actually wider.
With Hakeem.
So you think, but okay, that's what we just disagree. You think the skill, the skill and the degree of difficulty is that much wider?
I think
You think you think it's a significant gap?
I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Cause you told me, you said, yeah, every time I keep looking back at Kareem and his comp, I'm like, it's
It
not
is getting
there.
nasty.
Hakeem
No, wait.
Olajuwon going up against guys like
Go.
David, going up against guys like Shaq, Patrick Ewing, in the 80s as well, in a more physical era. And we were just talking about the fake physicality of the 70s as well, going up against bigger guys as well in Hakeem's day. So I'm looking at Hakeem, I'm like, dang, you going up against some real comp. When I look at Kareem in the late 70s, it's like, who the hell are you going up against? You have Bill Walton.
No, not really. And to be fair,
No love for Wes Unseld. That's crazy.
Okay, please stop.
Well,
And to be fair to Dub, I'm trying to put the link out, to bring more traction to the channel, Dub. To be fair to Dub, to be fair to Dub, I have not watched as much 70s basketball as I would like. I'm just not getting to it, and I am getting to, exposing a couple of more lies that are being told. I'm going on about the Willis Reed game and Wilt Chamberlain and Walt Frazier, but I am getting hip to what happened back then a little bit more now. So to be fair, yeah.
So I'm telling you, the more and more you watch, the more and more you're gonna be like, they gassing up this dude for real. I promise.
Oh,
But we'll send the StreamYard link, bro. I got 2 super chats though. Christopher D, bro. It's Mars. Can you read for us? Go ahead, Mars.
It's not weird to say Dr. J was the best basketball player in the 70s. I hear that a lot in my basketball circles. You guys think that's crazy?
It's just hard. But I mean, if you want to say that, I guess. But it's hard to say that.
I haven't watched enough ABA basketball.
That's
not even. I can't find much ABA basketball, to be honest. I'm finding All-Star games. I'm like, not really moving me. So I'll try and look for more. Low, I think most people think that Stockton take is crazy because that's like saying LeBron is not a top 10 scorer when he's the all-time leader in points.
That's not what they're saying, but I guess if you want to argue that, I guess.
We need to get bigger rooms, bro, because people be coming through, bro, which is crazy.
Coming through what?
Like coming through the rooms, bro, because we're already full, bro. It's crazy.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but here we go. We got two OGs in the building. What's good with y'all, fellas?
Nothing, man.
Chilling.
Guys. How y'all guys doing today?
What up?
All right, cool. I just got a quick point real quick. I wanted to ask you about the whole thing that's going on with Giannis and Harden. I want to see them play in the first round of the playoffs because the way that them two have been going at, I think it'll restart like a nice kennel in the Eastern Conference. I don't like them at all because I think that the 76ers have flaws as far as outside of the top 3 that they have in Harden, Maxey, and Embiid. And Embiid to me is soft. I don't care what anyone says because what I've been noticing is he's been backing down when he's doing a 2-on-1 fast break. When he's in the ball or he's waiting for a setup play. He's always waiting for the offense to come to him as opposed to getting it busy. So for me, I don't think Embiid is even an MVP candidate. Now, my real point is this. A lot of people hate on the Kings. I'm not a Kings fan. I'm a Knicks fan. But the thing is, for me, I've been hearing Kyrie's, all these other players are better. But I just found out the NBA leader in clutch scoring is De'Aaron Fox. Nobody's putting any respect on that man's name for what he's doing. Clutch play, meaning that his team is winning because of him. I thought that was something that you would bring into a conversation of an MVP.
He's not as good as those players. He's just not as good as a lot of players.
I'm not saying he's as good. No. I'm saying he the bottom tier, like 1B, working his way up to 1A. That's what I'm saying. So for me, I feel like he got a lot of potential. What you guys think?
Yeah, he has a lot of potential. Well, in terms of, I know you're not saying it, but I'll just say this real quick. In terms of the MVP combo, the problem with D Fox is that there's questions about who actually is the more valuable player on that team between Sabonis and Fox.
Okay.
And because of that, I think that's where the combo kind of splits unfavorably for him. But in terms of Fox this year, where he's been amazing, especially at finishing at the basket, quick guard, getting to the rim, the finishing is there. The mid-range shooting has been slightly improved, if I'm not mistaken. And the playmaking is also there. It's just really hard for a lot of players to stand in front of him, and the way that they run their offense, it kind of just gives quality looks for a lot of the other players as well. And he has been, he's been real clutch. The three-point shooting was there early on the season, but it kind of fell off.
Okay, because I was going to ask you about Giddey. What do you think about Giddey? I keep saying I've been watching him. I'm not saying he's Jason Kidd or anything like that. I'm saying the way he moves
Jesus.
without the ball. No, let me finish. The way he moves out with the ball, keeps his head up. It reminds me of that. I'm not saying he's going to have stats and numbers, but I'm saying he has great potential. In OKC, do you think that Giddey can actually shine to be better than what he's progressing already? Being the youngest with triple doubles, just being a guy that just runs around and just controls the team the way he does, even though it's Shy's team. You think that Giddey can actually get some respect later on?
Mars, because I'm not gonna act like I watch enough OKC. I'm not watching losing basketball to that
Oh,
extent.
and
That's what
That's
Porter
wild.
Jr. is the key
I'm
to
not. I'm just
Houston.
not.
All right. Porter
No,
Jr. is the key to Houston.
no. Let's we'll go back to Giddey. First of all, with De'Aaron Fox, just to address De'Aaron Fox, I was saying before the season, I think De'Aaron Fox is on that John Morant tier. Lowe was looking at me crazy. I still think it's valid. But with Josh Giddey, I was in the Discord yesterday. I think Josh Giddey is. I said I think he's one of the 8 best passers in the NBA. 8 was just a random number I put out there. I'd have to think about it, but I think 8 sounds about right. His passing is excellent. He's a really good rebounder. He pushes the pace well. He's a weird player because he doesn't do like an array of moves. He's not Kyrie, but he always seems to be able to like break down a defense. His interior passing is fantastic. He can't really shoot, but I think the shot can come along. I understand the Jason Kidd like offensively like type of comparison. Defensively, he's never going to be anywhere close to it, but offensively, I see it because he's not much of an outside shooter, but he does put a lot of pressure on teams with his offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding, and his interior passing is fantastic. I really like him as like a set. I said I think next season he'll be an all-star caliber guy. I don't know if he'll make it because I don't know if OKC are going to be good enough, but I do think he can be an all-star caliber guy next season and going forward.
Okay. And one more thing about Jokic, what I wanted to ask, I wanted to ask Ticket because I like Jokic because to me, he does something that I've never really seen. But the real problem with Jokic is because he comes from outside of the States. I don't care what anyone says. It's kind of, if you look at it, it's an NBA. How is it that 3-time MVP is a foreigner and not an actual person from where the actual league is played? Plus, they don't know how to market foreign people as well as they used to. Like, for me, to be honest with you, most of the people who are foreign don't really get the respect. Like, Wembanyama is probably the first guy that we're actually getting so much coverage on before. I didn't even know about Jokic till 3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
like a year. I'm saying, like, he was just silent to me. Nobody was really bumping him. But once I started watching this show, seeing what he's about, I'm like, there's a lot of people being missed, like Giddey, like Fox, like Jokic. That's all I was trying to say.
No, you're right about that. I think, unfortunately, a lot of people haven't been. I think it was similar to even with Curry as well, where like people just feel like y'all are overreacting to like 1 or 2 years and da 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 da. But it's like, but you just haven't been watching, because if you know Jokic, he's shown signs of this back when he was fighting for the starting role with Nurkic back in the day. So like he's been shown signs. Maybe let me take it back. He hasn't shown signs to this extent, but him being a quality starting big, being an elite level passer and playmaker, someone who's who can contribute to winning at a high level, he's been at this. And the reason why I say Curry is because I remember when after like the 2016, 2017, we're like, oh, y'all just overreact to like 1 or 2 years. And it's like, Curry was doing this thing like even back in like 2013, like a little bit before this.
Sorry, my fault. Because most people don't realize what was really messing up Steph Curry was he's not a setup shooter. He has to be shooting off the ball. Like, his feet have to be in movement so he can have his legs under him. That's why it takes him so long now. Like, if he's not moving and jumping into position or moving back, he's not going to make a better shot. That's his problem. Once he got to learn in those years, like he was saying, everybody's like, oh, the 2-3 years. He was doing that from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So now to me, I just think that Steph Curry's a beast. Problem is that people forget that Steph Curry's been doing what he's doing with a smile on his face. Nobody says nothing. But at the same time, when you do look at someone else like De'Aaron Fox or Kyrie Irving, it's like, oh, no, these guys are better than this guy. This guy's better than... No, it's not like that. How is that possible? You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for letting me on. I'll speak to y'all later. It's good to see you, the Blues Brothers. And Dub, thank you. You the reason why I'm on this. Big Ox, let's go, Kings.
Hey.
Hey, Brian. Before you,
he left. He did.
Damn, Al Hurst up, man.
What up, Tyson? What up?
What's up? Just real quick, Lo. I don't. When we talk about like Stockton, like you said, just real quick on the Stockton thing. When you talk about Stockton, I'm sorry. Just real quick. I don't know why we got to compare him to. I know the all-time debates, but I don't think it's disingenuous to compare Bill Russell to Dwight Howard, or because the competition is different, everything is different. So when you comparing John Stockton to a Jason Kidd, and those type of players. And as far as how the game evolved, I think it's not fair to put Stockton in this lower category as far as and negate his accomplishments. That's all I'm saying.
What do you in because
you say yeah, you just like Bill Russell's not gonna do the same things that a Dwight Howard or a Kareem or well, not Kareem to that extent, but these players of today, he's not gonna do what they do. Okay. So to say that Bill Russell is not that guy because of that is disingenuous to me. And all those players from like Dub says, Kareem wouldn't translate to this era. La la la. Stockton's passing doesn't this. Huh?
That's dope.
Yeah, I agree with Dub though. I agree with Dub though. If you're gonna do it for Stockton, you got to do it for Kareem too.
But I don't do that though because I think Magic and Bird are also great passers, and they played even before Stockton did.
I know, but Magic was a different style. You got to realize what the Showtime Lakers was. You know what I'm saying?
I think even in a half court set, once Kareem was gone and they were running it through Magic more so in like 88, 89, 90, 91, and I saw Magic and what I've seen from Magic in a half court set, it's still better. It's still just better passing, and it wasn't all just flashy. Magic was able to do. Magic was doing skip passes back in the 90s. Back in the
I understand that. I understand that, but what's the difference between the skip pass necessarily and a swing to the other player so he can make the pass? What's the difference?
I'll tell you the difference, and I'm happy you brought that up.
Yeah,
I think somebody asked me this as well. So like a simple concept in basketball is like when somebody has a ball, you don't double one pass away. Like you don't help one pass away, and it's the reason why because the ball can just travel from one person to the next one pass quicker for you to retreat. If you if you get to a point where you're such a skilled passer that everybody on the court is just one pass away, everyone on the court is one pass away. It don't matter how you help, how you scheme. That's a level of skill that ascends it higher. So when you're saying what's the difference? The difference is that you give the defense more opportunity to rotate properly to defend what is supposed to be the open man. But if you're so skilled that you can find the open man and make that pass soundly before the defense can rotate because it's one pass away, that will be the difference.
I understand what you're saying, but if that's the case, then Magic, you know what I'm saying, would have necessarily more assists. Since that pass you're saying is so effective, then that would translate to production, correct?
Some of his teammates are just missing.
I'm gonna say people had to miss shots. People can miss shots.
Of course, and people can miss shots when Stockton makes the pass as well.
I know what you're asking me. Would it translate? Not necessarily. No.
Well, if it doesn't translate to me, then it's just a pass.
But that's a passer, though.
That's all I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying or no?
I understand what you're saying, but if I did an extremely difficult pass and the person who got it just missed the shot, does that take away from me as a passer?
In a sense, it might. In a sense, it might. Only because as a point guard, it's your job. I understand what you're saying, but as a point guard, it's your job to make a pass that's going to lead to a bucket. It's not your job to make a difficult pass. It's your job to make the pass, knowing who's on the court, knowing your personnel, knowing who's good in what area, knowing this. So that pass should lead to an assist if you're making an effective pass. If a person misses it, I got you. Your teammates might be lesser, blah, blah, blah. But my job as a floor general is not to make the spectacular pass to a missed shot. My job is make the pass to a made shot.
But if I pass the ball to Kyle Korver in the corner, one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time, specifically one of the greatest corner shooters of all time.
Got you.
And I pass it to him and he misses it. That defines me as a passer because he misses a shot that he makes.
I'm not saying it defines. It's two things can be true. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Like I said, I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, if I pass it to him over a pass to another player in a better position, I feel at that time, and I get an assist, yes, that makes me a better passer. Maybe Kyle Korver is having a bad night. Maybe this and that. But Kyle Korver is a knockdown shooter. So if I do make that pass, and the record shows that he's a knockdown shooter. So if I do make that pass, 5 times out of 10, I'm going to get a assist because he's 50% on that shot, correct?
Let's just say okay.
Let's just say he is. He's 5 out of 10 on that. But point guard to me entails all that. Being a floor general entails all that. Knowing who's hot tonight, knowing who I need to feed, knowing who's, you know what I'm saying. It's just not making, spectacular passes to a shot to a person. I might pass that pass up, even though that was and yesterday that was a good pass. Today that's not a good pass because I got. Who's on the other wing of Kyle Korver? I got old boy over here cooking tonight. You feel what I'm saying?
What are you about to say, Mars? What are you about to...
You disagree with that? Or am I reaching?
Yeah, you are. It's a crazy.
I get what you're saying partially, but I think I kind of agree with what you're saying, but I think the conclusion you're reaching is incorrect.
Yeah.
In what way? I'm always willing to learn. Go ahead.
I agree with the idea that maybe Kyle Korver isn't hitting that night, so maybe finding him in the corner versus finding, let's say, Kevin Love, who's 6 for 6 that night. Maybe the pass to Kevin Love is a better pass for that game, even though Kyle Korver statistically is a great shooter. That's fine. Right. But the idea that if your teammate isn't making the shots, that makes the pass lesser, I can't get with that. Like, for example, I watch Magic Johnson quite often because I just enjoy watching the Showtime Lakers. There's plenty of times where he's finding people for layups. Kurt Rambis for layups.
Sure. Kurt Rambis is trash. That's why, though. But go ahead.
They are literally missing the layups. They are missing them.
Right.
I can't then say Magic Johnson's passing is lesser because the opportunity he's giving them, they can't capitalize. That doesn't make his pass worse. Like, it's not like he's just passing it out. It's not like, for example, LeBron's passing it, or let's say Kyrie's passing it to Nicholas Claxton for a free. That's not what's happening. He's giving these people looks that they can make, shots that these people want, and they're missing them. That doesn't make his passing lesser. If you get what I'm saying.
I agree with that. All I'm saying is, to me, floor generalship is more than just making a pass necessarily to a semi-open player. I think John Stockton in his day was great at understanding mismatches, understanding the offensive scheme for that night, because it changes every night. When you go into your game planning for that game, especially in the playoffs, even to a higher extent. But when you're making your game plan for that night, so-and-so has a mismatch. So-and-so has the opportunity to have a big game this night. Da-da-da-da-da. I think John Stockton was great at knowing what that mismatch was and executing the game plan to a T. That's what made that team so great. There wasn't the most athletic team. They were a good shooting team, but they weren't the most athletic, most this and that. Wasn't necessarily a run and gun team, unless when you got Karl Malone on the break and those type of things. So all I'm saying is John Stockton was good in his time for doing what he did. So I think that deserves credit.
He was without a doubt good. Yes,
good at what he did. So to put other players, Jason Kidd, all these players.
Think J. Kidd did that? You don't think J. Kidd? Because I think what you're saying is managing an offense. And
correct.
You're absolutely right. Because I, for example, I watch, the Bucks play, and I'm like, damn, ain't nobody really managing this offense at the time. Or I watch the Lakers, and I'm like, man, ain't nobody managing this damn offense. And there's a value to managing an offense and making sure we get into sets that are more conducive to what we can get score the basketball. There's without a doubt. The problem though is that I think Magic did that really well. I think
he did
that really well. I think Nash did that really well. I think LeBron does that exceptionally well. I think everybody who's a top 10 passer also does that though. That's
right.
But I think everybody has.
But I'm saying, so with John Stockton's career and the production that he had, then you would have to say that he did that to the same degree, or some people might say he did it to a better degree. And with the success they had, I know it was only maybe 2 or 3 successful playoff runs, as far as deep runs. But to do that, and with the production he has, what it equates to is greater than some of those players. So why do you bump him down because he's not doing it to your style of success?
Everybody criticizes people off of the degree of difficulty, Tyson. Everybody does that.
We went through that. But we went through that. We had a debate on that.
Everybody does that. Everybody does. It's not just my style. I don't know why y'all say it's just me. Like, we all do that. Everybody critiques people based off of the degree of difficulty.
Right, but to argue with production when that production leads to success, to me, is a backwards argument. That's all I'm
I
saying.
don't think his production led to success. I think his teammates and his play defensively did.
Well, everybody's teammates lead to success.
But when his production went down, they somehow saw more success.
Okay, I have you. No. Okay, but you would have to take.
Mars, you didn't give me a on that. Wow.
You would have to take. You would have to take a deep dive into why that was. You would have to take a deep dive into how those plays were being made when the success, production went down, right?
Somehow
and I haven't done that.
The deeper they got deeper in the postseason when his assist numbers went down. Somehow, some way.
I'm no longer giving out
Mars don't need to do that. Mars don't need to do that. He like me. He toxic, bro. He'll do it for him.
He toxic.
Once it's not John Stockton,
yeah, big toxic, man. Y'all was getting me triggered on the other man. I was like, y'all not about to have me doing this, bro.
Yo, Ty, I appreciate the time you spent today, brother.
Shout out to Tyson.
Yeah, yo, have a good one, bro.
You too, fam.
At least he ain't lying, man. You know, some of the they be lying, man.
I need everybody to know. I know I've seen multiple people on here that has been on multiple shows today. I have to get new people up here. We got to spread the love. I apologize for people who were on the show today. I'm going to let them up first, okay? So I got to do what I got to do. There's a lot of people that want to be up here, and we got to spread the love, man. But we got my guy right here that haven't been on the show today. Everybody else,
share. Oh my! I talked to share.
Shut up, bro. Shut up.
You do?
I talked to share.
Yo, is my mic good? Is my mic good?
Your mic is exceptional. Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Because I'm gonna let everybody know. So I'm gonna drop the StreamYard link, and anybody who's been on the show today, I'm gonna. I'm
trying not to talk about Stockton, man. I want to talk about what's going on now, man.
What's good, Joe? How you feeling, bro?
No, what's good? I got you with something today too.
What's up, Joe Bucks?
Yo, I asked, I think everybody else except for this show, about Joe Mazzulla, man. I know I've asked everybody on NBA Twitter. I know it's a dark place, but they all tell me I'm crazy. This man, he's got to go. I mean, it's just as simple as that. I know he just signed an extension, but he's got to go, man. He's not it.
What don't you like about him?
I don't like the sets he runs, the same ones every single freaking late game. I don't like that it's literally at the late game we call that stupid set where Tatum's all the way at the opposite free throw line. If it's like an inbound from the side with like less than 10 seconds, it always ends up with either Tatum, Smart, White, or JB at the top of the key. And then one of the big men come up, it's a high screen, and they try to get the switch, and then it always ends up in a drive. And maybe we get a lucky kick out, but most of the time it's just a turnover or trying to draw a foul. And it just feels like I'm watching the same game over and over again. And if we don't shoot 50% from three, then if we do, which is what happened like the first half of the season, then everyone's like, oh, this dude's a genius. But then when we get in a slump, he doesn't know how to
make adjustments,
call anything to get us out of it, or easy bucket or anything.
I'm not familiar enough with Boston to make the assessment about them. I just know when I watch them, what Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum was doing in the beginning of the season was fluky because they went right back to being the same non-finishing, dribble the ball with their head down players that they were before. It's tough.
For me, I think if JB could get the passing ability that Tatum has, that we could get rid of Tatum. I'm not gonna lie with you. I'm really.
Oh my God!
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Down here, and people are already like wanting him out.
What did they get? What did they get for Rudy Gobert and KD, bro?
Oh my gosh! You want a bunch of draft picks? What?
Both of them were bad trades. Like that's number one. Like,
and we're gonna get a worse one.
Okay, bro. Maybe
Tatum. I'm looking across the board. Tatum fell off.
I need two NBA teams on one roster. That's what the Celtics will be.
Tatum just takes too many threes, which is a big problem for me. Like,
and they're all bad. He
can't self-create. He can't create his own shot well enough to justify the threes he takes.
Wait, hold on. That hurts him. Could I just mention one thing? Like, here's the thing. People are like, someone commented it, and this is just like going all around. At what point is it that people are saying Tatum's overrated? Tatum's overrated. If everybody is saying that Tatum's overrated, is he?
Oh yeah, I don't think he's overrated, but I think that many people like myself was ready to like kind of jump the gun
Same
with
here.
Tatum and
Same
like he was
here.
taking the next step. But like the second half of the season, he's just been like vastly disappointing, and it kind of just reestablishes like players like Kawhi, Dame, and all of them. It just like reestablishes them back in the top 10. Because Tatum in the beginning part, I was like, this is on point, but now it's kind of sus.
I accidentally called him top 5 a few months ago.
I might have been with
I'm
you.
right
I
there.
might have been
I'm
with
right
you.
No,
there, bro.
I accidentally said that. I walked it back like 8 seconds later, but that's not the point. I did actually.
Dude, I love Tatum,
Wow.
but man, bro. And like, here's the thing. I'm not saying this as an excuse, but I just hate sometimes when NBA players know that they have an injury and they're still trying to play through it, even though they know it's gonna tank them.
His wrist is
But
fucked.
his wrist is destroyed. Yeah,
His
he's
wrist is
still
dead.
playing through, and it's a shooting wrist. It's not even like it's his like help like on the ball wrist. It's his like actual right wrist. I'm like, bro, just sit out, bro. And also, you're like, you already have like high minutes since like the bubble. Like you're like the highest like guy when it comes to minutes. Like take like a month or two off, rest, get it healed, or like even sit out like for a while, like if you need to, because like
Well, I
it's
think-
gonna lead to stuff like this where like it's just like just horrible play from what we've seen,
Yeah,
and
I
we know
think
we
he
could do
heard it.
better.
So
I
does
think
that
he
mean
heard it in the
Jason
Christmas
Tatum
game.
would work in the 80s because he's playing through injuries? That means he's
Oh my god, Jesus Christ!
Get Ticket back in here.
Replace Larry Bird with Jason Tatum.
Hey man. Hey, look. Hey, wait. No, you know what's the
Larry
difference?
Bird,
Tatum
no
gets his
Larry
injuries
Bird.
on the court. Larry Bird gets it off the court. That's the
Exactly.
difference.
Shoveling snow, getting injured. Tough era.
It was
Fighting
paving
people
his
in the
mom's
bar to
driveway.
break his
It was
hand.
paving
Like,
his mom's driveway.
Ridiculous.
Share, what did you want to talk about?
so it's actually about the title. Now, I'm not gonna say who I have specifically, but could I argue for one person? And I feel like this is the only person.
It better not be Embiid. Jesus.
No. Listen, this no. Just hold up. This is
Why
the
not,
only
though?
person that I believe has a chance to beat Jokic in the MVP race, in my opinion, and
Giannis?
that's yes, the Greek Superman.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Okay.
Too.
That's like I just believe that
This is hoop talk right here. This is hoop talking right here.
his turnaround, like, because one thing I feel like people are doing is they're clinging on to like what happened like in like a 1 month, like 1 month and a half span where like he just wanted to be KD. But then once he embraced the run and dunk, like, have we seen how great he is? Like he's back to like his form. Sure, he might have taken a step down defensively, and sure, his turnover issue, in my opinion, is pretty bad because he's like second in the league. But at the same time, with the situation that's going on in Milwaukee, where I feel like there's not many self-creators on that team out. Like, yeah, Drew stepped up, and Joe Ingles finally is like
finally. Oh my God, I've been waiting
Joe
for that
Ingles
turnaround.
finally,
man.
bro, dude, he's finally gotten his groove back. But remember at the start, bro, we thought he
it was
should be
looking
back.
kind of shaky in the beginning.
We thought
I
he'd
was
be
kinda
back in
scared,
rehab,
yeah.
like keep rehabbing that injury. Like it was bad, and then Middleton's been in and out. And my thing is like Giannis has just been amazing, and like although that like Brooke and Drew have been holding it down defensively, I still feel like Giannis just adds that like like the wild card element where like just every like any issue that they have, whether it's like the drop is too deep and they need somebody to like recover when Brooks like stepping up too high, because Brooke has been playing high drop more this year, which is great, and his hips have been like really like
the Brook waddle. Oh man,
I don't know.
Dude.
Brook Lopez is getting more mobile with age.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Dude, I'm
Maybe some
serious when I say this.
PEDs,
He looked
man.
good.
No,
Has
I'm
to
telling
be,
you,
has to be,
the
has
back
to
surgeon slid a Percocet after he gave him the
Yo,
surgery.
the back surgeon on Brook is insane. Everybody need to go to his back surgeon, bro, because that's crazy.
MPJ needs to go to that guy.
Yes.
MPJ for real needs to go to that guy. Like that dude has just been like great, but also another thing that people like to do is that like obviously it's a joke now. They're saying that it's like Giannis has a super team because like Brooke and Drew are like all-star level guys.
That's crazy.
But my
Jeez.
thing is like one of the things I feel like people like don't glorify enough is that if you add like basically ceiling raising, because like people like to say, oh, who's the guy that can carry the most? My thing is like that's
This is
great,
the
but
point.
also
Okay.
but let's also talk about the guy who's a guy that if you put him on a team, he elevates people to like different heights.
All right, Dub.
You're preaching right now. You're preaching
Yes,
right
I know.
now.
And this Dub, this is where Dub and I disagree. Dub,
Because,
what do you
like, I'll
think
say
is
this.
what do you think is more valuable? Putting a
I
team
think-
from 30 to 45 wins, or a team that's from 45 wins to 60 wins?
Oh no.
45 to 60.
I think it's easier. I think it's
But-
easier to seal. I think it's easier to ceiling raise than it is to floor raise. I think
And
it's
that's where I
easier
think we
to. I think
disagree.
it's easier to make a great team to a championship contender.
No,
team.
you think it's easier to turn a 30-win team to a 45-win team, or a 45-win team to a 60-win team?
I think it's easier to make a great team a championship team. Like Kawhi Leonard, a lot of people
I
overrated
disagree.
Kawhi Leonard for that because he was always around a great team and turned them to a championship team. I think it's
But
That's
easier
what
for
we
people to.
disagree at. We
but
disagree.
I
this
think
is
it's
my
easier for
thing.
people to do that. So I do value people more for that
That's
because
what
I
we
think
disagree.
Damian Lillard, for example, I think he's never been on the championship team, but if he was on the championship team, he would be winning.
No, of course, no, we're not doubting that, and
We're not
I'm
saying
not.
that.
No, I'm not
I'm
doubting
not
that. Like,
saying
if
you.
you,
I'm not. No, I'm not saying you guys are saying that. Bird brain. All I'm saying is, all, all I'm saying is, a lot of these guys on. There's a few anomalies. Like I know the criticism for Carmelo Anthony. I can understand that and respect that. But then there's some guys, and I use Damian Lillard, where you put the pieces necessary in order for them to succeed. I think they can get it done 100%. But a lot of times we don't see them. We
That's
don't
not
see
what
them
we're
in those
saying.
positions.
But okay.
no, and
I know that's
Dub,
what
I'm
I
not.
know. That's not what you're
That's
saying.
not what we're saying.
Oh my god! I'm telling you
No,
what
no,
I'm saying. You feel me?
You think it's harder to go from 30 to 45, though? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think it's hard to go from 45 to 60.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think most stars, most like top 5, 7, 10 players in the league can turn a 30-win team to a 45-win team. I don't
Like,
know if every single last player can turn a 45-win team to a 60.
I don't feel like
agree with
people
that.
realize like how much like if you really put like an all NBA guy like with a very good roster, he could lead you to the finals. Like if you put a very good roster around like all like not like a low all NBA like like low hanging.
What's his name? You got to give me
No,
like
I mean like for example, hey, you know what's a perfect example? I know you're about to come up with the
Dare you
excuses.
say
so
Julius
save it.
Randle right now?
The 2021 Suns. Look at that. Two top 15. Hey, some people. Two top 15 guys. Yes, there's no superstar on the team. But
give me
they
another
went- they went
example. Give me another example.
04 Pistons, 14. So that's like
Okay,
a
so you got to if you got to go
From
from
all- some
2020
all-time
to
defense.
I got one.
Wait,
Wait, listen. I got one. The 13 Pacers. They were a conference finals team.
That's
They were
another-
one
that is a
game
good
away
example.
from the NBA finals.
That's a good
Yes, they
example.
ran into the GOAT, but still, like
That
they.
is a good
Who
example.
didn't? Who
Okay,
didn't?
okay, I see what you're saying. That's a good example.
They run into Michael Jordan, but it's cool.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you put a really like, that's why like a lot of these like top 15 guys, like how Dub was saying, if you give him a very good team, he'll lead you far.
Somebody they said the 09 Magic to 2011 Mavs. Okay.
And that's like what plays into the part. But also your question about like 30 to 45 or 45 to 60. Sure, maybe in the regular season it's easier for the 45 to 60 win team in the regular season, but in the playoffs, when you're actually going to face teams that are just as adequate as you, that's when it feels like that big star guy matters and like the team around you matters. Because how I view it is like in the first round to like the finals, it's more and more about like the team. Because like in the first round, it's just about the individual player who can like who's going to dictate it like from that one player. Then the second round, it's about more of like that individual player and the team. Third round, it's more so like a mix between the player and the team. And then in the finals, it's like the team in general. That's how I feel like it is like in the playoffs.
All right,
Not bad at all. Joe, sure. Appreciate the time y'all spent. Y'all be easy. Salute to y'all, bro.
Fire
Have a
Joe
great day,
Mazzulla,
man.
baby.
Peace. Fire Joe Mazzulla is crazy.
We'll take him in Houston.
Get
We'll take
Ime
him to
back in
LA.
the building.
No, you can keep Javin Ham. Javin Ham's cool.
Yo, Mars.
Oh, please
Let's
stop.
get some of these super chats off, brother. Go ahead, fam.
Low. I think we've read that one. Our host.
You didn't take it off. You were reading it. Jeez.
No. I'm just
I'm
reading what you. I'm just reading what you put up.
Go ahead.
Brian, you a clown for that take. Haha. I don't understand how every time Ticket got cooked on his show, he started over talking and name calling and telling Ron to kick people off. Ron need to release Ticket balls and let him get cooked.
God.
Low, say something nice about John Stockton.
Great game manager.
Tom Brady. Nice.
Tom Brady is an amazing comparison.
Low, let me get some NBA locks for tonight. Prove to everyone how you the legend of winning. You the man up.
I don't know how y'all gamble on games, bro. Because that just sounds like such a miserable experience, bro. I'm be honest
It's
with
not
you.
that.
I should have told everyone to
It's
tell
not that hard when
Houston
you
were going to
actually
beat the
know ball.
Lakers. I should have told everyone that
It's not that
Houston were
hard
going
when
to
you
beat the
actually know
Lakers.
ball. I'm serious.
Exactly.
When you actually know ball.
I won a lot of money last year, bro. Get with the game, bro.
You lost a
Don't
lot too, though.
No, I actually was all the plus.
Plus what, 1?
2K.
Congratulations. Kendrick Perkins is the worst person to ever have an MVP vote.
He's up there. I don't think he's the worst, but he's up there.
I don't know who really has a vote. Would you prefer a point guard that will give you 12 assists with a high turnover rate that can play off the ball, or a point guard that gives you 6 assists with a low turnover rate but is ball dominant?
12 assists. Yep.
Why should we praise players like Dame who stay with a franchise with an inadequate front office who's not helping him win? Sure, he held it down in Portland, but he's not going to win a chip.
Value the players.
I praise him not because he stayed. I praise him because he's an extraordinarily great player. I don't do this whole thing where like if you depend on if you win a championship or not. A lot of older people do that just because they couldn't watch that many games. Oh, did you know Mars? In 1993 it was only 50 televised games.
50 games, man. That's a lot of games.
No. It was 74. It was 74 that year, and then in 2001, right before League Pass became like widely available, it was like roughly 100 games in 2001.
I just want to know why you guys were talking about Brian Reeves for 20 minutes today.
I don't know.
Yeah. That threw me off.
Low knows, man. Celebrate players for how good they are at basketball. Not
Facts, man.
That should just be the bare minimum requirement of basketball.
Back in the day, they couldn't because they didn't watch basketball back then, bro. They didn't watch it, bro.
Yeah, it's not hard to go back, bro.
What's up with y'all, bro? What's up? I hope y'all
What's
know
up?
hoops, bro.
What's up?
Hey, I got a question.
I got your kryptonite coming, Low.
Oh my god.
Can I go first real quick?
Yeah, what up?
Go ahead.
First, what's up, Low, Mars?
What up with you, my boy?
So, I've been hearing a lot about how they say that the defense is very trash. The defense was better back then. And how I really be hearing is how the offensive players from this generation not as good as the offensive players from the previous generation because the defense was just that good. So could you make the argument that the defensive players, like the players who actually play defense, are better than the players from before because they don't have the abilities to hand check and all that stuff? And also, would you say that?
Yeah, I would actually. I tried to make that point several times to Ticket where I said, man, like Drew Holiday does a great job in today's game. He doesn't have hand checking. He's defending much better offensive players in today's game with no hand checking, no physicality. So just imagine what he would do when Kawhi Leonard and Giannis would be able to do back in that era where they could be more physical, like he said. I mean, imagine if Giannis and LeBron could be way more physical than they were now. Just imagine how great of a defender they would be back then by their logic.
Yeah, no, we all know Ticket is an L man. So,
oh wow,
their logic is always contradictory. Anyway,
that's the truth.
Yes, it is.
I always say though, like if you bring back hand checking, a lot of great defenders will like be exposed to the light, and some scorers who getting their way today ain't getting their way if they bring back hand checking. That's just me though.
Also, but the thing that bothers me is though when you watch it though,
hand check we talking about.
Yeah, that's the other thing is that what people don't realize is that even back then, what they call a hand check really wasn't as much of a hand check as they probably make it out to be.
Yo,
Dale, hey.
Is that Lowe's kryptonite right there?
The KD.
No, it's not. Me and Dale agree a lot. Me and Dale on the same. We 20, man.
Hey, yo, Dale.
Me and Lowe been on the heater for the last 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. We agree on a lot of things, man.
Why?
I don't know.
No, we agree on a lot of things. No, right now?
No, this kid here with the dreads. Change your name.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
That's nasty. That's so nasty.
Yo, change your name, bro.
I say, KD's not top 3. KD's not top
That's
3.
fine. That's fine. Change your name.
No, I got a question for Dale though. I got a question for Dale.
Yeah, let's ask Dale, man. Dale, he the actual hooper here.
Yeah. So if the Suns
Dale knows.
If the Suns don't make it at least to the Western Conference Finals, who getting the most blame? KD or Book?
Kevin Durant.
KD, yeah.
Of course.
KD.
Why is this a debate?
Yeah.
No. But my opinion is I think it's gonna be on D Book because he got a history of folding.
Nope. D Book is not in that echelon where Kevin Durant is now.
Thank you.
So it will always be KD. KD is in a lose-lose situation for the rest of his career unless he wins with
or the Orlando Magic.
With the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, he can
no,
come
no,
to
no,
Houston
no.
and prove he can get it done. I mean,
Yes.
I'll take
I
it.
No,
just
you gotta go
asked
to
a
Charlotte. You gotta go to
question in our
Charlotte.
group chat like 2 days ago.
What's
I
the
said
question?
the question was what is the Suns without Kevin Durant? Where do people have
Like
them?
right now, before the
First
trade
round
or after the trade?
No, like
Second-
right now.
second round at
Like
best.
this
I
team.
think they got a
Yeah.
second round ceiling.
Second
Yeah,
round.
second
First
round. I'm
round.
just playing.
Oh man, it might be a first round
First
for
round.
me.
Okay.
You talk to me, it's
First
really a
round.
first round.
I would
ceiling.
argue.
That's
I think they could beat some team. I think they could beat Memphis first round.
So I always argue the
You got
fact
Triple
where
J for
I
that.
see a lot of takes. I
Playing
see a
team,
lot of
playing.
takes on TV. I see a lot of takes on Twitter. Even some people that be jumping in yes spaces low when I'm listening. They always saying KD always have to run and find help and run and do this. I don't see how with this Suns team where he's like, 2 years ago they lost in the finals. This is not that same team. They lost Miles, they lost Bridges, they lost Cam.
Del,
It's not the same team. So
the main issue.
you said what?
No, go ahead.
Go. You got it.
No, the main issue is that because people are like, I would say, they want to make narratives of players because they want to have something to debate this. But I think that the jumping on ship or be the bus rider thing is so nonsense to me because when I look at the player, for example, Kevin Durant on the Warriors, I want to see how he fits on that system and not the narrative that, for example, Charles Barkley always said that, yeah, Kevin Durant, he needs to be the man on the team. But, I mean, on the Warriors, he did exceptionally well. I mean,
I understand why Chuck says that, though. Yes,
I see it.
It's just weird that he says it.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
Thank
understand
you.
that, though, and I'm glad I could talk to somebody. I'm like, explain to me why he says that.
I think he says that because I think he gets upset that KD, amongst all-time greats, probably a lot of people think that they're better. And in Barkley's mind, when he wanted to leave Philly, if he actually had a say-so on what team he wanted to go to, I think he probably would have chose a team that was much more conducive of his playing style and better suited for it. He probably would have went to a more defensive-oriented team.
Right.
And so in his mind, because he didn't have that much say-so, he just wanted out. But because he didn't have that much say-so on where he wanted to go to, in his mind, he's like, bro, the only reason why y'all saying he better is just because of championships. But if I had the ability to like have free agency like we didn't have back in the day, I would have a say-so as well. I think
they would
that's
have ran
why.
to Chicago back then.
Kevin Durant, I would take Kevin Durant OKC career over Charles Barkley's career.
Easily.
Oh no, that's crazy.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Let's talk about it. Let's do it.
His entire career, Dale?
I would take Kevin Durant OKC career over and who the player he is in OKC over Charles Barkley whole career.
You going off of the skill and the scoring and the bag?
Okay, OKC, both of them is one MVP, one finals appearance. That's it.
Charles Barkley won 2 games in the finals, though.
Oh, nice.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Moss talking right
I
now.
would take
That's why I did. It's too easy.
OKC career over Charles Barkley whole career.
But for most people, at best, it would probably be a close call.
No, how many times did he lead the league in scoring with OKC? 4.
Okay.
I'm taking KD's.
I mean, but you can argue how many times did Barkley lead the league in rebounding now?
I don't know, twice.
Didn't he?
Twice.
I don't know. Dennis Rodman was playing, so I mean,
one time. Literally.
I still think that if I'm because also one of Durant's
damn.
But one of Durant's scoring titles is like one of the worst scoring titles of all time, so it's fine.
It could be.
What the year he averaged? What 20?
He averaged 27. He averaged 27 and led the league. 27 and 28 and led the league.
That's what the early 2010s.
When you look at the numbers, though, it still says scoring title there.
No, that's crazy. No, it's 2 seasons. It's 2 seasons where he led the league in scoring. One is 27.7, the other one's 28. I just feel like I think Barkley. I think it's comparable, Dale. I think you're kind of gassing it right now.
I'm not. I want y'all to dub.
I think it's comparable.
I just want. How much years he stayed with OKC? 8.
Yeah, 8.
8 years. 8 years.
8 years. Yep. Compared to 11 All NBAs for Charles Barkley, 11 All Stars. Played a career that lasted 15 years.
I do think OKC KD is better than Charles Barkley ever was.
But he said his career.
No, I disagree with that. But I don't think there was enough. I don't think there was enough time. But I do think KD is better.
If we think about it, 8 years compared to 15. So that's like 8. That's like 7, 6
That's like
All
double the amount of
NBAs.
time.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I think KD was a
That's
better player,
double.
but for me, there's just not enough
Was that
time.
KD? A
That's it.
7-time All NBA, 5-time All NBA first team, MVP, 4-time.
Damn, you know all his numbers. God damn. 'Cause even I don't know how many first teams he made in OKC specifically.
4 times leading. I think NBA leading scorer. I'm taking it. I'm sorry, I'm taking this correct. And then he's also a better player than Charles Barkley.
Did he make the All NBA in 2009?
I
Did he
doubt
make-
it. I highly
KD?
doubt it.
Yeah, KD. Did he make the All NBA in 2009? Because then that'll be 8. No, that'll be 7 All
That'd be
NBAs.
That's his 3rd year in the NBA. Maybe I
That's
don't.
his
I don't
second. 09 is his second.
know.
No,
07, 08,
2008.
09.
No,
Oh.
the first time he made it was 2010.
Oh,
So he
9
made
All
it
NBA
1,
team. No, he didn't.
2, 3,
seven,
4, 5. He made it 6 times. 6-time All NBA.
Because he was hurt in 2015.
Because he was hurt in
Oh,
2015.
okay. Got you.
Let Dell he go crazy on here with these KD things,
Hey,
man.
man.
No, I'm just,
Sick? Nah, come on. That's even worse. Come on.
You-
It's 6 All NBA teams.
you know what I noticed? Like it's weird. Like he really is in a lose-lose. No matter what he's done, unless
he
went
can
with
go
the
to
Rockets.
Houston.
I don't think he's in a lose-lose situation.
He can go to
Yeah.
Charlotte.
I mean,
Well,
KD
he
winning with
don't know.
Jalen Green doesn't
If-
really move me.
Well,
That's just him getting carried.
Dell,
He
being
was
from
in
me,
Phoenix, they'll say he had to go to Phoenix.
Dell, for me
Who said that?
specifically,
Everyone.
he's not in a lose-lose.
No, for us, us. We're looking at
Yeah.
the whole grand scheme of
Nah,
things.
because you
Me
being able to
personally-
win a championship while being on another team with another All NBA caliber player with like a past as prime Chris Paul and like an at best weak all-star level DeAndre Ayton.
And
If
no
we're being
bench.
honest, if we
And
and no bench, if we're being honest with ourselves, that's like the makeup of like most teams
Every
that
team.
won championships in NBA
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
That is a makeup of like most teams. So that's not that crazy at all.
They keep thinking he went to the same Suns team that Miles and Cam is still there.
Yes.
The Suns is not a
No,
super team at all.
no.
The
They-
thing
they
is,
not-
the
they
thing
not
is,
even close
the
to a
thing
That's the
is,
super team.
narrative.
KD. The thing is
That's
with
not
KD,
true.
just because everybody hate him, they're forgetting that we were just calling Chris Paul washed like 2 months ago.
Watch, right.
And
Exactly.
Chris Paul was done. He was done. He's been done, in my opinion, for a year. in my
And
opinion.
DeAndre Ayton just isn't that good.
But I got a question for Lodo.
What up with you, my boy?
Man, like I think today's generation of two guards in terms of talent is insane. But give me your top 10 two guards in today's game.
D Mitch.
D-Mitch
Is this
and-
an order? Is this an order?
Is it in order?
Man. Damn, Mars, you
You're
taking,
nasty.
taking the fun out
Yeah,
of this, Mars. Yeah, you're nasty.
Yeah, no,
No,
everything
not
needs to
Me,
be in order,
me,
man.
me having to come up with the 10 and then rearrange
Yeah,
it.
everything needs to be in
Hey,
order.
go ahead.
Everything
You were
needs to
supposed
be
to
in
know,
order.
right? Low nose,
Yeah,
right?
if you know,
Low
if you know
nose.
ball, you just like that. If you know ball,
Go ahead, Marsh.
D Mitch, then Devin Booker.
Okay.
terrible list.
Oh wow.
No, I think D-Mitch
Is
has
Shea-
been playing better than D.
is Shea a 2?
He a 2 to me.
Here, two,
I rank him
two.
as a 2.
He been playing point all year, but I could.
Nah,
you could put him in
Josh Giddey's the point. And if I don't hear Jalen Green's name, I'm gonna be very disappointed. But carry on.
If I don't hear James Harden name, I'm gonna be disappointed.
James
He's a
Harden's
point
a
guard.
2. He's a point
Point
I
guard.
don't give.
He's a point guard.
I don't
Nostalgia.
care.
You know,
I
It's all right.
No, that's fine.
God.
Just I need to make sure I hear Jalen Green's name get mentioned. But it's cool. Carry on.
Let me think.
I said top 10, not top 25. Mars.
How dare you?
No, that's
How
crazy.
dare you?
I think Jalen Brown's also top 10.
Mhm.
This is not an order at this point.
No, be-
Is
Okay,
Jimmy
okay.
Butler 2 today?
No,
No,
he's
he's
three.
three.
He's
Four.
three. He's sweet. He's sweet.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
But he's a 3. But he is a 3 though. He plays small.
He is a
three.
three.
He's a three.
Is Edwards a 2?
Yes.
Yeah, you can
I
put
put-
Anna too.
He's
Yes,
he
he
can
is.
play
I got
between.
it.
I got Ant
Yes.
in there then.
Depends on the lineup.
Now
That's
Luca
five.
now Luca technically.
No.
that's not-
No,
that's
Luka
not-
a point. He
Luka's
just-
a point
Still
guard.
trying to add
No,
people
don't
to
do
not
that.
add Jalen
Green.
Oh,
He just
my
dribbled too long.
God,
Don't do
okay.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You're forgetting a few big ones.
You're forgetting some obvious ones.
No,
Like the guy-
let them
Is
do.
P
Let
is
them do
PG
it.
a
Let them do
2?
it. Yes.
You could
PG.
you can
Okay.
PG. You can PG.
So
PG
PG's in there
mostly
as
good.
well.
Indiana PG.
It's a 2 like really big ones. which
I'm
is
missing
crazy.
2 really, really big ones.
PG.
Yes.
I'm trying to go off the top because if I'm going off the top, they'd be like, look at him looking.
No, he
Ooh.
in the title. Watch his hands.
It's all
Watch
right.
his hands. Watch his hands, chat. Watch his hands.
Wow.
Go on.
Oh, yeah,
Watch
this
his
is nasty. Oh, I think Bradley Beal is the top. Is top. 10.
Oh my God, you're being so crazy.
Is Bradley Beal not a top 10?
No, you're just
Yeah.
missing.
Oh,
There's
go
two
ahead,
names you're
ahead,
missing
go ahead,
crazy,
go ahead.
which is wild.
I'm
to
missing
me.
crazy names.
Yes,
Y'all are nasty for not at least like saying
One's
yo,
in the
no.
Central Division. Central Division.
they're both in the East.
Oh, they're both in the East.
They both in the East.
If you think that DeRozan's not a 2 anymore,
No,
The
no,
hell
DeRozan,
no.
DeRozan's not
DeRozan's
too
playing
guy.
forward.
Everyone's one DeRozan.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking
He's been playing the
about
four
that.
lately anyway.
because if you
Why
say
you
that,
didn't say Klay Thompson?
That's a good one.
does he know?
Yeah,
Does he know?
DeRozan's teammate is right there for the take.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say Zach LaVine. Zach
There we
LaVine
go.
started off kind of slow, but
He's
Yeah.
back now. He's back now. He's got
back.
his explosion back. He's getting
One
to
more.
the
Yeah,
I
he's been the
said-
best
Lowe's
two-guard
on the
ever.
computer
best
right
player,
now.
best player on the
Nah.
Chicago Bulls. Just everyone knows best player.
Lowe's
How
on
many?
the
How many I got right
computer
now?
That's
You got
9.
9. You got 9.
Just throw Jalen Green in there.
Oh,
No, man.
Someone said Makai Bridges.
Stop.
You guys don't know.
Mikal
Oh
Bridges.
my
Crazy.
God, are you crazy?
am
bro?
I missing one? Though?
You're bugging crazy.
What am I missing? Who am I missing?
Miami Heat are rivals with them, and the Lakers are rivals.
Jalen
Who, the
Brown?
Celtics?
Oh,
I've already
yeah,
said
he
Jalen
said
Brown.
Jalen
I already
Brown.
said
He said
You
Jalen
said
Brown.
Jalen Brown?
Wow, Dub. L
Oh,
host.
wow.
Jesus
He said
Christ.
Hell hoes, dog.
Hell
Hell hoes.
The chat didn't think you said it either. I swear
No,
you didn't
he
say
said
it.
Jalen
said
Brown.
What did he
I
say?
said
They
Jalen Brown was the
back-
third or
back-
fourth name I named.
Really?
Why
Yeah,
you
that
Yes.
just say Jalen Green and keep it pushing.
All right, fine, Jalen.
He did
Green,
say
man.
it.
Yeah.
Why not Klay Thompson? Wait. Dell, do you have Klay Thompson?
Actually, I said it back. Clay, no, Klay Thompson is top 10.
Clay.
Thank you.
Bro,
Thank
come
you.
on.
That's
Wait,
He
Klay-
lit up the Phoenix Suns, bro. I ain't gonna
Klay
lie.
not top 10, Mars?
He is.
He lit up
he
the
is.
Suns.
No, I just don't like that
won.
Jalen Green is being
Yeah,
disrespected.
he
right
just
now.
want. He just want him in there, man.
But no, Clay top 10.
Clay in the
Clay's top 10.
second half.
Wait, are you?
Wait, so does Kyrie not count as a 2?
I just sat there and said I wanted to put Luka as a 2, and then y'all told me
Nah, put Kyrie as a
No,
2.
no,
Put
no,
Kyrie as a 2.
has Kyrie been a 2?
Wait,
Kyrie's been a
Kyrie
2.
has a 2. Don't
wait,
put
are
that
you
shit.
serious with this Jalen Green thing?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. What's
I'm
wrong?
Mars.
Man, Kevin Porter better than Jalen Green.
See, if this was my show, I would have kicked you off for saying that. If this was my show, I would have kicked you off, but it's not my show. So I'm gonna just let that slide.
Hey,
But no,
well,
Clay's a top 10 shooting guard.
If you
For
want to
sure.
say Kyrie, I guess Kyrie. But then at
Yeah.
that point, I'm gonna have to go back and take some names off.
Elder said Mitch.
I think Clay might be better than Bradley Beal.
Yes, he is.
But I will also say I've watched about 6 Washington games all year. So
Right now, this season, Klay Thompson's better than Bradley
Telling
Beal.
me to put that in order
Every-
on the spot is
Yo,
crazy.
every season,
I would put it pretty easily, but it's cool.
That's a
we're not going to disrespect Klay Thompson like that.
Who the
Do you
most
think-
suspect
we
out of
all-
all
we
of
all
them,
have-
though?
What do you
What
have?
do
What do you mean?
Klay
What do you mean by
Thompson?
most
Probably
suspect?
Probably Beal
Dell,
is probably
Dell,
one.
what do you have
Yeah,
Klay
Beal.
Thompson? Like rank them on shooting guards.
Right now,
Yeah.
top 5.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what?
So wait,
Okay,
what's your
you-
list in order? What's your list in order?
I mean, I'm gonna just name a couple players and then tell me who I forgot. I think Klay Thompson is better than Zach LaVine.
Okay.
I mean, he just shoot better, but okay.
We'll carry on. We'll carry on.
Let me see who else. Can
D
y'all
mentioned
name
D
two
Book
guards?
are better. D mentioned D Book are better, correct?
I'm taking D Book and D Mitch over Klay.
Are you taking
Shea.
Jalen Brown? Are you taking
Oh, sorry.
Shea?
I'm not taking Shea over Klay. I'm not.
Come on, man. Come on.
I'm not.
I like it. I like it.
I'm not.
Dub, you don't like that. Dub,
Yeah,
you
love
don't.
it.
you're trolling right now.
Honestly,
Dub.
the only three will probably be Jalen Brown, D Mitch and D Book. Unless y'all name
What about
me-
Paul George? Paul George.
Yeah, I'm taking PG over
Okay,
Klay.
so you have him at 5th.
Yeah, I'm taking PG. So yes, 5.
Why is Shea not over Clay?
Big.
That's your bag right there because he got a deep
No,
bag.
no, it is, but we always have this bad conversation, and Clay's my only exception when it comes to that.
Why?
Because he
Why?
shoots that ball so well.
Honestly, because I feel Clay's like the word everybody loves to use, Clay's impact, Clay gravitational, Clay this, Clay like
I don't know
what they
about
say about
Shea.
what they say about
You
every.
know that they have both different roles, right? One is the first option on a team, and the other one is basically the second option.
Right about 9 of the top 10, Clay is the only second option.
Yeah,
Shay's damn near better than Clay. Everything.
Well, but I didn't put Shea because y'all told me Shea's a PG, which I think he is as well.
No, I didn't say that.
Shea
No, I
the
didn't
point
say
guard,
Hold
man.
on,
That's
and-
Josh Giddey's the point guard. I don't care what.
And only way I would put Clay 6, where he should possibly 6, it will be the next person would be James Harden, because I still
James Harden is a
Oh,
point
well, if
guard.
Harden is a
Right.
point, I mean, a 2 guard.
I know, but you know, me coming up, he was always a 2. So if we saying he's a point guard, he's 5. But if James Harden is shooting guard, then Clay is 6. And anybody else as a 2, if I'm going with Clay. I've always been this big on Clay.
I'm
Like
sorry.
Clay,
Y'all gotta have the level of understanding, bro.
Clay is really
it's that
Clay is
scoring
really
gravity,
good. He
that
has
impact, how he
He
could
has
change,
motivation.
how when he's on, he could change the game.
Wait, so you're
Like, y'all not
taking
thinking about it like
taking
that.
Clay over Jaylen Brown?
I said no. I said no to Jaylen Brown.
Oh,
I named
okay,
Jaylen Brown. Yeah. Let me ask y'all a question. Like, so how do y'all have the Warriors ranked this year?
Mids.
Like,
I have him as probably a second round exit, but with Wiggins though, I see their ceiling as a conference finals team.
Just the conference finals. I feel if all them fully healthy with Wiggins,
They running it back. I'm sorry.
Coming out the West.
They running it back.
No, if they
can't win games on the road.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They can't run. They can't win road games, and they're not going to have home court advantage.
That's the main issue.
The road games is wild.
Listen,
If every game was played at Chase, I think they're in the title.
yo, if all of them boys is healthy down there, and you still have what I always say, you still have them 2 light skins. Listen,
Together, yeah.
Together. I'm sorry, it's working.
I will.
They're
say
about
this.
to go on a 5-game losing streak. Like,
No.
Hey, they got us coming up. They got us coming up. They got us coming up.
And I'm actually mad that we lost against y'all too. I want to be clear, Dell. I do believe they actually give a lot of matchup problems to a lot of teams because quiet as kept, the perimeter defenders out in the Western Conference are not as good as people make them out to be. Especially because like they're not equipped to guard like smaller guards.
Yeah, I agree there.
So I agree that they give a lot of matchup problems. It's just the road and that lack of inside, bro. Looney is not 100%. They're going to struggle against Denver and my Lakers. Though you already know how that go.
It's been playing.
No,
but
you like how they've been playing right there.
And 1 and 2.
Until they got smoked by us.
Okay, all right.
I don't care what's happening in the world. Darvinham's got to tell Anthony Davis, yo, this Houston game you have to play. It's too big of a moment.
I don't think that 81.
He never played. He never better. But I hear what you're saying.
They thought the Rockets game was a gimme game, and they found out we ain't going for that. That's what happened. They found out. They found out we ain't going for that. That's what happened.
He has not played back-to-backs all season long.
Man, he could have missed the first game of the back-to-back, but no, they thought Houston were going to be easy.
With the win, you go to 6th place, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah, but everybody is so close that if they lose,
I know. Still though,
we gonna make the play. I'm not really concerned about all that.
Is the Lakers better? Is the Lakers better without LeBron James?
No, bro. The team is just different.
Come on, they need him.
Look at Dale's face. Look at Dale's face.
I'm asking these questions.
I know why you're asking. I know why you're asking, but that's a nasty question.
I think D'Lo's stats gonna drop.
D'Lo's been a very nice pickup for them.
Oh, great pickup.
Yeah, but
dog. D'Lo is a third option. Oh my god.
But low. You are the one who said on your second challenge that if they don't make the trade, you would be a Bucks fan. So,
but they made the trade. But if they didn't,
bandwagon into Milwaukee was crazy. By the way,
that was nasty.
Bandwagon into Milwaukee was crazy.
No, it's crazy.
You see what's behind me, right? I was like, hey, right over here.
That was nasty. I've never seen that.
Low is nuts, bro. Hey, appreciate you guys on the bottom, bro, for taking the time out y'all days, but y'all be easy. Gotta let some people up here, bro.
That was major.
Y'all be cool
right there.
First of all, I watch a lot of Giannis games and Bucks games though.
That's fine. You're still a bandwagon. Like, just own it.
Okay, just because you went from Warriors to Houston, I don't mean I gotta go with the team.
Yes, you do. That's the rule.
No, I don't.
That's the rules.
No, I don't.
Otherwise, you're a bandwagon. I'm not a bandwagon.
Were you not bandwagon the Warriors?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, then. So
but I own my bandwagonness. We're here trying to be in denial. I admit, I was a crazy bandwagon. And if Golden State become good again, I'm straight back over to the bandwagon. Like, that's it.
You're nasty. No.
So, Lo, I got a question for you.
What up?
So, correct me if I'm wrong on your take on the MVP, but you saying that you think Jokic wins the MVP because voters now can evaluate a player's effectiveness more appropriately through the advanced stats, correct?
Yeah, not even just advanced stats. I think there's more games to watch. You have better understanding of impact, and I think a lot of things that happened in prior years had a lot to just do with the lack of accessibility and lack of understanding. That's what.
So when were the advanced stats available?
Advanced has been available for a while, actually. I didn't notice. Danny Ainge, apparently Danny Ainge even they had advanced stats even back in like the 90s and 80s, and Danny Ainge used to talk about them. There used to be advanced stats available. I know for a fact because for David Robinson, they used to like throw a lot of advanced stats, but it just wasn't like people just weren't openly talking about them as much as we do now.
So do you don't think the voters could be biased in their voting at all?
Everybody's biased. I don't think it's as to the degree in which people make it out to be, though.
So I got a question. How doesn't Harden win the MVP in 2015, 2019, 2020?
2015 is actually one of the years where I think the voters were inconsistent. I think that's because actually the voter who voted for Melo in 2013, who took away that unanimous vote for LeBron, like he's one of the inconsistent voters because he's been on record stating that he voted for Melo because the whole if you take X player off of X team narrative, or if you they were the number one in their division and da 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 da. But he turned around and he didn't vote for Harden in 2015. So yeah, like I think there have been inconsistent voters even dating back that early. The other years though, what was the other years? You said which
2019 and 2020. The year he averaged 36 and 8, and the year he averaged 34 and 7.
I think in both of those years, especially what Giannis was doing defensively and leading that team, because the Milwaukee was really building an identity based off of what they were doing defensively. I think wasn't 2019, both of those years before Holiday got there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was Bledsoe.
It was Bledsoe. Bledsoe was still a really good defender, but I just don't think he was as sound as a defender as Holiday has been for them. And on top of that, their offense was just like overly dependent, in my opinion, on what Giannis did, not only as a scorer, but also as a playmaker. And I think the understanding of like how valuable Giannis was and what he dictated on that team that resulted into like a massive amount of success and an offensive and defensive rating that was like of par. Because I don't think anybody, especially at that time, even Chris Middleton, I wouldn't even argue was the same player that he is now. I think both years, if I'm not mistaken, they were like top 10 in both offense and defense. And Giannis was the catalyst behind. I'm looking at it right now. They were top 4 in 2019. And there's not a single player on that team that would justify why that team was a top 4 offense. Not a single one.
What was the because I don't remember the numbers. What was the offense for the Rockets in 2019 with 2020? Considering that
they were the second best offense.
They were second best.
They were the second best, and Harden was responsible for creating for everyone, getting his own shot, and keeping everyone else involved. And I mean, he's not a defensive player, so that's not worth me. Not saying he's a great defensive player. He has gotten better defensively, contrary to what a lot of people want to say. But he's not, he's not a two-way player. But I guess
I think the problem it's not even that. I think the problem with Harden is that I think that impact offensively and the potency that he had in 2018 and even to 2017 to an extent as well. It was so overwhelmingly great that even if they were like an average average defensive unit, they still would have been able to rack up a lot of wins in general. Like in 2018, even though Harden didn't average as many points as he did like in the years before, I actually do think 2018 is still one of the more impressive seasons of Harden throughout his entire career, in my opinion. I think in the years after that, I think he just became a bit more reliant on his jump shot shooting, and then I think that really hurt some of the teams, especially in like some of the worst years. But the playmaking in 2018, in contrast to the level of scoring he was providing as well, I think it was just better in 2018. By the time we get to 2020, the playmaking isn't like what it once was, in my opinion.
Yeah, but he had lower quality shooters around him too.
Yeah,
the team was progressively getting worse.
Yeah, but Giannis had worse shooters that entire run now. No.
Yeah, and his playmaking wasn't great.
Yeah, but his playmaking improved.
Yeah, I don't have the numbers in front of me, so
his playmaking improved to the point where he could still manage a top 10 offense on a team that had absolutely no business being a top 10 offense. That team had no business being a top 10 offense at all that year.
So, but you think the 2019 Rockets and 2020 Rockets could have been a top 10 offense without Harden? That's what you're saying.
The roadmap to being that great offensively makes a bit more sense. Harden still had a lot to do with that. I'm not denying that.
Mm-hmm.
Harden had a lot to do with that, but the roadmap to them being that great offensively still like made sense. Like the 3-point shooters, the lob threat, it still makes sense to like piece together a team that got to that point. Like Giannis is on a team where like I think maybe like Chris Middleton was the only other consistent shooter on that roster. Like there's nothing about that roster that would make anyone believe that they should have been that great offensively outside of just Giannis being that dominant. And then also defensively, I think, especially in 2020, I think defensively what Giannis was doing was like crazy.
That 2019
but don't
Houston
you
team is
value
not moving me offensively. I'm sorry.
How is that Harden team? How is Harden in 2018 more impactful than James Harden in 2019? I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Because I have a question.
I think his playmaking. I think his playmaking that year is better.
Because if you value quality of competition,
he had to score more because there wasn't a lot of guys to rely on because CP3 was in and out. And Eric Gordon wasn't having the same year he had before.
Yep.
Like
I think his playmaking was better because of the lob threat and also his ability to just find shooters and manipulate defenses way more in 2018.
But he
While playing by himself.
you just don't. But Lo, I don't think you understand it. You don't lose that within a year though. Like
Do you think Giannis has lost his? Do you think Giannis has lost his shooting touch? Do you think Giannis?
Giannis 100%. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what are we saying?
James Harden in this scenario, what changed wasn't the player and his talents. What changed was his role. His role, as in he needed to be more of a scorer, put up these points in order for my team to have an opportunity. So
and I don't think that's it.
And a different role changes your value, no?
I'm gonna say, and I don't think that made him. I don't think that made him valuable. What?
How much better do you think Steph Curry got from 2014 to 2015?
He was the same guy.
I think.
And you think they were the equal level of value those 2 years?
Yeah, he was just on a different system, which.
Okay, I don't think. I think you're misrepresenting the word value. I'm not gonna lie. But
I don't understand. I'm looking at talents, bro. I'm looking at.
But that's not what the MVP is.
That's not what the MVP is, though.
It's not about. No one's saying was James Harden worse at basketball in 2019.
We're just talking about the value that he provided.
It just doesn't make sense to me how James Harden in 2018 was more valuable to that Rockets team than in 2019. I don't get that. I don't get
hurt CP3 in the Western Conference.
James Harden was my MVP both of those years. I think he deserved 2019 and 2018, and I think he deserved 2017. I think he should have three-peated. So
you think he deserved 2020 though?
No. 2020 was Giannis, but 2017, 18, and 19, I think Harden deserved the MVP. So
not mad at it at all.
Harden would have been the first.
I'm okay with 2019 because I think that Milwaukee team. I just think in a general sense, like what that team needed to do, Milwaukee, for them to accomplish what they accomplished or what they needed to do was heavily, and I do mean heavily, predicated on what Giannis was as a player, bro. Like they were, especially in 2019, bro. Like that team was like top 5 in both offense and defense, number 1 in defense, and that's before Jrue Holiday was there. 2019 was before the wave of Chris Middleton, who he inevitably became as well. Like I completely disagree.
I guess I'm trying to understand the consistency because you do agree that Jokic deserved MVP last year, correct? As a 6th seed.
I do believe there's a threshold, but I see what you're saying. But I do think there's a threshold. I think Jokic last year and the year before that, if Embiid had played more games, I think he probably would have got it actually. The problem with Embiid a lot of times is that he just doesn't play enough games.
True.
That's really the problem. If Embiid had played more games, I actually think he would have had a much sounder argument.
Cool, Mars, you want to read super chat real quick?
Would Wilt be the best player in this era?
No.
Hell no.
Everyone on the same page with that one?
Can I get an amen?
Amen. Yo, Dub is crazy. Dub is crazy.
Kwame Boom, what y'all gotta say, bro?
No, but since Dub is up here, I gotta ask everyone else's opinion since I've heard Dub say it for 2 episodes now. Do y'all think that the Milwaukee Bucks right now, as currently constructed, are considered title contenders in the NBA?
That's not what I said.
Yes. I'm
No,
gonna say Dub.
That's
Dub.
not what I
I'm
said.
gonna say, did Dub say anything different?
I never
He said they
said
lose to
that.
Boston. That's what
All
he
I
said.
said was that they're not the
Yeah, they can lose
favorites.
to Dub it. I'm Boston.
They beat anyone but Philly. That's how it is. That's it.
I'm about to say, I actually think.
I think
That's why these
I think
playoffs
they
need to
beat
start,
Boston,
man. These playoffs need to start, man. I need to get my nasty agendas off.
I want my apologies when Philly make the finals. That's what I want.
They're not making the finals, but all right.
Making the finals.
Philly versus Houston finals.
All right.
We're gonna go on an 18-game winning streak. Just wait.
Yo, I need to get off my nasty takes, man. I do want to say this. I apologize to Jabari Smith.
Based on 4 games, yo.
I want to apologize to Trevor Ariza, man. Trevor Ariza Jr., man. I apologize.
Trevor Ariza Jr. is nasty.
No, I called him Trevor Ariza.
He started playing good the last 4 or 5
He's
games.
looking more like Paul Pierce or Carmelo Anthony with defense. It's looking scary out there.
You see the way he let Jason Tatum get to the rim because he knew he'd missed the layup.
Yep,
that's basketball IQ right there.
So you're telling me that Lowe doesn't know?
Yeah, with Jabari Smith, nah.
Now imagine Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Alperen Sengun, and Victor Wembanyama. Championship 2026. Championship.
I'm gonna be happy when y'all don't even finish top 3 in a lot of
Boom. Say something real. I want you to say something real quick because you got a lot of background. So I just want to hear what you got to say real quick, man.
I got y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Just got a lot of noise in the background because you're driving.
Oh, I'm driving, but this is real quick. It's for Low because I have some smoke for you, Low. You know what I'm saying? And you're real nasty. I just wanted to know. I just want to make sure. Do you have in your all-time ranking, right? Do you have Curry over Magic?
No.
Okay, good.
You said no?
Do you?
No, I don't.
No, I don't. But I remember him saying that
But I
do.
I've never said Curry was over Magic. Oh, I never said that.
But I do.
Oh, Dell is crazy. Maybe you mistake
who
me
has
for
Curry
Dell.
over Magic?
Dell.
Really?
And Dub.
Oh, Dub.
And Dr. J.
Dell?
And
Dr. J. Wow.
You got three people with Curry over Magic.
Dell has so Dell.
What'd you say?
Yeah, what'd you say, brother?
Hold on. Let me pull over.
No, Dell is a deep
about to
bag.
pull over.
He's a
Dell.
deep bag merchant, man.
Until it comes to Klay Thompson.
Yo, go ahead. Let me ask y'all this: Can Magic shoot? Can Magic shoot like Steph?
Absolutely not.
Not even close.
I mean, think about it.
And I'm not even gonna come up here like some of these other people who sat there and said, Bird
look
and Ray
at
Allen.
the physicality though. The physicality Magic had to deal with on those jump shots.
No, Bird and
Look at
Ray
the
Allen
physicality he's
and
going
Reggie
off
Miller.
ball, bro. What are you talking
Yeah, all of them saying that they better.
Steph Curry lives at the free throw line. What are we talking about right now?
Lives at the free throw line apparently. Steph Curry's getting banged up and fouled all game last night.
Who played? Let's get real nasty. Who played on the first super
Princeton
team?
beat Arizona. Your brackets are done.
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy. But back to the main question: Who played on the first super team?
Will Chamberlain.
Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! On the third.
Probably Moses.
Moses Malone.
The fourth.
If you want me to say Magic,
the Lakers are a super team, Dub. There you go. Carry on with your point.
There we go. Let me ask y'all this. Where do y'all rank Kareem and where do y'all rank KD?
317.
Okay. Cool. So you telling me that a guy? Y'all telling me that a guy, Stephen Curry, who played with less talent than Magic Johnson and did just as much, how is he not better?
He actually won one less title and made 3 less finals appearances.
How is he not better?
Because Magic in the later part. I'm in the later part.
Oh, my bad. One cherry on top. Played in a tougher conference too.
He did.
Eford.
And Magic played. When he really dominated when Kareem was nowhere near the same player that he once was. That's why.
And what did Steph do without KD?
Missed the playoffs back to back.
Missed the playoffs and was only able to win one real ring. If we're being honest with ourselves,
and he beat
because 2015 ain't a real ring, dog.
And if you really want to think about 2022,
don't give me that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
If you gonna be nasty, yeah, we can definitely go there.
Don't do that to me, bro.
Magic Johnson has how many MVPs? 3 MVPs, right? Dub, how many MVPs does Magic Johnson have?
3, but does he have a unanimous MVP?
Does that make it worth more than 3 MVPs?
100%.
How many finals? How many finals MVPs does Magic have?
Wait.
How many finals MVPs does Magic have?
Wait, low. Let me ask you this. Low. What happened to the
3
Pistons?
finals MVPs for Magic.
Wait, say it again, Dub.
What happened in the finals to the Pistons when they won at 7?
Who?
Lakers versus Pistons.
The Lakers won. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
what
Magic Johnson won again.
Magic dominated, bro.
Did Isaiah Thomas get hurt?
Man, look, that's one game, man.
Nah, he got hurt. I don't want to hear it.
Every series they played in 2015, somebody was hurt, Dub. Come on now.
You can make the same case in 2022. Denver was hurt. John Morant got hurt.
Oh,
Luka was playing with nobodies really, and then Jason Tatum was hurt in the finals. What are we talking about right now?
And that was a no experience Boston Celtics.
Exactly. So what are we talking about right now? None of Steph's rings count if you really start analyzing. None of them count.
And Sam Vincent and Connor Henry only played 2 games.
Steph Curry was the NBA Finals MVP. We're not doing this.
Andre Iguodala won it though.
But you know,
well, James Worthy took
1988. James Worthy rose Magic Johnson.
Yeah, James Worthy took one from Magic.
Okay.
Exactly.
Did I give him 4?
All right, wait. Like, stop. Let's stop because people go.
Magic also robbed Kareem in 1980.
Stop. People in the chat. People go in the chat. Go sit here and take what we saying serious. Come on, let's.
I do have Magic over Steph.
You have Steph over Magic though.
No. They're gonna take us talking about finals MVPs.
Okay.
I do have Magic over Steph.
Because I can't. Because then I'll go on another show. And then Dub and Marlo gaslight me into like the chat saying some stupid stuff, and now I gotta sit here and just act as if like I didn't.
Both of them were the system, and both of them just were the system.
Magic, I have Magic over him though. Just answers the gentleman's question though.
Steph will pass Magic Johnson in about a year for me. So,
damn.
Then Magic Johnson will be number 12, and everyone will hate me even more.
Steph Curry will never be over Magic, bro.
Mars, peak for peak. Who's better, Steph or Magic?
Magic, not Magic. Steph. Sorry.
No. Peak for peak. Low. Who's
By
better?
far.
I do think Steph is better. Peak.
Magic was better his first year, second year, third year, fourth year.
So low. How is it that a guy with a better peak, with close to longevity, as Magic?
I don't think he does though.
What you mean?
Because doesn't Magic have like 12 years longevity?
Magic has like 10, 11. Steph has like 8.
Yeah. Magic longevity starts. Magic's longevity starts like year 1 to 91.
But he also missed 81 because of the
he missed 81. Yeah.
So you take that away. But then you also take away 2020 for Steph.
But that's 12 years though, Mars.
Yeah, I said I think he's got 10 or 11. I said 10 or 11. That's what I said.
Oh,
Steph's got
I know. I think it's 12 for Magic. 11. It's like 11 for Magic.
And it's only 8 for Steph.
11 for Magic, yeah.
Yeah, it's 11 for Magic, yeah. So it's not.
And I've got Steph's got like
Dub,
8.
stop chatting, Dub.
But that's why.
Dub, stop that.
Dub, you stay getting cooked.
I'm just asking.
That's why Steph can pass Magic for me next year because I think his peak is just better. So I don't think he needs to match him.
So you don't know what you're talking about, Dub.
Wait, Lo, don't you have Magic Johnson top 5?
I do.
Jesus.
So what would it take for Steph to pass Magic?
Magic Johnson top 5. Oh my god.
He gives me like 3 or 4 great years. Steph is going to continue to climb. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you.
So Steph can get into your top 5.
It's gonna be tough, man. Because this is what you're gonna have to outdo Duncan. Oh man.
How did Magic outdo Duncan?
Magic outdo Duncan?
I think from 85 to 91 is a very underrated stretch for Magic. I think y'all are underrating it as well.
That's a top 3 to 5 offensive stretch ever. I understand that.
Oh, let me not say 85. I mean 86 to 91.
Top 5 offensive stretch ever.
I think y'all are grossly disrespecting the impact of Magic Johnson, man.
Oh no.
If Steph peaked higher than that.
I think Steph did. It's just the longevity from you, Steph. Like I said,
so Steph can end up top 5.
I never said he couldn't. I just said he. I said, yeah.
Wait, you're the same guy that said that you value defense and offense like equally, correct?
Wait, what?
I'm asking.
He does that
I'm
when it's
asking.
convenient.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
I don't think I ever said that.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just said that about Giannis.
I
just
said
alluded
no.
to
I
that
said
with Giannis.
no. I did not say that. I said his impact to defense and offense. I didn't say that they're equal.
Okay, wait. Peak for peak, who's better, Magic or Tim Duncan?
I got that.
So you're thinking about it, which
That's
means
real.
it's close.
That's real close.
So wait, Mars.
that's
He's
close,
thinking about it, which means it's close. So a guy who his peak is close in a longer career is not better than Magic Johnson? How?
Oh, I don't think Duncan had 12 though. I think Duncan had like 9 to 10. I don't think Duncan had like 12 like high caliber seasons. I think after like 2009, after 2009, Mars, after 2009.
I mean, we're talking about total impact, yeah, because defensively he was still probably top 5 defender in the game.
Oh,
yeah, you're the same guy. He led some of the best.
Like offensively, I believe he'd taken a step down 100%. But defensively, he was still that level of guy where he's bringing that.
Yeah, you're the same guy.
Top
Top
15
Duncan
level
debates.
impact.
It's better to value him what he does defensively. And
No, but I think after 2009 though, his defense was not the same. It wasn't.
You don't think he was still bringing top 5 level defensive impact?
Maybe, but if it might have been fringe though.
I mean, fringe.
Yo, can I ask a question real quick?
But also, let's say hypothetically speaking, it was. There's a difference between being top 5 in the league at that time and top 5 all time. Like I don't think he was bringing top 5 all time.
Oh, 100. No, I agree that Tim Duncan wasn't playing at an all-time level post. I want to say 08, 09. Like that's fine. Yeah. But he was still providing top 10 level in the league impact at that point.
Okay, let's say in the league though. I think Magic.
That's still high level seasons.
No, but
past
I think
the 10 all-time.
Okay,
level,
let me say all-time level seasons.
I
think Magic provided more all-time level seasons than Duncan did.
So his rookie year was all-time level?
I think from his third year.
What's that?
Well, you can argue that.
His third year. So
Magic Johnson's rookie year was not an all-time level season.
Yeah, like what we doing?
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Now you can argue from the third year all the way down to 91. You can.
All right, but then that's not even 10 years.
That's
That
would be 10 because we said 11. We said 11 before.
Yeah.
We took 1 year.
Wait, low.
Let me count.
That's 10. That would be 10.
1,
that would be 10.
It would be 13, but he caught HIV.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is indeed 10.
It's 10. I just said 11.
It would have been 13, and he would have had more assists than Stockton.
Whoa.
Both of y'all just chatting.
Wait, no, watch this low.
Oh,
and you said Tim Duncan,
Tim
Duncan top 5. How many years? 9? Gave him how many?
Say it again. What's the question?
How many top 5 caliber or that high
all-time level seasons?
All-time level seasons. Let me double check for Duncan, man.
Said like 9, right?
If you could argue anyone came in as an all-timer instantly, Tim Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan probably did come in as an all-timer.
100% he did. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8.
8.
Plus an extra like 4 or 5 all NBA level years.
8.
There's no way
I'm counting 11 low.
Like this.
You're counting 11 all time?
Where are you counting up to? Where are you counting
You're
up
not
to?
counting 11 all time.
98, the 90 says rookie year, 97, 98,
Yeah.
Okay.
99.
Just say 97, 98 up until when?
Up until
We're
when?
not doing
up until the 08 season. Right? That's what you guys said. The 08 or the 09 season. Which one are you giving me?
I mean, you could argue 05 wasn't an all-time level season for Tim Duncan. If you want to get real technical, 05 he had like the foot injury. It wasn't really an all-time level year. But 08, am I giving him all-time in 08?
No.
Is it close?
I'm very comfortable. I'd say rookie Duncan till 06. He was an all-timer.
Yes, that's what I was.
And then
07, not 07.
I wouldn't say all-timer 07. I think if you said all-timer 07,
I wouldn't argue with that.
I wouldn't argue.
I'm including 07 because his scoring.
Okay,
was
so
up,
that's 1, 2, 3.
That's
4,
that's
5,
9.
6,
That's 9.
7, 8.
For me, that'll be like
That's 10.
7 or
That's
8,
10
though.
years. That's 10 years.
10 years. Put your head on a fucking spike, Lo. Stop
That's
playing
you.
with me.
Are you
Stop playing with me.
Are you counting Mars? Are you counting 05 and 06?
I'm counting 06. Yes, I'm not counting 05. Me 05 and 07, I wouldn't say all-time years. So I'd say he has 8.
Okay.
Even
so
then,
me and,
so
Mar-
it's
me and
08
Mars
to
on the
what?
same.
It's
Okay,
08
so
to what? 10.
Mars and I on the same.
It's-
Yeah,
you're not.
it's 8 to 10,
debate-
but for me,
it's
he's
8
given more
debatably
All
9.
NBA level years after that as well. So
It's
that's why I
I
have
think that's
Duncan
fair.
over him.
It's 8 debatably 9. Is 8 debatably 9 for Tim Duncan, and then Magic's is 10.
10. Yes.
But what the fuck are we talking about? How
But
is he over?
the difference is like 2 spots, Dub. You making it seem like I got Duncan 27th and then Magic 3rd.
Nah,
It's
bro,
2
you
spots.
you just nasty, bro. You just nasty.
You don't want
You just
to.
nasty because
It's
not to
Dub.
include, not to
Dub,
include,
it's 2 spots, Dub.
Nah, no, low.
I'm gonna
no,
use the Mars
low.
logic. They're
No,
interchangeable.
low. No,
They're
Yeah.
they're not
You
interchangeable.
can't argue with interchangeable. You can't argue with
Well, we
interchangeable.
gonna argue interchangeables, Dub? Nah,
No,
come on,
bro,
they're
you're
interchangeable.
wildin', bro.
They're
You're wildin'.
interchangeable, Dub.
I do have Duncan over Magic though, for these reasons. Just because I think
you
he
should
provided
have
more
Duncan.
higher
I think it
level
is.
players.
I think it is
The
close.
fact,
though.
the fact that
Oh,
you're
yup.
just,
Oh,
you're,
trust
you're,
me,
you're
I can definitely
discounting-
make a Duncan as a top 3 argument.
Oh,
No, let's be clear.
So make the
Wait,
argument.
you have Magic at third. You have Magic at third.
He has him at 4.
I'm at 3rd or 4th. Right? That's interchangeable.
Wait, what's your top 5, Lo?
Interchangeable. It's
He
interchangeable.
has Mike,
Nah,
LeBron,
Wait,
Kareem, Magic, Duncan.
Let me be clear. My 3rd, 4th, 5th are all interchangeable.
Who you got
No,
6? Bill Russell.
I have Kareem. I have Kareem 3rd. Mars, what the hell?
That's what I said. Just you have Mike, LeBron, Kareem.
No, I
Magic,
said I can make a Duncan top 3 argument. Trust me, I can.
Ugh, I hate that argument. Jesus Christ.
I think you should make the argument because Tim Duncan, even after 07 or 06, whichever one give, he was still playing at like a top 10 level. All the
Yeah,
way
but
up
you
to
can
top
argue the
10.
same
That's
thing
what I
for
just
Kareem.
said.
But you can say the same thing for Kareem, though. That's the thing. You probably can. After a certain amount of years, Kareem was still playing at
That's
top
why
10
you
level.
have a top 3, correct?
That's part of the reason why, yeah.
Okay, so then use the reason for Tim Duncan.
But
too.
that's why I said I can make it though. Oh, I can make it. Let's be clear.
How many
I
all-time?
just want you low to put Magic. I just want you to put Tim Duncan over Magic.
You
That's all
want
I
me to
you
put
do.
Magic lower? No, that's what you really want.
Oh yeah.
No,
yeah.
Magic top
Yeah.
5 is weird to me. But
me.
why? What?
That-
How many
that Kobe
all-time
said.
How many all-time seasons did Kobe have?
Wait, can we bring more people in here, bro? Because y'all.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
bad,
L
my
host
bad.
dub.
Y'all
L host.
L host.
But how-
This is why.
Damn,
my
you
bad,
just
my
let-
bad.
damn.
Shit, fuck
What-
that.
I have one more question for you, Lo.
Yeah.
And I just want that take, and I'm gone. So, just when you say that you do agree with the decision for them to vote for Giannis, you're not taking into consideration that the West was much weaker than the West.
I never take that into consideration. Nobody's ever taken that into consideration. That has never been a thing that somebody they've taken into consideration.
I thought level of
Shout out to
competition
Magic
was
Johnson's
important,
MVPs.
Say it again.
though. I thought level of competition was important though.
Nobody's ever taken. They played a whole league, so I don't know. Magic should never won his because he was in a weaker conference. LeBron should never won his because he was in a weaker conference. There's several examples of players who were in a weaker conference who still won. Derrick Rose won one. He was in a weaker conference.
Yeah, that's more of a playoff argument.
Yeah,
I
guess
don't like that argument. When people argue that, I think that's silly. I don't think that's
no.
a good
That's
argument.
that's fair. I'm just trying to understand because I guess when you argue the impact that he had on the team.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
I'm trying
I don't think that. Especially when you win 60 games, that means that you were probably very great against Western Conference competition as well.
That's it. Thank you.
Quabe and Dr. J, appreciate
Sound like
y'all,
some
bro.
ether to me, dog.
Boone. You still got some things to say about Steph and Magic, so go ahead first.
Yeah, I got something.
My
For
twin
sure.
here.
What's up?
Oh my God,
KP.
both of them in here.
Uh,
I ain't never seen KB without
A bonnet.
or without a bonnet. That's crazy.
I'm rocking with you though. I got one on two, cuz. Rocking with you right here. I'm rocking with you right here. I got one on
Lo,
two.
put that thing on too, Lo. I know you got one.
Pause. Whoa.
Hey, yo.
I ain't saying like
pause.
Yeah,
Pause. Yo, Dub, you're a wild boy.
Hey, Lo.
dog.
Hey yo, Lo, put that thing on, bro. Stop playing, bro.
You was getting back.
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna just get my take off real quick because I gotta get up out of here.
What's that?
Just real quick about Curry and Magic. So Dub, I just want to get this straight. You have him over Magic,
Yeah.
He got Curry. Magic.
and that's because of what? What would you say?
Nasty.
If somebody asked you on the street, somebody pulled up on you like, "Yo, why is Curry over Magic?" Like, what would you tell that
If
person?
it was
he
on
trying to
my
be
own
nasty.
if it was on my own stream, I would just tell him he's just better at basketball.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I guess, but
When
has Curry has
when I do look at the team, I think both of their careers is similar in a sense. They both benefited from their situation. They both had great teams that they were able to play with. I think, in my opinion, when I'm comparing Steph Magic, because Magic and Steph is right next to each other, I'm gonna roll with the guy where he could change I'm mainly gonna favor the scorer over the guy just passing a facilitator. I'm a favor the guy who could change the dynamic of the game with his shooting ability, create opportunities for other guys in that way.
So that would mean he's a 2 guard.
Oh my God!
No,
what's that going to do with the conversation?
No, and that doesn't have nothing to do with the
What's that going to do with the
conversation.
conversation? Even if he is
No,
a
because this is
2
the
guard, he can still
problem.
be
This
better
is
than
the
Magic.
problem with people. This is the problem. Magic Johnson, when he came into the league, he was supposed to be 6'9". Okay, there's no 6'9" point guards. So that's one. He changed.
He didn't play like a point guard.
He didn't play like a point guard.
He wasn't even supposed to play point guard. He wasn't supposed to play there.
What are you saying? I'm kind of confused.
But this is my point. Curry, when he came into the league, right? Got to remember, Curry's small. He's frail. He gets hurt. So when people look at Curry, the first thing they think about is, oh, he's the greatest shooter. You know what I'm saying? His handles is crazy. You know, he scored a lot of points. But nobody puts him in that room with playmaking and running a team, because if you look at it, he's not.
Oscar Robertson?
What do you mean? What's Oscar Robertson?
Is he point guard or shooting guard?
Oscar Robertson actually was a better passer, and he set up his team. Actually, Curry didn't really do that.
Was he a point guard or shooting guard?
I would consider him a point guard, yeah, because he's setting his team up.
But was he not averaging 30?
But he's setting his team up, though.
So was Steph. I don't.
So what's Jerry West?
What's
Jerry West?
Jerry West was getting buckets.
So he was a 2 guard.
Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, he's just small. He can't play anything else. He can't. He has to play that spot.
AKB saying Oscar.
Same with Allen Iverson. He can't play anything else. He had to play at the 1.
I don't know exactly Oscar Robertson's like point total, but I'm pretty sure wasn't he like a high volume scorer? Well, also like
he's like, if you want to find like the first heliocentric guy, it's Oscar Robertson. From what I've seen, I don't know what Kuzi was really doing, but
what do you guys consider him, a point guard or a shooting guard?
Bring up his name.
No, Oscar Robertson's a point guard to me.
Oscar's a point guard.
I think to me he's a point guard. But like,
what were you about to say, real talk?
I'm saying that, like, trying to say that because Oscar averaged 30, he couldn't fit like the mold of player Boone is trying to talk about, when all the time we take into consideration the pace of the game when we're talking about Wilt's numbers during that time and why they're, you know,
this is his logic though, real talk.
The volume is up. So if we were to view, if Oscar played today or, you know, in the 2000s, maybe he's just a 20-point per game guy because the pace is slower. If we're going to use it on the other end for Wilt, we also have to take into consideration, like, he could have been we would have viewed him in a more traditional point guard because the scoring volume maybe would have lowered in a slower pace as well. But that also, you could also say that about his rebounding and assist numbers. Maybe they also go down. So you go both ways.
Magic.
There's so many. Like,
I'm so confused with where this conversation is.
Yeah, the argument is Steph versus Magic.
But I was just saying, like.
Well, he asked me another question, and he just took me to another road. I didn't want to go down. I was trying to stay on my topic, and he just asked me a different question.
Let's get back on the main topic, please.
Let's get back on Curry Magic, because
okay.
You know, I don't know why Oscar Robertson. I don't know where he came from, but Curry and Magic. So basically, when Dub says he has Curry over Magic, he's just saying he's a better basketball player. But that okay. But what about like context? Like at what exactly?
Oh no, I told you. So I answered it. I told you about scoring. And then when I told you about the scoring, you said, "Well, then he's a shooting guard." And then we got into this bubble right here.
But he is a better scorer though, regardless of how you view. He is a better scorer.
But Magic could score too. I don't understand.
Nobody didn't say he didn't.
No one said someone being better at something doesn't mean the other person can't do it.
That's what he's a better scorer because Curry can pass and facilitate. And do that as well.
Steph's a better shooter than Ray Allen. Best believe Ray Allen can still shoot.
Yeah, he can still shoot. So, but Curry's a better scorer.
But the point is, Magic does everything else better though than Curry.
I think Curry might be.
Then have that conversation.
I think he might be a better defender.
I think he might be a better defender as well. But
Magic defending, shooting, okay. What Magic does, I can name like 5 things that Magic does better.
Such as
I
what?
can't name 5 things that Curry does better.
Pass, play, make, rebound.
I can't name 5 things that Curry does. I can
No,
name.
what
Watch,
no, Mark,
playmaking
stop.
is the same to him.
What is the
pass
5
and
things
rebound.
that you can say that he does better? I'm not saying they can't, but what are the 5 things?
Okay. 1, rebounding.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 2, let's go with passing.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 3, let's go with clutch. He's more clutch.
Okay. So we're not even listing things anymore.
Okay.
But that's part of the game.
Okay. That's free.
All right, 4. Let me go to 4. 4. Let's go with. I don't know. You can say fast break. Pushing the break. He's better at that. He's better.
Transition player. Okay.
He's better. Okay. Transition. Rebounding. Passing. Playmaking.
And clutch.
You need one more thing.
Clutch. That's 5. 6.
No, he passing and playmaking 2 different things now.
Oh, okay, passing and play. Okay.
Yeah, that's 2 different things. Anybody can pass the ball.
Okay. So Steph's a better scorer, correct? Yes.
Steph's a better shooter. Yes, he's a better shooter.
No, I said Steph's a better scorer. Steph is a better scorer, correct?
Scoring the ball, getting points. Yeah, okay, I'll give that to Curry. That's 1.
Okay. Steph is a better ball handler, correct?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh my God!
Let's move on. You said you got to go. You said you got to go. No, that's fine. You said you got to go soon, so you had to say something that would get you kicked off the show. You did a good job.
Curry's a better ball handler than Magic Johnson.
Let's move on. Let's dub rotation.
He's a better shooter too.
I play ball, bro. You talking about going between the legs, behind the back? What do you?
I'm talking about ball handling.
Is that what you're talking about?
We're talking about handling the ball.
How do you handle the ball?
He handles the ball.
No, but who's a better one at it?
He just said Magic. Let's move on.
Bro,
like
if I had Magic and I had Curry handle the ball, it doesn't matter, bro.
It does matter. It does matter. Who's a better ball handler?
Bro, going between your legs and dribbling the ball, bro.
That's not what we're asking you. Who's a better ball handler?
Okay, give it to Curry then, because I see where y'all going. I see where y'all going with this. It's crazy.
We're going through categories, and you're here trying to argue categories that shouldn't be argued. Just so you can say Magic has more categories.
It's 6-2.
Where did the 6 come from?
It's not 6, 5.
You named 5, and one of them was clutch. Like you were clutching at straws when you said that. But it's
bro, if the 4th quarter comes, there's a minute left on the clock. Magic does more clutch things better.
Like I saw in 1984, yeah. Like I saw in 1981 against Houston. Like I saw this.
What does Magic do in those situations? What does?
Why are you entertaining this,
bro? He's running the team, bro.
I know, but like, what does he do that's clutch? Like, does he make what? How many big baskets or great assists? Like, what have you seen?
I'm talking about like when the game gets tight and you got to make some plays. Magic does that better than Curry. Magic
Johnson lost 4 straight games when he was winning at halftime in the 1983 finals. Lost every single one. They got swept. They were up at halftime in every game, and he lost. Is that clutch? Is that clutch to you?
It sounds like Damian Lillard to me. I don't.
You're talking about his.
I'm just asking. Is that clutch to you? I'm just asking. Is that clutch to you? That's fine. You can do the same for Curry. I'm asking you a simple question. Is that clutch to you? Is that clutch?
That moment right there. No, that's not.
Okay.
Magic Johnson dribbled the ball out of the shot clock. Just dribbled it out in the 1984 finals. Is that clutch to you?
Okay. Curry threw the ball out of bounds.
You can address. You can make these points after.
Yes.
Magic Johnson missed 2 free throws with 15 seconds left in the first round against the below 500 Houston Rockets team. Is that clutch to you?
No.
I'm not done. Magic Johnson then, after missing those 2 free throws, airballed the game-tying shot to send the game to overtime. Is that clutch to you? He also shot like 2 for 14 in that game. Is that clutch to you?
Here's the problem, Boone, is that you were saying things that you would have to actually see to make these assessments, and I don't believe that you're seeing those things.
I'm going off what I saw with Curry. What I saw with him in the 4th quarter, it was not good.
But you said Magic was clutch. The only way that you can make that assessment.
So Magic is more clutch by the view that Steph Curry is just so unclutch that Magic is more clutch. That what you're saying?
Magic is more clutch than Curry.
Why? Because Steph is sold in so many moments that Magic is just more clutch. That's your argument you're making. Because you haven't seen Magic in the clutch.
It's just that he's seen Curry. He's just seen Curry.
He's seen Curry fold, so he's assuming Magic is more clutch. That's what I'm saying.
This is my I'm not gonna Boone. Thank you for coming up, man. Thank you.
Boone, I love you,
Say
bro.
it. Say it.
Magic on the turn, bro.
Boone, man.
Gotta get back to work.
You be
Man.
safe,
Peace
my
out,
guy.
cuz.
Peace, peace.
Say
All right,
it,
bro.
bro.
Man.
Shout out to Magic Johnson.
I hate when shout out to man. I hate when
I
people
love you
come
right
up
now,
here.
bro. I love
Y'all didn't watch a game, man. Stop lying. You didn't watch a game. Stop making assessments because of fictitious stories that other people told y'all. You didn't watch them. If you didn't watch them, that's fine. Don't make some argument that somebody's better than someone else off of something that you never watched before.
I don't know why Clutch was the
I'm
argument.
not
All he had to do was say Magic was a better post player.
I know how Mars. How are you shocked
Yeah,
at
it was
the ball handling thing when you heard someone say that Baron Davis is a better ball handler than Steph?
Baron Davis makes more sense than Magic Johnson.
What do y'all think
We're keeping it real. Baron Davis is a better ball handler than Steph makes a lot more sense
and the
than Magic
reasons,
Johnson.
and the reasons why he said he's a better ball handler is because he uses it to get to the basket. I guess.
I mean, I'm not saying I agreed with that, but Baron Davis is a better ball handler than Magic Johnson too.
Reason made no sense.
I'm not, to the person in the chat. I'm not hating on Magic Johnson. I have Magic over Steph. I just.
So you
What
keep,
is the
you,
reasoning?
You,
Yeah,
KB, you keep misunderstanding that a bit because what the guy who was arguing with you was a lot of the reasons on why Steph is banking everybody is because they're overplaying it because they need to guard up to because of his shooting. They're so worried about him shooting that we got to be more ready for him about to pull that. So when he looks up, you better believe you're going. Your toes.
You think Steph just spams hesitations? No, that's all he does.
Steph's handle was going crazy
I'm not
yesterday.
saying that. I'm not saying that, KB. All I'm saying
Yesterday
is
was
when you're
crazy.
guarding Steph, you're playing more to that other than his just handles. That's all.
So how are you guarding Baron Davis?
They're not overplaying it the way that they will play against Steph.
But what are they playing towards? His shot or his drive?
His drive.
So when he hesitates and acts like he's about to go left and they bite on it, they're biting on it because they thought he's going to drive left, right? Right?
But what Dub is saying though is that you have to play Curry so tight that anybody like when you play right. So if you have to guard somebody that closely because they can shoot the ball like that, shooting makes you quicker as an offensive player in basketball. That's why we see players like Larry Bird and Luka. You have to respect their shooting prowess to an extent that you have to overplay that. And so
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird's
Not
crazy.
Bird,
but
not Bird,
the
not
thing
Bird,
is,
not
Larry
Bird,
Bird.
real
No,
talk.
I'm not talking about handles. I'm not talking about
I understand what you're
Maybe
saying.
I'm
But
not talking about
nobody really wasn't playing Bird like that.
The
I'm
only
not
difference
talking
I
about
see is this is the
Luka's great, not Bird, please.
Luka, yes, but not Bird.
I'm talking about their
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
I understand what you're saying, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
My
I know
bad.
I
what's
understand
going
what
on.
you're saying.
I do apologize, real talk.
The thing is, you're just giving me context for
Nah,
why he's
Lo,
a
you were
better.
just keeping it real, bro. It's fine.
You're giving
Don't
me.
worry.
Oh my.
You were just
You're
keeping
giving
it
me
real,
context to why he's like, why they're playing him like that, and that's fine. But I'm saying, why would that still not make him a better ball handler than?
No, I think
That's it.
I heard y'all's conversation, and what I just believe two things can be true. I believe that yes, you have to play like you're gonna bite more on every single move of Curry because he can shoot, but his handle is also like tight as hell. Like he has like both can be true.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Bro, what did y'all come up here for, though, bro? Jesus.
Well, first off, you know the city in which I provide was reside. You know, I can't even
What reside?
Reside.
No way. Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, so they ruined my basketball life like the past couple of days. I went to go see my favorite player play, Tatum, in Houston.
Aren't you a Lakers fan?
He's my favorite player, as I said.
Yeah.
Yesterday, they beat my team. Like I haven't even been going to Rockets games because they're so bad.
God, Mars.
And then they ruined the back-to-back games that I needed. They ruined it. So shout out to the Rockets.
No, do never shout out to the Rockets.
No, but hey, Jabari been hooping too.
Jabari.
Jabari been hooping.
Kevin Porter Jr. has been playing well too.
That Magic Duncan, hey, they had you on a very slippery slope. I just want you like all of a sudden Tim Duncan was not elite that long. I've never heard
Thank you.
No.
He was doing this, real.
And now all of a sudden, well, you know, he really was only on time. No, nigga.
There's not There's not that many players who've been all time great for longer than like 6 to 8 years. It's probably like 2 or 3 of them.
Tim Duncan propaganda has been disgusting.
Yo, real take. Let me ask you this.
Real
Let me ask you this.
talk.
Real talk. Real take. Hey, that's my guy, bro. Love. That's what I know you as. Love.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you this. Have you or have you not heard Lo say this? When you're ranking Tim Duncan, he's a guy who provided mainly his defensive value. So it's perfect to rank him according to his defensive value.
Yeah.
Correct, because it was for he tries to make that up for the lack of scoring that Duncan provided. Like
lack of offense in general. Just say lack of offense in general.
Cap for this Duncan scoring prowess, which I mean, 21 points a game.
But would it not have to? Wouldn't that same logic have to apply to Curry as well? That he's such a great offensive player that in contrast to other all-time greats defensively, he doesn't keep up with them.
No, we can understand that, but the fact of the matter is Duncan was still elite defensively into the 2010s. But here you are now saying he's only had like 8 or 9
when it's
seasons.
compared to Magic Johnson, he's not trying to hear
listen. No, it's not.
No, we listen to you, Lo. You're captain.
Can I say now? Can I speak? Go ahead. Defensively, he wasn't as good as he was in the years before. And offensively, I think both declined. Now, defensively, he was still great enough to be one of the top 5-10 players in the league. But the difference is that we're talking about someone who's providing things at such an all-time high standard that it makes up for whatever they may be lacking on the other side. That's what I'm saying. That he's so impactful.
You know, I'm gonna get nasty because this is my favorite player, my nigga. So, how long was Kobe an all-time guard?
That's what I wanted to ask. That was my next question. How many all-time seasons did Kobe have?
How many all-time years did Kobe have?
Let's see.
A lot. 2000, 2001 to what?
2000 is not an all-time great season.
He said 2000, 2001, so the 01 season. That's what I'm
averaging
saying.
28.
Hey, real talk.
I still would have considered that an all-time season. I think Kobe's all-time started in 03. That's my opinion.
03 is when it started. 03 is when it started.
What?
Yes!
I think you guys are underselling how high an all-time season is.
Bro, your man was dropping 30 in the season.
I'm
and 30
not.
in the playoffs.
Do you okay? Dub. This is like we don't need to get off topic. Do you think Tracy McGrady had any all-time seasons?
All-time seasons? No. You can't.
So we can understand that averaging 30 doesn't mean you have an all-time season.
What you mean? No,
Kobe to me clearly elevated from 2001 to 2003. There was a clear jump. Kobe became an all-timer.
I don't
03 onwards, in my opinion.
brain, Mars, a guy who's dropping in the 01 season 28 along with good defense and good playmaking, and then translating that to the playoffs as well. How is that not an all-time?
How is that not an all-time?
Because I think the standard for all time is very high. I think that's an MVP level season. All time is above MVP level.
Even if you want to say even
that's what I'm saying.
Even if you want to say
Yeah,
01, even if you want to say
seasons the Magic have then? What are we talking about?
That's why I don't agree with Lowe saying 1982 Magic is all time. I don't agree with that. That's just his estimation. I didn't agree with that. I don't think Magic was an all timer from year 3. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
I guess we're
context. Yo, love.
But I'm willing to say 01 for the sake of the discussion.
I'm about to say even if we say
I'm willing to say 01.
I don't think 02 was an all-time season, and then it starts in even if we say 01, 3, 4. Well, I don't even know if 4 is one because he only played 60. I think that's the year when he only played like 60 games.
It was yeah.
So 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Take 84 out too because he only played. Take
6 to 7.
Wait, you think 05 Kobe's an all-time season?
Take 84 out for Magic Johnson. He only played 67 games.
I don't think we didn't count Magic's second year.
No, 84. That's not his second year. You included it.
Oh, I was about to say.
Take that season out too, since we're doing this shit.
Oh wow!
How
many games did Kobe play that year? I thought he played like 60 though. I think he played like
65.
Oh,
and
never mind. That's fine. I thought it was 60. I thought it was like under 60 or something like that.
I think that's 04. I think it was the first season without Shaq where he played the 60 games.
Yeah, it was 04 05.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck.
Okay, so 05 is not an all-time season.
Listen, according to me, I'm including 2001.
According to me,
that's fine. Okay, go on. 01.
I'm including 01 all the way through 2013.
Jesus
all
Christ.
the way.
Damn,
Dub, your standard for all-time seasons, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Your standard.
Dub.
Dub. There is no way 2011 Kobe is an all-time season. There's no way 2011.
Hold on. Wait, I have a question.
Wait, Dub, if you do that,
don't rank it like
Dub, if you do that, Dub, if you do that,
time out. All I'm saying, I didn't even say all-time seasons. From 2001,
That's what we're debating right now.
From 2001 all the way to 2013,
That's
Kobe
all
was in
NBA.
his, Kobe was all in his prime.
That's all
in
NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Magic Johnson.
That's prime Kobe.
these-
Okay.
This nasty
Y'all
context.
just let him backpedal so
this,
bad.
no.
100%. 100%.
We were talking about
We're
all
from all time to prime.
Wait, let me finish. This all-time season bullshit. No, bro, I'm not hearing that with Magic Johnson. You're not gonna tell me he had more all-time seasons than Kobe.
That's fine, Dub. So tell me the all-time seasons.
I want to know the all-time seasons for Magic. And how are they all-time seasons?
We're asking you, what are the all-time seasons?
I've never
for
heard
Kobe?
this shit before. I've never in
But
my life
now,
heard this before.
okay, so if that's the case, how can you make an argument one way or another if you
I'm
never heard
talking
it?
about prime, and I'm trying to understand y'all, which is why I'm asking
No,
y'all.
Oh, yeah, Kobe had a longer prime than Magic. Kobe had a
Somebody
longer
can have a
prime.
longer prime than someone else. I'm not arguing that.
So
we're saying is
what
the
were
degree of
Magic's
impact.
all-time great
what were
seasons
Magic's
just
what were
be
all- what were
8
Magic's
seasons?
all-time
Or am I
seasons?
bugging?
What were Magic's
Pretty much,
all-time
yes.
great seasons, and why was it all-time great seasons?
But that's what we at Kobe now, and you said that it was from 01 to 2013.
I
Dub.
said prime, bro. We talking about two different things. Get with the program, bro. Get with the program, bro.
No,
Because y'all moving the
say that.
goalposts to
You
benefit
said
your
that.
argument.
Bro, we were
Like,
talking
come
about
on.
all. We were talking about all time the entire
all-time
time.
Nah,
seasons.
bro.
That's well.
We were
This
talking about
all-time
all
shit is great.
time.
Nah, love. You hear what I'm saying, bro? Like,
look,
don't
okay,
make
Dub,
You don't hear what you're saying.
No, Dub, you had no, I'm not gonna lie, you had no problem with the all-time talk when we were talking about Magic Johnson, and then all of a sudden you found out Kobe Bryant didn't have as many all-time seasons as you thought.
Wait.
And now all of a sudden it's what's all-time? What's all-time?
Mars. I had a problem with it the whole entire time. I
Oh,
just didn't wanna
so you
argue
just
this shit.
kept quiet until it
I kept
until
quiet,
it
but
didn't
now
look
it's now it's clicking. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
Now it's
Do you think? How about this? How about this? Do you think
That was
93
clicking.
Jordan? No, we can use LeBron. Right now, do you think, or like 2018 or 2019 LeBron? Do you think that's the same LeBron as 2013 LeBron?
Bro, MJ from 87 all the way till he fucking retired.
You think 87 to 98?
Oh, he was fucking all time. I don't
Do
give
you-
a damn what y'all say. That's crazy. He was
98 is
all
not.
time.
I don't think that's
LeBron James.
What?
LeBron James. I would tell you. I'm about to answer.
No,
your
go
question.
on with LeBron. Go on with LeBron. You're about to lie right now.
You're about to lie.
LeBron James, all the way
From when?
I say 20. I say from 2010, all the way, all the way. Besides like the years he was getting hurt.
As long as he didn't say 2007. If you
I
remember
was gonna say
2007,
Nah, not 2007.
Mars, he's being conservative. Mars, he's
100%. 100%.
Now all the way from 2010 to 2009. All the way till now, I don't give a fuck. This man's on the all-time.
Wait, till now? 2023? Oh, so you were wrong anyway. Okay, you were wrong anyway.
He's 38 years old, dropping 30. He's 38 years old, dropping 30. That's all time. That's all time.
Dub. The correct answer you were looking for is 2009 to 2018 and take away 2015. That's what you were looking for.
The man is 38. Playing like this.
Being 38 doesn't.
No.
All time 38-year-old season. Yes. All time. No.
The man is all time. I don't care.
Do you think? No. Do you
I
think?
don't care.
Do you think who he was in 2015 is just as good as he was in like 2013 or 2018?
No.
2015 wasn't an all-time season.
But he's
that's
still.
the point.
But you know what? But you want to know what? You want to know something low? But he's fucking LeBron. I don't care. He's still LeBron.
Yeah, so he was still one of the the best or one of the best players in the world. He was still an MVP caliber player. He wasn't having an all-time level year. I
It's
disagree.
fucking
I disagree.
LeBron. It's fucking LeBron, bro.
Who LeBron was?
I'm not hearing that shit.
Who
I'm not hearing
LeBron?
that.
Yeah, it actually is one of the worst 30-point per game.
It is, right? That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
What year are we talking about right now? This year?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, this year.
I think he's right at true at league average efficiency.
It's fucking LeBron, bro.
Hey, bro, when I saw
this is one of his worst.
It's LeBron.
Yeah.
Hold on. When I saw that tweet about that Nick Wright, he's pushing his anti-Jokic propaganda.
He is.
That's just
but
bullshit.
but
It's weird that he hates
Hold on.
Jokic so much.
It does.
This is the question.
It's not
Oh,
just
wait,
Nick
wait,
Wright
wait, my
doing
bad,
it
my bad,
purposely.
Hey,
my bad. Go ahead, go.
so I think because we were so swung, one way, like we were so tired of old heads with, narrative driven basketball, no, very little substance to back up the claims that they were saying a lot of the times. I think it swung in such an opposite direction to where now I think we're also now taking, you know, analytics that is like a bigger piece of the pie now than I think it needs to be as well. I think now because we were so tired of non-fact based information that now we've gone to, we're trying to make basketball like a math equation, like we're trying
Geometry.
to take the human element sometimes out of the game. And
But that's
so
the reason why I don't think that they're gonna win, though. That's the
but
reason I don't think the Nuggets are gonna win because
right,
their
but
defensive numbers. I just don't believe in them at all.
so what I'm just saying, like, just
Kick ass
back in,
numbers, I guess.
like just our total basketball discourse, like as a whole, it's just everything now as well. He's shooting 72% true shooting. And da-da-da. Like, okay, Jokic is
I
having
think
one
that's
of the
pretty
best.
relevant.
That's
I'm
pretty
not saying
relevant.
that it's not completely irrelevant. I just said it's
Garbage.
Okay.
not
I see what you
the
said.
all be
Garbage
all. Is
buckets.
what I'm
Garbage
saying.
buckets.
For
It's
sure.
also not the end all be all. Like, is Jokic having a phenomenal offensive
Season.
season right
Yeah.
now? Absolutely, all
Yes.
time great.
Yes.
And statistically speaking, I think it would be like top 3 all time or something like that from an analytical standpoint. If I'm not
It depends on
mistaken,
what you're looking at.
or one of the seasons that he's had already is top 3. But would that be? Do you think this version of Jokic is like a better offensive player than that season Braun, like 2012, 2013, and he was like shooting with great
Yes.
splits, and he was
Offensively, yes. If you ask me about 2017, 2018 LeBron, let's talk about it. I'd say no. I'd lean with LeBron, but 2013 LeBron, Jokic is better than him offensively.
Yes.
Did y'all hear
Offensively, but the
Yes,
defense that
offensively.
LeBron was doing. Oh,
Yes.
man.
Did y'all hear the rumors about why Wiggins is gone?
Did you hear the rumors that Michael Jordan's son is team?
No, it's not a rumor. It's a report.
Did you hear that Lonzo Ball's missing all of next season?
Yeah. He got
This guy's blue.
Oh man!
had
Oh,
the
that's why
result
Ash called me. Ash called me. That's probably why he called me so you can cry.
Yeah, he's having.
Bro, what's I finna say? Apparently, people.
Oh no!
Yo,
What are we gonna do? That's probably why he called me.
Apparently, Wiggins, his wife cheated on him, and apparently the child isn't his. It's his best friend's
Oh
child.
man, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that to be.
He's in a
confirmed,
Steve Nash
confirmed,
situation
bro.
right now. That's
'Cause
crazy.
That is.
That's
so
what Streecy's
crazy.
saying right now.
I don't want to.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Lord.
I don't think I don't know if it's 100% true, but like this is what I've seen.
I don't want.
I understand what you're saying. Real talk. I understand what you're saying. It's just that I think that because we have the information to our disposal, we shouldn't just ignore it. But I think there's a happy medium. I think there is.
Yeah, I think there's a happy medium between numbers and I think there's a good. We can work together sometimes.
I think, but the thing that bothers me,
the issue is people use numbers; they don't know what they mean.
Yes, that, and also when people don't watch basketball and they just solely rely on numbers, because to me, they're in the same group as the old heads who didn't watch the games back then and only are going off of the myths that people told them they passed down from one generation to the next. Those are they're in the same umbrella. If you didn't watch it, then that's just it, bro.
Like when I hear people talking about VORP and stuff, I'm like, you don't even know
what
what
that
VORP means. You're just using it. Or like defensive box plus man. Like you don't know what these things mean. You're just using them. And those are the people that annoy me. But those are it goes both ways. You got those idiots who are idiots, and they're the stat idiots. And then you got the eye test idiots who base everything, and it's not even off watching game. Oh, hello. It's not even off watching games. It's simply, I promise you, it's based off highlights. They're not watching these people play. Like if you ask, get me off the title. If you watch most of these people and you hear what they talk about highlights of these people. They don't talk about actually breaking down games and watching film. If you ask them, like, I don't, who's a player I don't want to
please don't say Stockton. Please don't say
No, it wasn't going to be Stockton. I was going to say AI. If you talk about Carmelo Anthony, these eye test people, what they will simply do is talk simply about highlights, not about Carmelo's game as a whole, not about ooh, what was Carmelo good at defensively? Oh, what was his limitations as a passer? No, Carmelo is one of the best scorers ever. That's as far as the conversation goes. And if you disagree, you don't watch basketball. They're basing it simply off highlights. I promise you. Because if they are actually breaking down the game of basketball, they would understand that Carmelo Anthony is not a better scorer than a guy like Kawhi Leonard. He's not a better scorer than Steph Curry. He's not a better scorer. He's not a better scorer. Who's another guy? He's not a better scorer than. He's not a better scorer than James Harden. He's not a better scorer than Kobe. He's not a better scorer than Hakeem. He's not a better scorer than Shaq. He's not a better scorer than Dirk. He's not a better scorer than these guys.
Dirk is the one that I don't know how it gets lost in these conversations, but Dirk is undeniable.
Thank you. I got Dirk as like the 6th best scorer of all time, but that's neither here nor there. But the issue is they don't base these people off watching games. They base it off watching highlights and what they remember. And that's the issue.
Ranked as a scorer, Mars. I'm just
Melo.
He's not top 10. He's not a top 10.
Oh, he's not top 10 at all. He's like, if I had to, I don't have a list. If I had to think, fringe top 15.
Is Tracy McGrady at his peak a better scorer than Carmelo?
I think Tracy McGrady is
not bad.
At his peak, yes. But
yeah, I think Tracy McGrady is a
But Mars, you know I keep telling you this conversation though. Everybody that loves and know Melo, they always have him in the lower part of the top 10. The only name that you said is kind of wild is Kawhi, but a lot of those names.
Wild.
Kawhi is wild. You agreed that Kawhi is a better scorer than Melo.
According to your logic. Me personally, I would never get with that.
Why?
Bag talk, motherfucker.
Dub, who's a better scorer, Kyrie or Melo? Dub, who's a better scorer, Kyrie or Melo?
Kyrie.
Okay. So
the bag talk will always have niggas. Bro.
I promise you guys, Dwayne Wade is a better scorer than Carmelo.
Oh my god!
And he 100% is a better scorer.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it though. But
Dwayne Wade is a better scorer. Dwayne Wade is a better scorer than Carmelo.
But this is the thing, Mars. But this is the thing, Mars. A lot of the names you lift off, a lot of Melo fans won't even argue with you about that. Like not a lot.
Dirk, you think that Dirk? You think they'll argue with Dirk?
They would argue.
I've never been in a I haven't been in a room.
Dirk just never gets brought up in all-time scorer conversation. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. I haven't been in a room. I haven't been in a room in those debates.
Like Dirk's a better scorer than Larry Bird, and I don't think that should be
let's
debatable.
talk about the MVP.
Let's talk about it.
Dirk is for sure a better scorer. Dirk's a better scorer than Larry Bird, 100%, and that should be just common.
Dirk's a better scorer than who?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. That's what he's saying.
What are we thinking about right now? That's just
why is he a better scorer?
I'm gonna let him be on that one on his
Yeah,
own.
you.
See, you guys don't know ball. You guys don't know ball. Better getting to the rim. Better 3-point shooter. Better mid-range game. Better back to the basket game once it developed post like 08. Like from that point on, better back to the basket game. I wouldn't say he has a better off-ball scoring game. I'd say better off-ball scoring game. Like Larry Bird.
You don't respect the Larry Bird pin downs? You don't respect that?
No, that's cool. That's cool. The Larry Bird pin down where apparently he was just getting.
You got chill over here listening, man.
It's nuts to say Larry Bird is a.
Joe, I don't agree.
I think
I don't know why you guys don't agree.
I think it's close though. From what I've seen, I think it's close. I think
I don't know why
grossly underrated as a scorer. Though. I think.
How can you guys not agree,
guys? Let's talk about, can we talk about the grossly underrated candidate for MVP?
Who?
Giannis.
Underrated? Is he not second?
He should be second.
Some people may put.
He should win the award.
He should win the award.
That's fine. How's he underrated?
Why are you rolling your eyes, Lo?
I'm fine. I don't really care if Giannis.
Hey, Lo, how you be talk? Hey, how you talk?
I think Jokic is really third for MVP though.
What do you say? Real talk?
Hey, the way you be talking on different platforms, hey. You're nasty. That's all. Hey, you better hope Jay Will don't see this.
Yo, you see?
That's all.
Real talk.
Oh my god.
People have different takes on different platforms.
Yeah, on different platforms.
Twitter is one thing.
You know what? Hold up, love. Wait, I want to comment on that because when I be seeing Low on Twitter Spaces, I'm like, who is this guy?
He's unhinged, right?
It depends on who's in the space. If Jay was in the space, I'm getting nasty KD talk off. When Dell's in here, I'm mad sarcastic about KD. I was like, most skilled, right? Oh man,
the title of this episode alone is different.
I think Jokic is leading in the race. I think Giannis is close.
I honestly think tonight.
No, I still have Jokic as the MVP.
Once James Wiseman cooks Jokic today,
Giannis
is the MVP.
Wait, Mars, give your prediction on James Wiseman's stats for tonight.
I'll say 20.
The way they've started right now with Aaron Gordon on Wiseman, so he's about to have a nice 8 points, 7 rebounds, negative 25 plus minus.
Who's Jokic on?
No.
Jokic is number
I'm gonna go for
87.
this. I'll say 18 points.
I
Right?
don't know who that is.
10 boards.
For Wiseman?
7 of 16 shooting.
97, my
Wiseman?
fault. 97, my fault.
7 of 16 shooting, a plus minus of -8.
I'd say 7 to 15.
7 of 16. He was just 2 for 14 or something against Porzingis.
Hey,
So just put a worse defender on it? I'm joking.
Aaron Gordon's that guy, man.
Mars,
I don't believe in that fake defense. Defense is fake.
Mars, I need you to do a favor for me. I got some super chats to read off. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, a Kobe game is on right now.
Mars, who wins the Champions League? Napoli, and does Arsenal win the league? I hope so.
Isn't Arsenal out?
Yeah, we just lost in the Europa League. From the water analogy, Magic has more water than Steph. I think he has more career water, yes. More peak water, no. I went to the Rockets game, man. LeBron is a unit.
I think he didn't even play.
Did you see the Rockets win though? I hope you did. What are some of the best defensive performances by a player in a playoff series? I rewatched the Bucks vs Raptors series in 2019, and what gets lost in that series is Giannis's otherworldly defense.
Garnett 08 NBA Finals is also ridiculous.
Dick riding.
Let's talk about Ben Wallace in 2005.
Stop, please stop.
Oh my god!
When I watch that series, I thought to myself, like, I have no idea how the hell anybody expects this Lakers team to score. Like, just the way that like Garnett was moving around and covering ground and like defending every aspect of the floor and doing it very soundly and like moving laterally like he was a guard. Like, it's crazy. It's up there, man. There's a Kobe game on right now, though. I don't know which game this is, but
hey, Lo,
what are you talking about?
What year is this?
I don't know. It just says it's a Portland game. It looks like it is 07, either 06 or 07.
That might be the
man.
5-pointer.
Wait, James
Wiseman put back dunk. Sorry, carry on. Curry led the league in steals.
2015.
It was 2016, but
oh my god,
same thing.
Sports, your name is Mars. Oh my god.
How you know?
Wow. People sleeping on Steph Curry and KD's longevity because of the wrong. KD more so than Steph. Steph only really has like eight years.
I do want to get some old heads in here, man. I want to ask the old heads.
What's up, fellas? Had this debate with my homies where would you guys rank David Robertson for just big men? Also, low, don't bully no one else, son. David Robertson is number 5 for me as centers. David Robinson's number 5.
Also, low, don't bully no one else's son. What do you mean?
Wait, Mars, whose are your other 4 if you have David Robinson?
Wait, is he 5 or 6? Okay, so we got Kareem,
low, no.
Bill Russell, Shaq, Hakeem, Wilt. He's 6, sorry. But David Robinson's 6.
Right.
My fault.
Yo, Mars,
that's why I was kind of shocked when you
said yeah. I got it messed up. Although Wilt Chamberlain, he's kind of losing. I said Wiseman would have 8 and 7, but
he has 4 already.
Yeah, he's cooking. Ooh, damn what? Bro.
That was a crazy pass. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. If Wilt played in today's game, bro, y'all would slander him, bro.
Dub will.
No,
I know.
The way
the same dub.
People don't know about Wilt Chamberlain. Like
in today's era,
people haven't taken the time to do anything with Wilt Chamberlain. They just look at Basketball Reference and assume he was losing because he didn't have enough help. Yeah. It's not true. It's not true. He joined the Lakers with Elgin Baylor and Jerry West, and they still couldn't win.
Still lost.
Like it's not because he didn't have enough help. I promise you, it's not.
Willis Reed was on a bum leg, and they still lost.
And rumor has it he faked an injury in 1969 in Game 7. People around that time said he pretended to be hurt because he didn't want to play. I'm not saying that's true or not. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what the rumor is. But Wilt Chamberlain
pussy?
No, I'm saying he's not better than Bill Russell. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying there's myths.
I'm saying let's leave that shit in the past. That's what I'm saying.
He's the 3rd best offensive player of the 60s.
Brandon Boyd knee, meaning bones were rubbing. Ugh.
Oh my god, that's
free Lonzo, man. That's
that
tough.
means if y'all don't know, I actually seen somebody who didn't have like any ligaments. That means let's say like if this is your kneecap, this is the bone. It's literally just going like this.
Didn't Dwayne Wade have that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have that.
Yeah. He's having a surgery for his cartilage right now. I think he's having a cartilage transplant.
I got a question for Low.
Just so everybody knows, it's cartilage, not ligaments.
I got 4 more super chats.
It's cartilage.
I need to talk to Mars now.
Okay. Dub said ligaments. He doesn't really know, but it's fine.
What's up with Chicago knees? Zeke, D Rose, Zoe, AD. I mean,
it's not even a coincidence.
Lonzo's not from Chicago, but
someone pointed this out. But like light skinned people and knee problems from Chicago is just like
Wow.
I don't. I this
It's
is someone
two
said.
people. No, really one.
It's not even a coincidence.
A lot of people have been saying this, bro.
No, I'm saying
heard
how
a bunch of
many.
people say that.
I never.
What's Anthony Davis's knee problems? He just got thrown in there just because he's hurt everywhere. Like, you don't have knee problems.
I don't know. He might have.
Oh, there's a guy in the chat called Wilt the Goat. That's crazy.
Greatest franchise in NBA history.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Some would argue Celtics, but okay.
Them fraud Minneapolis Lakers.
Man, they won the championships in black and white. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Mars, this for you.
Pardon?
He read it off.
I just read that.
The Lakers are the greatest.
Yeah, I read
that.
that.
Yeah, L hoes.
Is PG-13 the best two-way small forward in NBA history?
No.
Everyone
I
agree?
know he
No.
put that. No, he put that on his list.
There we go. No, the answer is no. No, next, okay. Mars, what player had the best NBA Finals performance to you? The best.
Probably Isaiah.
No way. It's
Isaiah.
Jordan in 92 or 93.
Shaq
in 02 was great.
No dub. The competition, so it can't be.
I think Jordan in Jordan in 93, I'd say
he was washed.
Jordan in 93 is the best Finals performance. I'd say.
He was washed.
I say. Jordan's a good one. Shaq's Finals performances are pretty crazy too.
I'm gonna pick Giannis because the competition was much stiffer.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
Okay, if we're doing that, I'm picking Steph last year. Okay.
What you mean? Jay Crowder, Ed? What are you talking about?
No, what Steph was doing to that Boston defense was crazy. Though.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah.
Steph is up there, bro. Okay.
No, but I mean, look at who he's on the floor with. So many more talented players.
How much love does Tim Duncan in 03 get?
Oh, because they have.
Oh yeah, 03, yeah. Because if you put DeAndre Ayton back in like 67,
you're helping this thing.
That's the injury ring that Giannis won. So it's like how much stock.
Yeah, he was injured. That's why it's even more impressive.
If Trey Young don't get hurt, Hawks are going to
Atlanta.
But if Giannis didn't get hurt, we still wouldn't have that conversation.
He wasn't hurt.
Imagine what Giannis would have did against Atlanta. Oh man,
if Trey Young doesn't get hurt, Atlanta win that series.
I'm not moved.
Giannis would be dominating that Atlanta Hawks defense.
I don't know.
It took him 6 games to beat them.
He wasn't there.
Oh,
Brook Lopez.
Oh man,
so was Trey Young. Where was Trey Young?
Exactly. The referees cheated, tripping him up.
Trust me, Trey Young is not stopping Giannis, bro.
Game one he did.
You ain't seen Trey Young locking in on defense this
40
season.
Ball.
Trey Young been locking in on defense.
You know so funny? They be showing like. I always wonder if there are people on different teams that pay people to make posts on Twitter. Because the fact that I saw Trey Young defensive highlights this year on timeline is crazy.
His defense his effort is improved.
But like I've never
he's still trash, but
nobody would ever
Well, there's people
still have him over Josh.
Highlights of just
he's better than
scoring. There's people
he's better than Josh. He's better than Josh.
Josh finishing this year has been trash.
KD coming off 2 injuries. How are they the favorite? Because they're the best team in the West. That's how they're the favorite.
No. It's the Nuggets and then the Lakers. But if Jay Will's here, it's the Suns.
Come on. Top 10 defenders. Where's Will? Will is in the back end of that top 10, in my opinion.
What top 10?
What is overrated? That might be the next low nose. Overrated.
As far as the defender,
Will is overrated offensively and underrated defensively, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because I think offensively, I think Jerry West and Oscar were both better than him. But defensively, I think only Bill Russell.
He averaged 50, Mars.
Yo, Mars and Dub, make sure y'all get that off in the next open gym, man. Will Chamberlain's overrated, bro.
2 hours of
Yo, Dub, can I ask my question?
What's the question?
Yeah. Go ahead, PSP. My bad.
No, I was gonna ask Lo this question. Do you think you have any chance of getting Kyrie by the time free agency approaches?
We have a chance. I don't want him though.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't know.
You don't want him?
You rather have D'Angelo.
Yeah, and for a third option for the price and the potential
30-point game, by the way, moved him this much
without him being there though. But that's like LeBron and AD's not there though.
So
it'll be what would I want as a third option? I would rather have potentially more financial flexibility, a younger player, and potentially somebody who's not going to get into any problems.
D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell.
Just say controversy.
Not to that. Yeah, not any controversies.
Russell gonna snitch on his team.
What controversy is he gonna get into?
D'Angelo Russell going to be the one. D'Angelo is going to be the one to out LeBron's PEDs. Fine. Watch.
D'Angelo LeBron
is on PED.
This is gonna sound crazy, but LeBron sometimes he tames Kyrie's weird shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He can like
Yeah, back then. Back then.
Nah, bro.
It's just
Wiseman's cooking right now, by the way, guys. Wiseman's cooking right now.
Why can't it be? Why can't it just be Kyrie just wasn't the same guy? He just developed into it.
He grew up.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually gonna, I think he just wants to hoop.
LeBron wasn't taming shit. He wasn't taming him.
Yeah, he was. You see Kyrie's attitude?
He just wasn't like that.
Oh my god.
You see Kyrie's attitude? Come on, bro.
That happens over time. Your attitude could change over time. It's not LeBron taming shit.
Nah, LeBron.
When is Jamal Murray gonna stop
Because
tracking?
before LeBron came,
he just made
it though. He made it.
I was still tracking.
He was a stuck-up scorer. That's
no,
what
he was a great guy.
Best scorer than Larry
He
Bird.
talked
I
perfectly
just think
fine.
Jokic is under the most pressure to win a championship.
Yo, Marsh just called Kyrie a better scorer than Larry Bird.
Oh, Kyrie or Jamal?
Jamal Murray is what I was talking about. But Kyrie, too.
Oh, that's
even worse.
Oh, if you
That's
you
even worse.
Put Larry Bird on the tape. You look at how much he's fucking playing out the post, bro.
Bro, you know I'm gonna be cool to Larry Bird
He's a
hating him.
slasher, dub.
He's a slasher. Get the fuck out of here. He ain't no slasher.
Nah, the people who watched him play said that. The people.
I don't want to hear that.
Do we see a Kyrie and DeAndre Ayton or Chris Paul swap? I doubt it.
I don't see that
team gets better,
happening.
by the way.
That's probably not going to happen.
Somehow Detroit's offense is looking
What's
good
the
against
best individual?
Because the Denver defense doesn't exist.
This defense is fake, dog. I'm sorry, dog. I can't. They're in a 9-3 run right now. This is fake defense.
Oh my god,
Bro,
what's the best
bro.
individual performance you've seen
need
from
them
a
to
player
lose,
in the
bro.
playoffs? 2012 Eastern Conference Finals, Game 6. LeBron is top 1 for me.
Individual.
So
LeBron
one
James-
singular
LeBron-
game.
LeBron James game 1, 2018. It was a great
Um,
fight I've ever seen.
Michael Jordan 63.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I watched that game and it wasn't moving me. I'm gonna be honest.
Ah.
I'm gonna be honest. And this is call me a Michael Jordan hater you want. That game did not move me.
I'm not
sorry.
accusing you.
No, people. I watched that game and it didn't move me.
I'll say
Nah, that LeBron game was crazy.
That KD game 3 in
there's
2018
so many
was
performances
crazy
that I've
as
seen
well,
that were
but-
crazy.
That Giannis in the finals is crazy. Some of those games are like.
The fifth
game
6 was wild.
I have so much bias, bro.
Yeah. When you go back and you don't like just do it and just watch it, not knowing like the outcome of the games, you pause and you thinking like what is going on? Like it just keeps getting like the
bro, I have bias towards that Steph game 4 movie is like that was
oh
insane.
yeah,
the worst all time like playoff game is that Donovan Mitchell 57
I've never
against
seen
the Nuggets.
like bro.
That's the worst all time game ever. Sorry,
I don't know
just
about
say
that.
When that
No,
nigga's
it
in
is. No, I'll never forgive him for that game.
when certain players in the NBA are in like a flow state offensively, like when
The
it's,
8-second
like,
violate. Yep.
when jump shooters like niggas who like hit a lot of mid ranges or threes, or even niggas who get to the rim a lot, where they're in like that offensive flow state where they can't be stopped, it's so like fun to watch. It's so fun to watch. Like,
That's why when
possession after possession,
when
just
Kobe goes off, it's probably some of the best basketball to watch.
Facts.
That's
2010 against the Suns. Oh,
Damn it,
man.
Mars.
That's the best.
The one time we didn't get to play against them.
Oh yeah, single game. Draymond Green Game 7 NBA Finals is one of the greatest games of all time. Facts.
Had they won that series, he would have won Finals MVP.
Oh my god.
If Draymond Green won Finals MVP, the discourse around him would be so different. Oh my god.
No, I still
And the
think Ticket will
discourse
still
around
shit on him.
Curry. The
Ticket
discourse
will
around
probably
Curry.
find a way to
Way worse.
shit on
No,
him.
who cares about the discourse around Curry? I could say Draymond Green's top 75 and no one would argue.
If Clay didn't get hurt in 2019, the discourse about Clay would be so different.
He wouldn't have won Finals MVP.
No,
I
No, he was playing great. He wasn't a one Finals MVP.
Hey, Mars,
Then
I
who
saw
do you think
Huey
would've
Brown
won
give
Finals
Fred Van
MVP?
Vliet a vote. I don't know.
Warriors.
No, but to be honest,
think he
though,
would've
like,
won. I think
I
he would've
think
won that.
Clay's finals performance in 19 was probably his best playoff performance in like a series.
Oh, 100%. That's the best series I've ever seen him play. It's a
And I'm
shame
not gonna lie,
he
the
missed
way he
game
was
3
cooking in
and
that game 6,
Why?
Before that knee injury,
Game 6
he
Clay.
was just.
nigga, he
That's
was
why-
hitting step-back threes
that's
on
why
passes.
Clay-
Why is
That's
this
why-
catching lobs?
That's
Whoa.
why Clay's over.
Wiseman's catching the ball. That's just like, wow.
That's
Do
why
the Bucks
Clay's
have a
overshadowed.
future being the oldest age team? I mean,
They've
They got
got
not really,
Lopez.
not really. But Giannis is what, 27, 28?
Bro, the Pistons
28.
came to
Giannis is like
play.
28, 29.
Oh, well, Giannis is the future. Giannis is the future.
Mars trolling.
Mars-
Let's glaze low episode. Shaking my head.
Yo, bring Leaf in here, man.
How am I trolling? Lou
No,
disagreed with me when I said
no,
Dirk was a better
no,
scorer than Larry
no,
Bird,
no,
which I don't know
you
why he
got-
disagreed with me.
you
Jokic,
got-
Jokic just blocked a shot.
Low, you got a lot in the tank. You got a line of tank to go some more? Because we're at
Pause, yo,
2:30 right
pause,
now.
yo,
I ain't mean it
pause.
like
Dub, you
that.
starting
Oh
to
my
sound
Yo,
God,
nasty,
pause.
dog.
Why you asking what I got in the tank?
You asked that nigga. He basically
Dub, man,
asked
what
Hold on,
is
wait,
wrong with you,
Tyler,
bro?
Tyler, what you got to say? Because we can get the new people in. Tyler, what you got to say, man?
All right. Well, yeah, I had
that's
a
so
quick
crazy.
question, but for one, 2005 Kobe was definitely a all-time great year. I don't know what you're talking about. But Dirk, what would you place the 2011 Dirk Nowitzki's road of winning the finals in 2011 to all the other championships of the 2010s?
Oh, it's probably the best.
That's probably the best finals run.
Yeah, specifically 2010s is probably the best. Not
Well,
even
'cause-
probably, it is. It is.
Well, because I'm saying, because 2011 he beat not only Kobe and LeBron and Dwayne Wade. So I said that was my top two.
And Kevin Durant.
Who's the other one in the top two?
Hakeem.
The 2016 LeBron. I gotta give him that one.
God, that East was so
That
trash.
East was trash.
Well,
bro.
I'm talking about just with LeBron.
I
I'm
would
just
say
talking about
94,
You're
95
talking
Rockets.
about the final 3 games of the finals. That's what you're saying.
basically, yeah. Damn,
Okay.
yeah.
So the last 3 games, but not the whole entire run. The whole entire run is 2011.
I mean, the run in itself was. I mean, almost every run LeBron has had to the finals has been easy. Like
Okay,
so.
then. So what are we talking
Yeah, that's why none of them are all-time runs.
But I'm just saying, like, as in, like, great. I mean, not really. I'm not talking about really runs. I'm just talking about someone winning the chip. You know, the finals of those years. The run does matter, but
If it's the finals, then Dirk isn't the best.
Yeah, if it is the final, because Dirk did not play that well in that finals, not to the standard of everybody else.
Okay, then yeah, I get what you guys are saying. Then,
Oh, which one is it then, Tyler?
Okay, then 2011 is still top 2, but then I'm gonna have to take LeBron out of that. Then if y'all go,
Yeah, take LeBron out of here, man.
I would say
I'm not.
I would say
get that fraud.
No.
He
He said specifically to 2010s. That's what he said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, and by the way, in 2005, Kobe had 12 straight 40-point games, 9 straight 35-point games. He outscored the Dallas Mavericks in in 3 quarters, scoring 62.
Are you talking about 2006?
This was 2005.
Is that 04, 05, or 05, 06?
It was 05, 06.
We're not talking about that yet. We're talking about 04, 05. That's what we're talking about.
Okay, 04 or 05. 04 is the year that Kobe became the Black Mamba and literally destroyed the competition. And literally, in that game with Tracy McGrady, scored 1 point in the first half, 36 in the second.
I just saw someone post about that on Twitter.
So you get your takes from Twitter right now.
I just saw someone put a thread of that on Twitter.
But 01.
So you're getting your takes from Twitter.
Maybe it's him who posted it. The account was like some Kobe fan account. Maybe it was him.
So you
but
get your
01 all the way to 2012 was Kobe.
What's his prime? What's his prime?
His prime was
01
to
2013. No,
that was his prime.
Why are you stuck at 2010?
Okay, yeah, okay.
2010 was
01 to 2013 is his
up until
prime.
he tore his Achilles was his prime. Yes,
That's his prime.
Yeah.
But what actually are the best seasons of his prime is what we're referring to.
The
That's
best
what we're
seasons of
talking
his
about.
prime is 01, 02, 03, 04, 06, 07, 08, 09, 010. I mean, and 10.
And you're just lying because 01 is not 01 and 02 is not on par, especially 02 is not on par with 2003.
Oh, okay, 02 in the fourth quarter, Kobe had the best efficiency in the fourth quarter of those playoffs of 63%. 01, he literally averaged 30 against every playoff team, and even Shaq himself said that he was the best player in the West of that year.
I said 01 I can but 02 though. 02 is not.
02, I mean, he fell off a little bit, but he still was literally, but he became more clutch. He was way more clutch in that series of the playoffs.
What series?
In the whole series of the playoffs of 2002, he was his efficiency in the fourth quarter was 63% from field goals. He was literally the clutch maker of that whole series. And yes, you have the scandal.
So the entire wait, I'm gonna be clear. The entire 2002 playoff run.
Yes.
Kobe shot
63% in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter.
Yes.
All right, I'm about to check this.
Yes, you can go ahead and check it. He's 63% in the fourth quarter of the.
That's still
playoffs.
Tim, in my opinion, that still doesn't make his whole season on par with like what he did in the following year. Just
I mean,
FYI.
yes, but it's not on par. But like, you got to think about it.
Okay, so if it's not on par, then what are we talking about?
Well, no, 2000 isn't on par with Kobe's rest of his career, but that's an all-time basically great.
No, the hell it isn't.
No, it's not. And you're lying, man. Shut up. You're lying. 2000 is not on par.
Shut up,
Bro, what in the hell is going on?
So the Western Conference Finals when he
2000
when he saved Shaq to get a ring.
Bro, you're talking about
moments don't make a whole season all time.
Okay, then cut out 2000. Cut out 2000, but every year after 2000 is a all-time great season of Kobe Bryant.
There we go. That's good. That's better.
No. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna check this. I'm gonna check these out.
Have a heart attack, man.
Man,
Kobe was killing against the Nets though in the finals. I remember that.
And I do remember that. But he shot 60% from the field,
63%,
63% from the field
in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter of the 2002 postseason run.
Yes.
Okay, I'll check this out.
That's some all-time great stuff, man.
Now that is. But you being all-time great in a specific quarter in a specific postseason run does not make your whole season all-time great.
But
I'll
damn,
check
the
that
dude's having 25 with good defense and playmaking at a good level too. Is like, I don't know.
I think your standard for all-time great.
Yeah, it's just low. It's just low.
But what would y'all say Kobe as far as
I want y'all
all-time?
to make a list of like all-time great seasons.
And did y'all? I mean,
like 2016 Curry. That is an all-time great season.
And 2015
40, 90 club,
and
unanimous
2015
MVP,
is not.
73 and
2015 is not.
2017 Westbrook.
Oh, that's the one that's on the fringe for me.
And did y'all see the thing where it was Kobe from 2000 all the way to 2014 was ranked the number one shooting guard in the league?
Okay.
Yeah, he probably was.
He was.
So I mean, I don't know where this whole thing's coming from. With like, these are almost every single year he was the best shooting guard in the league, no matter what player came in. So I don't. So really,
what other player came in outside of Wade? What other player came in?
Brandon Roy, Manu Ginobili, man.
Brandon Roy.
I mean, you got Ginobili.
Brandon. Oh my God!
But
trolling. Mars is trolling, and you actually said Ginobili.
No, Ginobili would say
Ginobili never had an all-time great season. No, I wouldn't.
Mars would say
I would never say Ginobili's better than Kobe.
That's what I
Come on.
You'll bring him up though. You'll bring him up.
Was Ginobili not a EuroLeague champion?
Oh my God, Dub! Take him out of here. Dub, get him out, Dub.
He's cooking you though. He just went off the rails a little bit.
And so, Dub, you gaslighting me now, Dub. You're gaslighting me. Dub, you're gaslighting me, Dub. You're gaslighting me, Dub.
What in the hell am I watching?
This is low shit. That's crazy. Yo, Tyler, drop your socials, bro.
Please don't.
Please drop your socials.
But
you
he's
want him
literally
off the show?
one of the
This is
only
what you're
players
gonna
that's
do?
done it. So I'm just
What
saying.
in the hell am I watching?
Oh no,
We need to see your face, man. We need to see your reaction, man.
Nah, y'all need to see my face.
I need to know
right
why
now.
Leaf said he needed to talk to me.
I gotta get him out of here, Lo.
I'm gonna. I mean, yeah. Wait, let me hear what Leaf.
I mean,
as I fact check what he just said. Let me hear what Leaf is saying.
Lo, can you mute your mic, please? I need to talk to Mars alone.
Oh my God!
Wow. I'm not gonna say anything.
Damn.
Tyler.
You're not gonna mute
send me your socials. What? Let me know if that's IG or Twitter.
You know what? I'm not even gonna make this a serious thing because I know Mars is a peak guy, but like Wade over Melo as a scorer, bro. Like, yeah, that's horrific right there, bro. Like,
why is that horrific?
I mean, if you're talking about peak, man, you might have a chance, but if I'm talking about Wade,
yes, I am talking.
Hold on. Yeah, you probably are talking about peak. All time, definitely not. Listen, if talking about offensive play style, bro, like if you really want to hear it from my mouth, bro, Wade really only had 3 moves his entire fucking career. Like, but we talking about a variety of scoring, bro. Like in terms of all three levels, bro, it's not even close. Wade is not even nowhere near Carmelo's level as far as scoring. Did he win a scoring title? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Did he average more points in his scoring title than Melo did in his? Yes, he did. Did he have playoff translation? Absolutely, but no.
Okay, so what are we arguing?
So you
have you ever heard me imply that Dwayne Wade was a more versatile scorer than Carmelo Anthony?
No, I never heard you imply that, but I'm implying that.
Okay, so so your problem with me is right, okay.
Nah, come
Leaf,
on.
you
That,
win.
that,
Leaf,
I think
Mars,
you. I just think you went a little bit. No. Mars, I don't usually go at you, bro, but you went a little bit far with that Wade shit, bro. Come on.
No, that's cool. You won because Carmelo's more versatile. That means that he's a better scorer. That's cool. Whatever.
I mean, and you went off a peak, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, when I say someone's better at something, I'm talking about their peak.
you talking about they peak without, but you talking about they peak without mentioning it. I'm talking about all time.
Yeah, but I said Dwayne Wade is a better scorer. That's why I made that clear. Better.
And I said he's not.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about their peaks. Not all time. I'm talking about their peaks.
Okay, all right. So your peaks with D Wade. What's the years?
08 to 2011.
08 to 2011. You ain't going with 06?
I think Dwayne Wade became a better scorer from 08 to 2011. We could go with 06 if you wanted to. But
Does it have to be consecutive years, or do it have to be like 3 specific
if
years?
you're gonna start picking 09 Melo, 2013 Melo, and like,
I mean, I'm asking you, but like, because
it would help. It would help to get years in a row. It would help.
It would help to get years in a row. So all right, by years in a row from 08 to 2011, he probably had a three-year stretch where he was a slightly better scorer.
So what we doing right
than Melo? But I don't. But in terms of all time, when you say he's a better scorer and you didn't say peak, usually you say peak.
No, better means peak. When I say higher all time, longevity is included. When I say better, it means peak. If I say someone's better than someone else, at their peak, they were better. Jokic is a better passer than Larry Bird. He peaked higher. Larry Bird ranks higher all time as a passer, in my opinion, because he did it for longer. Understand? We on the same page?
I don't follow you. I mean,
when I say all time, longevity is included. When I say someone is better, it's simply peak. Okay.
You didn't put
Dwayne Wade is better than Chris Paul. I have Chris Paul higher all time. Do we understand?
Yeah, I got you.
There we
but
go.
you ain't putting it relative to era though. But I do got you.
They played in the same era.
Nah, you ain't say relative. You ain't say relative to era when you was talking about Bird. Hold on.
They got drafted in the same.
Nah. I was referring to the Bird shit.
What Bird? What Bird thing? What Bird?
I was referring to the Bird when you said somebody with Bird. I don't remember exactly. I think you said Dirk to Bird. But
Dirk was a better scorer than Bird. Yeah.
If the era argument would actually favor Bird, but Dirk.
But if someone thinks Bird's a better scorer than Dirk, I'd love to hear the argument. Like, I don't think
Bird's a better scorer than Dirk. No, I don't think Bird was a better scorer than Dirk. I can't.
No. Wait. But what I'm saying is that if you talk about the relative to era, it would actually favor Dirk even more
because the pace was slower.
I really got a narrative to push. I do agree with the episode of the title. I was actually hoping to get at Low about that whole situation that he was talking about last week about the old heads and whatever that shit was.
What's up, man? They didn't watch the games.
What, they didn't watch the games? I mean, they didn't watch the games because they couldn't, bro. Like,
exactly. Okay, that's good. That's perfect. That's
okay.
It.
Like, if you watch the games, that means you went to them hoes. Like, if anything,
there we go.
But
that's it. That's really my only take. Is that?
No. But you said you had a couple of weeks ago you had said you had gauged something like the difference between why old heads see the game a certain way because it was all about wins and losses and shit and some shit like that. But I actually got a narrative to push. I not only think that Jokic is gonna win MVP, but I think he's gonna come close to when you win a unanimous MVP too.
Oh no, I don't think he's gonna be unanimous.
I don't see that.
I've heard Chris Broussard already say he's not voting for him, so that's one.
Yeah.
Oh, Mars.
Made that argument.
And Perkins also votes, and he's not gonna vote for him.
I gotta go get a mic.
Perkins got to vote.
So y'all be easy.
Yeah.
All
right.
Y'all, but who the fuck gave that fucking good? My bad. Excuse my language. Who gave
Perkins? Yeah, Perkins is not.
Man. Yeah.
So hey, I got a question.
And hold up, why you picking on Wilt for, bro? Is this about LeBron again, bro?
It's because you watched 1970 Game 7.
I'm starting to watch more basketball games, and I'm realizing that Wilt is a. Should I use the F word?
I understand. I understand how you feel.
I mean, if the word fraud applies to anyone, it's
fraudulent.
I understand how you feel about the. Listen, in terms of the Knicks' performance, against Willis Reed or whatever, I understand how you say. I understand how you feel about the performance. Yeah, he definitely was shit in the bed. But anybody like
my thing is like anybody that played over 40 minutes, man, I'm not talking shit about. Like I really ain't. Like
Wait, Leaf, did you watch that 1970 game? Did you watch
Please watch it. He was bad from the start of the game.
And then put up some nice empty stats in the second half.
Yeah, it was actually the opposite, Leaf. Because he played 40 minutes, his numbers look way better than what he actually did in that game.
They were down 27 at halftime.
27 and a half.
In a game 7 of the NBA Finals.
What the game before he had a monster game, right? Like game
He
6?
did.
And congratulations to him for doing that while the other team starting.
Yeah, while Willis Reed was out, and then Willis Reed comes back and Wilt Chamberlain
was
gets out to play basketball. All this talk I heard about Wilt Chamberlain's fadeaway jump shot, it wasn't there. All I saw the whole game was back to the basket.
Wait, what was Wilt numbers in that game anyway? Just before I look at
the final game or
the
game 7 or game 6?
Yeah, the game 7 that you're talking about. Because game 6 he had what? He had like 30.
I think he had 40. He might have 40.
Yeah, 40.
He might have. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did.
So game 7, what he had, Lo?
I can't remember, but it was a lot of stats.
But you went back to that game a bunch of times.
Empty calorie numbers.
Wilt Chamberlain in 21. That game ended with 21 points, 24 rebounds, and 4 assists, and shot 10 of 16 from the field. So if you look at the box score, looks like he played very well. He was terrible.
He wasn't assertive at all. Like, damn.
But
he shot 16 shots, bro. Like
16. But it could have. But back then, though, which Mars has said this, and I'm gonna look at the camera just in case of this clip. Back in the day, what ended up happening is that if you got fouled, like a regular foul, you got a regular personal foul, they would send you to the free throw line.
Send you to the free throw line. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
Wilt will get sent to the free throw line. I think he was maybe a bit passive when it came to him being aggressive because they knew he was probably going to foul him. And in that game in particular, he shot 1 for 11 from the free throw line. 1 for 11.
Damn.
And it was out the gate that he was missing. So back then, nah, bro, that's all that stuff now.
I mean, we all know he had free throw problems, but goddamn, 1 for 11.
And if you saw some of the turnovers he was getting, it was back to the basket, just getting picked,
left and right. Egregious.
Low. Oh, I know what that was, bro. Like he might have been point shaving, bro. Like he got paid off.
No, he did. That's just Wilt's game. I promise you, that was just Wilt's game.
No, but that's how bad it looked.
He might have been point shaving, bro.
That's how bad it looked. It did look that bad. Yo, what up, my man?
Well, let me ask y'all one question. Why is Embiid not MVP?
I don't think his case is as good as everybody else, as the other two candidates. But I do think he's playing at an MVP level, though.
How is the other two better than Embiid if you take the other two off and the teams are still good? Where's the 76ers without Embiid this year?
They have a winning record.
They've been doing good.
They have a winning record actually.
But are they contenders? That's my question.
None of them are contenders without those players.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, cool.
Damn, that
all right, cool.
Jesus Christ.
Let me ask the gentleman more. By that logic, do you think that Michael Jordan should have never won an MVP?
I wouldn't say that, but
why not?
Because there's seasons of when you can take him off, and yes, the team is decent. Don't get me wrong, but is he still valuable to that team? Yes, super.
Okay,
valuable.
so now let's use that same logic to Jokic and Giannis.
Okay,
are they still valuable to that team?
Yes, they're very valuable.
Okay,
I can't
so
see
what are we
about
saying?
that. But what I'm saying is, are they still contenders? The Bucks can still make the championship.
Okay, so again, let's
wait. No. What did he just say?
What did you say? Yeah, what did you just say?
The Bucks can make the championship without Giannis.
Championship?
I don't know about
that.
Yes,
No,
and you was gonna let that slide.
Oh man.
Yes, they can.
Whoa, no, they can't. No, they cannot. Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
All right. Straight defensively, they're not locking down any Eastern Conference team.
Yes.
Only one that probably can do something to them is the 76ers with the volume scoring.
But what
Anybody
about
else? What can they do?
What are they doing offensively, though?
Yeah.
Offensively, hey, might get 40 points blowed out sometimes. But what I'm saying is, defensively, they can make it. I'm not saying they're automatically going to be there. What I'm saying is they can make it.
Shit, I know what they're gonna do.
But you're not. Okay, wait.
You're underselling Giannis's value to that defense.
I still think they'll be great
I'm
defensively.
not
but
saying
They
that.
know they
That's gonna
would,
be
but
good
they're not
defensive team
making
without
no
Giannis. It has
championship
been. You
run.
can
You
watch
said
it.
you said they're making the championship.
They
without
could make the
Giannis.
championship.
No,
It's
what I'm
the
saying,
same way.
all
It's
right,
not.
I probably worded it wrong. I'm not saying 100%. No, 100%. No,
Bro, it's
But
0%.
I'm saying 0%.
It's
I don't know if they can make the
0%.
Eastern Conference Finals
It's
without Giannis. To be
0%.
honest.
You have to put the ball in the hoop. They can't do that.
Oh,
They-
Tyler, I just did the math. It's not 60%. He shot 49% in the fourth quarter of that run. Still very impressive, but it's not 60%.
It's not 63.
Nope.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at that then.
So who is beating the Bucks
Twitter
without
lied to you, man.
Giannis in the playoffs in a
Everybody.
7-game series?
The Celtics will beat them.
How? With what?
With what you saying without Giannis? That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, without Giannis.
And Embiid and Harden they're playing. Is that what you're
What
saying?
happened last year? They didn't have Giannis, and who lost?
Who didn't have
Not
Giannis?
last year before last.
Who didn't have Giannis?
What are we talking about right now?
When they
What
beat
are
the
you talking
Celtics.
Oh, you talking about Atlanta?
Oh, my bad. You're right. My bad. Hey.
Oh
I
yeah.
can sit here and sit on my shit.
Yeah,
My bad.
you almost had me.
That's
My
You
bad.
almost had me.
Well, also, you know Atlanta didn't have Trae Young. You know that, right?
What the fuck Trae Young doing?
What? Okay.
No need to hate on Trae Young.
What? All he doing is scoring? What else?
All
right, you're
Trae Young is there.
Here's the
They
problem with your.
Doesn't Trae Young average like 10 assists?
No. But all I'm saying is
Yeah,
that
I think so.
all I'm saying is that the best player on the opposing team also wasn't there either.
Okay.
Here's my point though. This argument of if you take this player off this team, you do realize that like 80% of like MVPs were on really great teams. That you could argue if you take them off the team, they would still be really good teams. You do realize that, right?
Yes, but that's not what I'm saying. The narrative that has been pushed is the most valuable. Let's not talk about the best player. We're talking about the most valuable.
Okay.
That's why Chris Paul was in the conversation, even though we know damn well Chris Paul was not the best player on that Suns team.
Chris Paul was never in the conversation. This is another thing that we have to do this problem with. Y'all take talking points. Y'all hear talking points from ESPN or other talk show hosts, and then y'all think that these players were in the conversation. When you go and y'all did the same thing with DeRozan last year.
I only watch you. And
Okay,
this is what I'm saying.
but I never said Chris Paul was in the
I'm not saying
conversation.
you said it. I didn't say you said it at all. I said he was in the conversation. When you look at the voting, Chris Paul got votes.
How many votes did he get? How many votes did he get?
I wouldn't say it wasn't that much. I wouldn't say. I'm not sitting here saying like he got a whole bunch. But what I'm
Was
saying
he top 5?
In 2021, he
believe he
got
was
2
top
first
5.
place votes. In 2021, he got 2 first place
votes.
votes. Derrick Rose got 1.
Where did he finish that year?
He came 5th.
He finished 5th.
You're top 5, but he's definitely
but
the best
listen,
player on the team.
but listen. The
I'm saying
gap
he's in the
between
conversation.
the gap between Chris Paul and Giannis was 139 to 348, and that's Giannis as the number 4th in the standings. Bro, the gap is so significant that they just had to just give somebody a 5th place vote. You being like almost unanimously the 5th place voter, that does not mean that you have a case.
I understand that, but he's in the conversation.
I don't think that's in the conversation.
He's
bro.
not.
Why was he there? If he not
because they had to give you 5 players. That's why.
Yeah,
they had to give 5
because
players.
they go
You tell
down
me
to
it's nobody
coming
better than
5th
Chris
doesn't mean
Paul?
you're in the
They
conversation.
wasn't ready to give it to Devin Booker, bro. That's what they wasn't doing.
It's just if Chris Paul almost unanimously got every single last 5th place vote, that does not mean that he's in the conversation.
Yeah.
Man.
Notice Devin Booker was in there last year instead of
So
Chris
that's my
Paul.
question. Where's your conversation stopping that then? If the top 5
From-
is
Oh, it's just 3. It's just 3.
Right. This season,
This
it's a
season is
three-person
just 3.
conversation.
This
All right,
year is
I-
3.
I'm about to say,
Really,
this
the
season
past
is
3 years, it's been 3 players.
I'm about to say, I ain't gonna lie to
I
you.
think every
it's
year
just
it's
a
been
toss-up
like
this
either
year.
3
It's
or
a
2.
toss-up. It's kind of like everyone.
Oh
has
yeah,
a
if you
thing.
want to argue it's a toss-up, I just think Embiid has a worse argument out of the 3.
Okay, I
That's
understand that. I can see that because he have his little playoff translation, but
It's
when
not
you talk
that.
about
That ain't
Nah,
got
it's a
nothing to do
regular
with
season award,
It's not a
God.
regular season award. That's not it.
so what he
Why
hasn't
do
done
you
this
think
whole
Embiid
regular
has the worst
season?
argument?
What has he not done this regular season?
I
He
just don't
scored-
think I don't think his impact is on par with Jokic.
Well, not to cut you off, Low, but I think Embiid got a slighter edge over Giannis because Giannis missed maybe a few more games.
Oh, if
Maybe.
you want to say missed games, for sure, I can get
Yeah.
that.
That's the argument you can make for Embiid over Giannis.
I'm not even talking about missed
But you can't
games.
make that.
Yeah, but he not talking about missed games. Though. That's the problem. He not
That's
talking
what I'm
about missed
saying.
games.
Forget missed games because people gonna miss games. We're human. You know what I'm saying? You can't play all 82 every time. It's just the truth. How much
Okay.
everybody want to. It's the truth.
John
So
Stockton
I ain't gonna
coach.
talk about missed games because people get injured. What I'm saying is,
Come on,
how is
come on, Hurst.
Embiid?
Stop.
How is Embiid not? You know what I'm saying? On top of Giannis. Now Giannis defensively, yes, clears him. Offensively, Come on, man.
I think Giannis has a bigger load offensively to carry on that team than Embiid does.
What about how? But Drew Holiday's an all-star.
Who do you think is better offensively, Drew Holiday or James Harden?
James Harden. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, so why are we talking, man?
What am I gonna do with anything? Is James Harden dropping 30? No, he dropped 15.
I didn't say that. I said who's better, and you brought up Drew Holiday. If you want to talk about defense, yeah, Giannis has a lot of help defensively, and I would not argue that his impact has been as immense or as valuable as it has been before because how great Drew and Brook Lopez have been this year.
Brook Lopez is wrong.
However, the fact that Giannis is still a great defender, he's still valuable in that aspect, and I think he's way more valuable offensively to his team than Embiid is.
He's carried much more of the load offensively
How much?
than Embiid.
This is my question. I like stats, but I'm not. I don't look.
And they're borderline a top 10 offense right now.
Let me ask you a question. Where's the points per game from a team when they're both not on the floor? That's my question.
I don't know. I can look at it, but the person whose team falls off the most when he's off the floor is actually Jokic.
Okay, so
his team falls off tremendously when he's off the floor.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna lie, that right there tells you Jokic MVP.
Hey,
If the team drop off that much when a player not playing, what can you say?
Hey, just want to segue for a minute. Is the Depoy award a lock this year for Triple J?
In my opinion, it's him or Brook Lopez, but I don't know if they'll give it to Brook.
Jaren Jackson Jr. just doesn't strike me as a defensive player of the year.
That's what I'm saying. Why
He has the highest defensive rating though.
No, he just doesn't.
Stop, leave.
He just doesn't give me defensive. Player
I just threw that out there, bro. Like,
defensive rating is a bad way to determine individual defense.
Shout out to the
Denver Nuggets defense.
You a numbers guy, bro. Give me the good way.
I think if I'm not mistaken, a good number is to use like what are teams finishing at the basket when he's like protecting the rim, and I think they're finishing around like 48%, right, Mars? Like I think it's like something.
Oh, with Jaren Jackson Jr.
Against Memphis?
Something like that. Yeah.
When teams go up against Memphis and Triple J, like when he's protecting the basket, teams finish under 50% at the rim.
Yeah,
that is like
under 50% at the rim.
Yeah, you got like expected field goal percentages and stuff. Like teams shoot like 8 to 10% worse with Jaren Jackson Jr. contesting them.
It's actually ungodly. Like it doesn't make any sense.
He still doesn't give me defensive player of the year.
I mean, I feel like Brook Lopez just got better defenders around him. That's the only reason why I would
that too, because so it's hard to really measure how valuable Brook Lopez's defense is in general. But I ain't gonna lie, the Brook Lopez waddle would be moving me, man.
Can I ask y'all a question? Why does Drew Holiday not have a defensive player of the year if everybody in the league says that he's the best defender?
On-ball defender.
Because perimeter players don't get it until they decided to give it to Marcus Smart for some reason.
I don't believe that Marcus Smart should have won that year.
I don't think he should have won it.
I don't think he should have won it either.
But you know why they didn't want to give it to
Kyle Bridges should have definitely won that. He got robbed.
They didn't want to give it to Rudy again.
But if they didn't want to give it to Rudy, they could have given it to somebody else. Then Marcus Smart.
Yo, I just realized my Chick-fil-A has been sitting outside for 2 hours, bro.
And you ain't get up and go get it? You ain't hungry?
I'm not gonna.
No, you better throw that shit away.
I got a question.
Get your money back, bro.
Wait, can we? I know you got this is the last question. We gotta. You got one more round of people, Mars.
It depends. If you want to go, we can go.
Yeah. Well,
y'all closing the show or you?
No. I want to get another round of people because I don't want to.
All right, let me get one question off before we leave. All right, one more question.
Okay, there we go.
How is AI not better than my James Harden?
Oh my god.
We gonna get to it.
Okay, so I can keep. That's fine. I can keep you up, and then I'll just move PSP and Tyler on and bring up the new people. Cool with everyone? Yep, good. Okay. Let me. Thank you guys for coming up. By the way.
Wait. You said don't talk about the scoring seasons. That's what you said.
Yeah. Forget the scoring.
Don't talk about 2001. Okay.
I'm not. I ain't talking about 2001. I ain't talking about. That's what I'm saying. Scoring. I ain't gonna lie. James Harden has scoring.
And playmaking.
And playmaking.
And defense.
Yes, you're right. Yes. Defense? What?
Yes. But I'll read these super chats and then we can get into it.
Yes.
Let me just read these super chats quick. Hypothetical, if Jar wins the chip this year, would this be the craziest storyline for him considering all that has happened this year for him? Especially that I'm fine in the West.
That wouldn't be the greatest, though.
It'll be
a very interesting storyline.
It's not gonna happen.
100% it's not gonna happen.
It could.
It's not. Power is a top 5 power forward. Facts or nah? No.
No.
Top 6.
No.
Top 10 maybe.
Bottom top 10. Yes, top 10 maybe.
Who will be in that 6th spot?
Mikhail.
The guy Charles Barkley.
Kevin McHale.
Charles Barkley, Kevin McHale. I'm not. Bob Pettit is not getting ranked.
Say his name, Mars. Jesus, why are you acting like this?
Kobe's percentages in the finals.
Not him. Anybody but him.
Kobe's percentages in the finals are bad, but we won't say it.
Because who we faced defensively were a lot of all-time.
You kind of got to watch those series because like the Nets were a great defense, the Sixers were a great defense, the Pistons were a great defense, Boston were an elite defense, Orlando were a great defense.
Yeah.
Like,
most of the time, even when Jordan faced
spacing
all-time. Yeah, that's when Jordan faced all-time great defenses in the playoffs. He also struggled against them mightily. So when Jordan faced the Seattle Supersonics and they had the personnel, he struggled in that series. When he went up against the Knicks, he struggled in that series. When he went against Miami, he struggled against that series. It's just so happened that Kobe matched up with the all-time great defensive teams in the finals. That's it.
And the last one, can we get some Jordan and Kobe hate? All I hear on this channel is LeBron slander.
Not on this.
I don't hate anyone. I just speak.
Apparently, Lowe's a Kobe hater, even though he's not one.
Yeah, I'm not a Kobe hater. No.
If you don't have Kobe in your top 3 or top 5, you get viewed as a hater.
Bro, Detroit is outscoring Denver right now. That defense is. Oh yeah, Low. I was gonna say that. I have a question for you, Low. Yeah, that's why I think Jokic is an MVP because
low.
I think Jokic is an MVP because I think people gaslight how good this Denver team is outside of Jokic because they're not that great defensively, and I feel like he has out of Embiid and Giannis, he has the worst second option out of those 3. And Aaron Gordon, if you watch Aaron.
You saw that pass?
Jesus Christ. Oh man. If you watch Aaron Gordon, majority of his buckets come off of Jokic. So I do think he's an MVP because I feel like he is. If you take even though I don't like this argument, if you take all 3 of them off their teams, I feel like the Denver is easily the worst one out of the Milwaukee, Philly, and I agree. I think people overstate how good that supporting cast is because I don't think it's that good. Also, man, how do y'all watch? Because I know some of y'all don't watch it. Like me and Mars are watching. No, I'm not talking about you. What you just said. Me and Mars are watching this. We both like gas at the exact same pass. And then when I see passes like that, I'm like, nigga, Stockton is not it. He's just not. Oh man,
James Wiseman getting cooked right now.
Also, when he said something about the floater, and I'm watching, I'm like, the float game was there. Oh, look, what's taking so long to put Willis Reed over John Stockton? Though I mean, not Willis Reed, Walt Frazier over John Stockton. I need to watch more.
I didn't know you didn't have Walt Frazier over John Stockton. No, Jesus Christ, James.
I'm saying this. I don't know what's taking so long.
But we can get into the James Harden versus Allen Iverson.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we get into that.
Better, bro.
I mean, I've made it pretty clear James Harden does everything better than him. Besides maybe finish at the rim, James Harden does everything better than him.
What? Shoot threes and pass the ball?
He scores better than him. He passes better than him. He makes better than him. He plays defense better than him.
You just said 2 things that's the same damn thing.
What's that?
Playmaking and passing is the same.
They are not the same thing. But if you believe they are the same thing, that's fine. He scores better than him. Creating shots for your teamemates. He scores better than him.
What are you doing when you get the shot for your teamate?
Even if
you don't have to be the one who passes him the ball though.
We see how often. How often? Okay, how often do you watch the show? How often do you watch the show?
I watch every Thursday. Not Thursday, but Tuesday. My bad.
Okay, so the panel. I'm pretty sure I've broken down what playmaking is on the
but
panel
even
before.
even if you combine them, wouldn't Harden still be better anyway?
But yeah, even if you combine them, playmaking and passing is the same thing. Those just do it for the sake of the argument.
Easily.
James Harden's a better scorer. He's a better playmaker. He's a better defender. He's a better
defender.
Hey, we can chalk it up. He's a better offensive player. He's a better defensive player.
Oh my Jesus!
Better shooter.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
No, talk. Stop getting frustrated. Nigga, talk.
Hey,
you're right.
Wait, let's say hypothetically. Wait. All right, the GOAT. Why? All right, even if you want to say this, what is the things that Iverson does better? Why is Iverson better?
All right, bigger heart. Defensively and legacy. I think y'all don't
legacy.
Okay, so we're not talking about how good they are at basketball. There we go.
Wait. What does legacy mean? What does that mean?
My bad. I used the wrong
0-1,
word.
that's what it means.
Longevity.
Oh,
James
oh.
Harden has been doing. He's been doing scoring and playmaking for how long?
10 years.
10
10
years?
years. Yes.
Been 10 years?
2013. Well, 2014 season, but 10 years. Yes.
No, 2015 is when he started doing this.
We're lying right
was
now.
2014.
No, the moment he got to
Second year
Houston.
with the Rockets.
No, the first year with the Rockets. It's the
No,
first
the
year with the
second
Rockets.
year.
Then I
That's second
disagree
year.
with you.
That first year was great. Don't get me wrong. He played great. That second
gotta
year
pack
when
him
he
up,
started
y'all. We
showing
got. What
everybody
is he
the
talking
playmaking.
about? What is he
From
talking about, bro? What is he
2013
talking about?
to
You
today.
getting me
That's
talking
what
about.
he's
Bro,
doing.
his
James
first year with
Harden,
the-
his second year was way better than his first year. So what are you talking about?
It was way better.
Yes.
Based on what? Based on what? Based on what?
It has to be because he's an MVP conversation.
No. But based
No,
on
he
what?
wasn't an
He
MVP
wasn't.
conversation until
He
the
wasn't.
third year.
So
So,
based on what made him way better?
His play.
Yeah,
What about his
explain.
play?
What
I
improved?
don't
What
know
drastically
stats.
improved?
I don't know. Let me look up the stats real quick.
No, we don't need the stats. You just tell me what he improved at. I don't need to know the stats.
Even
His
if you look at
passing.
even
So
if you
you
look at
telling
the
me his
stats,
passing in his first year with the Rockets is the same as his passing in his second year?
yes, and I know Mars. Jesus, this is ridiculous.
I think James Harden's passing didn't elevate until 2015.
Like, what are we doing?
It
I
ain't
think
what I
twe-
just said. It
No,
ain't
you
what
said
I literally just
his
said.
second year in Houston was 2014.
Hey, I feel like we're
Oh,
getting
okay, my
off
bad. I got the
topic.
years mixed
Let's
up. My
let's
bad.
just
I got
blame
the years
Iverson,
mixed
bro.
up.
All right, what is okay? Well, you said legacy, or you said
Yes,
longevity.
Longevity. Yeah, you're right. Longevity.
Okay, how many years of Iverson are there?
Give me one second, because I don't know off the top of my head. Hey, I was born 2002, my nigga. I don't know.
Oh my!
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at James Wiseman. I'm sorry.
Do you know when his prime started to you?
He's a butt.
It would have to be 99.
I would say 99. Yeah, 99. 99.
So
Okay, and when did that
he
end?
fell off in 07.
No. He fell off in the
Or
Pistons.
after 07.
You're giving him all the way to Detroit.
Yes.
To Detroit?
Okay,
Yes.
so there's clearly some level of bias.
Wait,
what?
So James Harden doesn't. So James Harden doesn't get 2013 and 14, but AI gets up until Detroit.
But even if though, it's still
Yes.
10 years. It's 10 years though. Wait, it's 10 years
That's
still.
10 years for Allen Iverson. What about
It's
James
10
Harden?
years for Harden as well.
Hey, and don't make me show this man's 3-point percentage because we can really get nasty.
AI couldn't shoot at all. He just couldn't shoot.
Well, wait,
Yeah,
but
we're
it's,
not talking about
it's 10 and 10 though, and I'm including 2004 for Iverson when he basically only played half the season. I'm including that.
Wait, and the reason I brought that up is like if you have the ball that much as Iverson and you're a guard and you can't shoot, that's crazy.
That's why he got used off the boom.
I mean, but everybody can't shoot in the world. You can't make
Yeah, that's not crazy.
Yeah,
Wait. I don't
Also,
agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I came up here to say I don't care about relative to era, so I guess that's also why I said that.
Oh well, you're even worse. Oh my god.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who said they don't care about relative to
I think
era?
that's Cali.
Oh, my fault. I don't
What?
care about relative to era.
That's even
Oh,
worse.
so you're one of those Bill Russell's trash guys.
How do you not?
I'm the casual, but he just said that bullshit.
No, that's crazy.
Low,
That's
Hey,
crazy.
Low, you owe me $12.
Why do I owe you 12?
Yo, what is going on?
You scammed me on that app.
What did I say?
You and that other dude.
Oh wait, you didn't do it. You the dude who put up
Lou,
money.
you're a scammer. That's
you
crazy.
scammed me.
Oh wait, yo,
Money.
you put up money and then lost the bet and then never paid nobody. Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly.
stop
Scammalo's crazy. Scammalo's crazy.
Man.
That's not
How
true,
is-
bro.
how is-
No, we made another bet because I bet
I never
six.
agreed to your bet after that because you wouldn't pay me. Oh,
So you scammed him.
yeah, you
No,
scammed
no,
me.
Mars. Don't fall for his tricks. I bet $6 with him and his mans, and they didn't.
$6 bet. What kind of broke?
Hey, we said the exact same thing. We said the exact same thing. We said who makes $6 bets, and then he lost and didn't pay nobody.
Bro, if you can't afford to bet, just don't bet. Like.
Hey, that's an L press.
No, it was the Lakers Mavericks game, and bro, they got scammed. That was a rigged game. Did you watch the game?
Oh, of course I watched it. I was there.
I'm talking about everyone else. It was scripted.
Okay.
Everything about it was scripted.
Oh, the game where the Lakers came back. Is that the game we're talking about?
So
Yes.
if it was scripted,
They
why
were
did you
up
read?
20.
Why did you read the script then? And bet the right money. Oh,
Bro, sometimes the script is wrong.
oh my God! So if the script was wrong, and I bet
still-
against the script.
No,
that means
no,
doesn't
but
still
either
get
way,
paid.
it doesn't,
Then why-
either way, it doesn't
wait,
matter.
wait,
The-
no,
the
no.
next game, the next game, I bet $12 and I won, so I'm still up 12.
I'm up 24.
No, if you do double or nothing, that means you get nothing.
Well, no. No, because I bet with him and his friends. He's losing me.
You're losing me. Well, look, you're trolling. Look, going back to the Iverson thing. If you're going back to the Iverson thing, it's 10 and 10 years. So the longevity doesn't even favor Iverson.
10 years with I thought we just said, are we gonna take off the first year?
I'm not doing that because though if you saying someone who averaging 26, 5 and 6 and 2 steals.
You just said that about Kobe. You literally just said that about Kobe.
No, we talking about
all
time. That's not an all-time season, but that's a prime year though.
See, listening is key.
Y'all
listening
all
is
over the
key,
place.
man.
So
I told you,
again,
people hear what they want to hear.
They just hear what they want to hear. So again, it's 10 and 10 years for Iverson and what you call it, and what's his name, and Harden.
And James Harden's just better than him.
So there is no longevity argument.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
No,
the argument he should make is that Iverson played in a
the argument is AI made the finals in 01. That's the argument.
That's the argument. Just say he made the finals in 01. Just say that.
I don't really care about the finals. I still believe James Harden's still great. I believe players are great without the finals. It don't matter about the finals.
Okay, so what is your
Oh,
argument?
then there's no way
your argument is that he recorded more steals?
No, I'm saying
We've
all
seen
around.
James Harden change
all
his style
around.
multiple
All
times
around.
different multiple teams.
Than James Harden.
AI is a better defender. AI is a better defender because
of why?
Never changed any difference. He just stayed the same. And kept the
defender. What
because no, see, you can't answer questions with questions. AI is a better defender because he finished
It's
the
all
sentence.
around better than James Harden.
Okay. Finish the sentence.
At defense.
Because he
plays
not
defense.
saying what he wants to say.
this is the level of basketball analysis people in the comments have, and then they tell me I don't know what I'm talking about.
Go.
That's cool. That's cool. These are the people that tell me I don't know basketball.
I think Harden is a better defender because overall he's better at.
I'm gonna catch a stroke, bro. I'm gonna catch a stroke.
People can't break down the game of basketball.
You telling me
can't.
everybody around here is telling me James Harden's a better defender than
Yep,
Who's a better post defender?
No, I think you're a better defender. Why? But why?
Y'all, we need that.
Why do you?
Yo, talk to Dub. We need that. We need it.
I'm about to say Dub would definitely
No.
Why?
What is it? He's a better defender. All right. So what else does he do better?
Hey, I just said the defense is better. Offense
Okay.
is better.
So what makes him a better player? But what makes him a better player?
AI is a better player than James Harden because he's better defensively. Is that the argument you're making right now?
I didn't say that. I said, what is y'all think of saying he's way over him?
Oh, because he's better than him on both sides of the ball.
No, he's not. They're similar, the same band player.
No, they are not. No, they are not.
They can be similar.
No, they are not similar at all.
They're not even similar enough.
They're
Even
not.
if they were, one can still be better.
They both have 10 primes, right? That's what y'all saying, right?
10-year primes, yes. Okay.
10-year primes. They're scoring about the same average. James Harden have 2 years where he has better scoring than him. Am I right or wrong?
Wrong, you're wrong.
I think when you put into context not only the volume but also the efficiency, it favors Harden tremendously.
I thought when we talk about similar players, I thought it meant more than just
the numbers,
their stats. But I guess if you want to go that route,
yeah.
Cool.
If you want to use the stats like you're about to do right now. They both
the stats because y'all brought the stats. That's what y'all said.
No. The only person who brought stats was you when you said who averaged more steals. You were the only person who did that.
But we don't have a whole stat sheet how y'all was bringing it up.
No. We don't have to bring up stats. We don't have to bring up stats. James Harden is a better scorer, passer. You don't like using playmaker, but he's a better scorer and passer. He's a better rebounder.
Playmaker was different. I didn't understand.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He's a better scorer, passer, rebounder, and it translates into the postseason much better than Iverson did.
How? What did James Harden do in the postseason?
I said it just translated. Are we talking about him as a player?
Okay.
His production and who he was as a player, all that stuff translated better.
He played real comp.
That's crazy. Real comp. Just
the Western
he played the
Conference was undeniably tougher than that Eastern
Who's the
Conference.
GOAT to you, Kyle?
Kevin Durant.
See, he don't want to see y'all.
When
y'all butt in.
They interrupted.
Yes.
How is it better competition?
Yes. Because he played better comp.
Because that East was egregious. If you want to say the competition that AI had in Denver when he played the Lakers and the Spurs,
bro, you can argue Harden played against maybe 5 top 25 players of all time.
It's not a competition,
bro.
He's not even a conversation.
No,
You're
it
more.
is.
Don't entertain it. Don't
Who else but the Warriors? That's the only
entertain
team.
that.
The Spurs.
I mean, running into
bro. Like you know that Iverson was not.
He also
going
played against the Lakers.
2013. I'm pretty sure. 2013. I'm pretty sure he lost to OKC.
Yeah, he lost.
So that's Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
He lost to Damian
2014, he sold against Dame. Cool.
That's
2015, he lost to Golden State. 2016, I'm pretty sure he lost to Golden State. 2017 was San Antonio. 2018 was Golden State. 2019 was Golden State. 2020 was
Golden State. I'm only hearing two other teams.
cool. I'm
only hearing two other teams.
That's cool. I'm not okay. 2020 was the LA Lakers. 2021 was the Milwaukee Bucks, and 2022 was the Miami Heat.
Did y'all ever have a thought in your mind the Rockets could make it far in 2020?
What? No.
No, I didn't. That was the team that.
But what does that have to do with who he faced, though? What did that do with who he faced?
But
did you ever thought that Allen Iverson was gonna beat Kobe and Shaq?
Yes, I could.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
No, Mars.
Nah, he got it.
It was very believable.
Mars years ago.
Wait, wait. Hold. Just real quick. How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 20. I wasn't.
You weren't even alive. How could you think they were gonna win?
You weren't.
So you wasn't alive, but yet in hindsight you thought they could have won when you knew they lost in 5.
Mars.
Please kick him out. Please kick him out.
Stop. Mars, you gotta get him out.
It's time for you to go, my friend.
Mars, you gotta go.
He's the same age as me, and like come on now.
I mean, he thought they were going to win when he knew the outcome of the series already because he didn't exist.
And he's 20, knowing that he didn't watch a lick of any of that was happening at that time.
I think what he was really trying to say is like he just likes the 2000.
And plus, even the old heads would say Allen Iverson stood no chance against Kobe and Shaq. Like everyone
knew that.
Nah, he really said yeah, and he was confident.
How can he say I thought they had a chance when he didn't exist when the series was happening?
I ain't lie. He sounds old for 20 though.
You know what's so crazy? That's the new thing. We got to ask everybody what their age is when they say something crazy. How old are you? Just so we know what you're saying.
All right, wait. Okay, I'm 17, and can we
Yo, did you buy
a subscription for Gerald?
Did you ever buy this?
I forgot what I was about to say.
Oh yeah, I bought it. I've been telling people how many games there were back in it. It was only 74 televised national televised games back then.
I think you got a new rivalry, Lo. You and Gerald. That's your new rivalry.
Thank you.
Total. That's because Lo is 0-1 against Gerald. Lo is 0-2 against Gerald.
Yes. To my man Kai, yes, total.
I say 1-1.
And an entire 74.
No, we're talking about for the entire league. In an entire month, there will only be like 6 or 7 nationally televised games. There's more televised games in one day than there was for an entire month now. They didn't watch the games.
And they probably missed a lot of those games.
And I'm about to say, and God forbid you missed any of those games.
Agreed.
Yeah, the only games they streamed was the show was the Lakers, Knicks, and the Celtics because those are the big market teams.
You're not getting ain't no TiVo. Ain't no TiVo at that time.
Yes.
They read the newspapers, bro.
And
they were the original box score watchers. Let's not get tested. They were the original box score watchers.
Definition of box score watching.
Dominique had 32, 8, and 4. That's what they knew.
That's the point. That's the point I've been trying to make.
Had 100 points.
That the old heads are some of the original box score watchers because they couldn't actually watch the game.
They are the original box score watchers. They're not some of them. They are.
How long before we admit that Curry's just better than Kareem?
Okay.
Better than who?
Kareem.
Oh yeah, you don't air attack, sir. You don't air attack. So you don't air attack.
I feel like
since you don't air attack, can I hear your top 10
in order?
Yes.
I'm not doing in order.
No, we need the order. The order is what makes it.
And it also should be easy though because all 10 of them are playing in today's game right now.
Yeah, no air attack. I better not hear no Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell.
Is Kobe your top 10?
All 10 of them are playing. Relax.
They all best be playing in the last 25 years.
Hold up. All right, in order. I'm talking about peak.
Just how good they are at basketball. We understand.
Yeah, give me your top 10.
Don't need to clarify this many things.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. LeBron.
Okay.
Mr. Mike.
How?
Oh, okay. I saw a better version of Mike 5 years later in Kobe Bryant.
Kobe. I was about to say Kobe.
There we go.
Okay, that's top 3.
Let him go. Kobe.
Shaq.
Okay.
Curry.
Jesus. Okay.
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 Fuck.
I'm expecting to hear KD soon.
No.
I'm expecting
Don't
to hear
say it.
KD
Don't
soon.
help him out.
Let's
Please
see.
don't
Nah,
help him out.
KD 7 or 8.
All right, but
I
who's
need to
six
throw in
though?
some more
Who's
names.
six though? Who's
Who's
six?
six?
How's KD 7 or 8 and you don't know who 6 is?
Because I'm missing someone.
Yeah, you're missing a lot of people.
Help me.
Magic, Bird.
No.
No.
Kareem?
Tim Duncan.
No.
Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sure.
Hakeem. No, Hakeem is your 6. I know Hakeem is your 6.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem is your number 6, right?
Yeah, you
Has
can
to-
put him in front of Shaq.
Okay, so
Okay,
Hakeem.
so-
Alright, so
Hakeem,
you got
Hakeem
six
is 5.
Hakeem, Shaq, and then you can put.
and then Steph. That's what
But
you
he
said.
got 6
Oh
names
wait,
though. You have
I
6
did
names.
have Steph behind.
Yeah, so
Steph.
you had MJ, you had LeBron, MJ, Kobe, Hakeem, Shaq,
Steph.
Steph. That's your top 6 right now.
And KD at 7.
And then
You said
7,
KD at
you
6.
7, you said KD.
So we need 3 more names.
I might have to put Curry in front of.
All right,
both
fine.
of
Just
them.
wait. Just give me 3 names.
That's fine. We got 7 names. Let's just get the last 3.
names.
All right, 3 more. Giannis.
A bumper clock. Okay.
2 more names.
Morrison say.
Throw me some more names.
Bro, you watched them. What are you
Oh,
talking
Right
about?
now.
I'm not gonna say like
Kawhi.
Harden, like
Kawhi.
Bill
Kawhi.
No, I'm not saying Kawhi.
Okay, so if you ain't gonna say Harden or Kawhi, then what
Dwayne
you
Wade, Kevin Garnett.
No.
Kevin Garnett. KG.
No.
Bumper clock. Yeah, I don't know.
You can just put the.
So you don't have a top 10.
You don't have
Yes, I
a
do.
So
Just
you
put
don't
the
even
Skyhook
watch,
Man at 9 and put I don't know.
You
put
said
somebody
who at
else there.
He said put the Skyhook Man in number 9.
Oh dang.
Nah, you don't believe that. You don't believe that.
Yeah, I
you don't believe that. You don't believe that.
I don't.
Yes,
Who's better? Who's better? Who's better? Kareem or Embiid?
Hey.
Now be honest. Be honest. We're allowed to
Be honest.
be honest.
Embiid is better than Kareem.
I have a question for you. Who you think is better, Tim Duncan or Anthony Davis?
Bro, Tim Duncan ain't no. Tim Duncan's
The
better
answer
than
is Anthony
I'm
Davis.
sorry, he's just better.
Who did you say? Who did you say is better?
Who's better? Who's better?
Tim Duncan is better than Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Wait, so fully healthy Anthony Davis.
Had to
Just
test
to
him. Had to test him.
We're not talking about injuries.
Bro,
fully healthy Anthony Davis.
Oh, okay.
Bro, no.
Okay.
What is a fully healthy AD to you?
2020.
Is my mic working?
So,
Yeah.
a bubble
Does it
year is
sound
your
better?
idea of Anthony Davis?
2019
Ever
AD.
sound before?
2019
Kyle,
AD.
Kyle, I have
Podcasting
another question.
history.
Tim Duncan or Giannis?
What'd you say?
Tim
Why you
Duncan.
giving us
I
ASMR?
got
right now?
I got a mic. I got a my bad. I got a mic now, fellas, bro. It's a
Hello,
new
Mr.
boy.
Dub.
Hey yo. All right.
I
I'm
had to
done. I'm
flex
done.
on
I'm
him
done.
real
I'm
quick.
done with this trolling. Cause we gotta move on. Chris, what do you gotta say, Chris?
Yo, so a couple of weeks ago, niggas was like, "How?" I'm sorry if you can't say that. Y'all was talking about how Westbrook only has 1 superstar season, maybe only 1 superstar season, and I was arguing against that. Whatever. I'm like, nah. If you come top, I see what y'all was saying earlier about you could be top 5 in MVP race and not be a superstar, not be an MVP candidate and whatnot. But I think there's more to that story of Westbrook's, 2015 season, because I remember watching that. And there's no way that you could not think Westbrook. It was a consensus that Westbrook was a top 10 player at that time. It is a consensus that Westbrook and KD couldn't be a championship team together. Like they 1A and 1B. This is the consensus around the time. What happened, Mars?
I just want to. Who was it that said that Russell Westbrook only had 1 superstar season?
Low.
Oh.
I think if you want to count 2015, maybe 2, then fine. But
that's about it. I thought you was
okay
tweaking
then.
that bit.
Wait, what's a superstar
I don't
season?
think that that's even. In my opinion, a superstar is someone that you can rely on to carry you into deep postseason runs. Like be the best player in
That's it. That's the only criteria.
Have an MVP caliber. Have an MVP caliber season who you believe has the ability to carry you deep into a postseason run.
Does health play a part in that?
I mean, I'm more.
No, so like, how many superstar seasons would you say Embiid has? That's what I'm asking.
I don't think I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if Embiid is a superstar. I don't think I'll throw him in.
That's
in
crazy. That's crazy. I think you need to look at your criteria different.
I'm not
if
mad at that
Embiid
take.
second in MVP race, like you cannot be second in MVP race consistently or top 3 consistently and you're not a superstar, doesn't make sense.
This is why I don't like the term superstar, because it's just too much
It's too much of a. If you want to say Embiid is a superstar, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue down. But like, for example, you being top 2 in the MVP race. However, for a totality of a year, regular season and playoffs, who would you rather have, Kawhi or Embiid?
Kawhi.
Okay.
Embiid.
So the MVP race is.
If Kawhi played a full regular season, he'd be at the top of an MVP race.
Plays.
He only did that one time though. Like there's been years of Kawhi.
And he was at the top of the MVP race. Kawhi.
He was third, distant third.
Wait, are we talking about this year?
Top three out of 100 people.
Kawhi, y'all do this thing where like if somebody
you use this placement thing, but when they're so far third, it's
forget
like
forget the placement. Did you guys watch that season that we're talking about?
Yeah, but he wasn't. Yeah, but he wasn't close to winning the MVP.
But that's the point we're making. You using like placement for MVPs. That's not a really a
like.
good...
I think Kawhi came second in 2016.
Yeah, he did, and that was
he wasn't close to number 1.
I see what you're saying there. That's
That's
MVP caliber.
That's like if all of us, you're right. That's like if we had to rank how much money we had. Dub has like $1 million, but the next person only has like 10,000. Just because you fell second to that does not mean that you're close to the million.
That's why you got to use the average. That's why
Kawhi won 67 games that year as the best player on his team and was second MVP. That was a superstar season. That was an MVP caliber year.
But to me, you stop it at the regular season.
Wait,
what you do in the postseason also
in 2016,
matters.
Kawhi they won 67 games, I believe,
and then lost to OKC in round 2. Yeah.
Wait, didn't Donovan Mitchell do that?
67, no.
But I hear what you're saying.
Wasn't it like 65?
No.
Like
I don't even know if they won 60. I don't think
they won. This year they won 60 or 61. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
That's crazy.
And neither one of them finished in the MVP race.
Shout out to
that's a lot different. That's a lot different.
I'm not gonna lie. All the superstar talks is all based off of feeling.
Get your bad mic on, man.
Yeah,
that's a little too much. Yeah, that's a little too much for me.
What's wrong?
That sound a little. That sound a little too fake for me, dog.
See, the issue was that y'all got so used to the bad mic that y'all ain't know this is the real me,
no
bro.
Way, dog. I ain't gonna lie, you sound kind of fake now, dog.
This is me, bro.
I can't believe any of the takes you have of this man.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even think this is really you, dog.
Do I sound good? Or do I sound bad?
You sound like a fraud.
You sound like a fraud.
It sounds weird.
You sound too good.
So y'all just telling me that.
That's how bad your old mom.
Y'all been hearing a fake version of me.
Dub,
you sound like a whole.
Right you sound too good.
This is the real me, bro. This is the real me.
AI Dub in the building. There it is.
You feel me? Hashtag. What did I say before?
Dub is crazy.
Hashtag. What did I say before? You told me to pause. What's in the trunk?
Oh wait. Oh, you got more in the tank.
You got more in the tank.
I can hear more Jersey accent now.
That's how we know it's a fake dub because he just said that like an hour ago. He already forgot.
That's how you know it's me. Everybody knows I have a bad memory.
It's a fake dub, dog.
I got 4 super chats though. I got 4 super chats to get off.
Hey, Chris Paul did it.
Top 10 players from this season.
That's how you know it's a fake dub. You can read a super chat with no problem. That's how we know it's a fake dub. That's how we know it's a fake dub. That's exposed. There we go. That's exposed.
This is crazy. I've never been gaslighted this bad much in my life.
Don't let them do this to you, man.
This is me. I got a sexy voice
on. Keeping up with the
free dub.
I don't do my rankings for this season. I don't know who the top 10 performers for this season are, but it's some assortment of Giannis, Jokic, Embiid, KD, Steph,
Luka,
Shea.
I got my son Sabonis in there.
Dame is in there.
Y'all got Sabonis?
Shea.
No.
I don't know. How many games Anthony Davis played?
If you put KD in there, I think Dame. I think
AD's in there. And then I don't know, maybe Kawhi.
Oh boy, Kawhi getting kind of.
AD's played 50.
Kawhi's in there. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't like doing these season by season. I don't like it. It's just I'll never think about it like this. It's weird.
Because I think Donovan Mitchell should be above him.
Kawhi?
I think Sabonis needs
I'm not gonna lie. I ain't watched the Cavs game in a minute. Donovan Mitchell.
I'm not gonna be able to take you serious with
this year.
I'm just not. I'm not gonna be able to take you serious.
Mars, did you say Tatum?
I did not say Tatum. But
Wait, and what was his list?
Tatum is like French top 10.
Tatum might be in the. I can't even remember what I said. Giannis,
Wait.
Jokic, Embiid, Steph, KD, Luka.
So you think Embiid like
AD.
clears Tatum?
Oh my God! Why are we doing
What,
this?
as a player? Yeah.
This year, yes.
Yes.
All right.
I think
You
he's
got
better.
it.
I think he's probably better on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
Oh.
I got another
Whoa!
one.
Why are you moaning like that?
Those
Angie-
shots that
Angie Carr with a
Tatum
super
missed.
chat. Appreciate you, Angie, for real. Gerald gonna be in low dreams, running him down endless hallway with the TV guide in hand, talking about low.
He did that purposely. He read that wrong
Yeah,
purposely.
he's trying to act like
yeah,
he
he's
can't
trying
read
to
the
he's trying to act like he's trying to act like it. Okay, all right.
You see through your games, though.
Yeah, I
You
see
This is
through it,
nasty.
dog.
This is nasty. Send the link so I can cook. And then so low, is KD not a superstar?
No, Katie. What he led is what?
Now, as of today, is KD a superstar? That's a good question.
What is he?
No, it's not.
What?
Because as of recently, what has KD done in the playoffs in terms of
Yes.
he hasn't done more than
Oh
Embiid.
my God! Stop hating.
Yeah, but he said health. So
His production
health-wise-
has nothing to do with how his team is holding on. He's still
KD's
producing
been
at
healthy
an
in the
elite level. He was
postseason.
carrying the Nets.
KD's been
Mars,
healthy.
Mars,
KD didn't
you know-
do well against the Celtics.
okay,
KD
okay.
didn't go past the second round.
And
the year
why?
before.
Why?
Who was on his
There's
team?
context to it. There's context to
Okay,
it.
so
That's
health.
due to lack
That's
of
why.
team.
But we don't know what
What
would
are
have
you talking
happened.
about?
We gotta go off.
Okay,
of
so
what
I'm
did
not
happen.
gonna take away the fact that for like a decade he's proven that he can lead a team deep into the postseason.
We're talking about today, though. We're talking about today. Is he a superstar?
Oh, if you talking about specifically today, I probably not because of the injuries. Probably not because
Yeah,
right now
obviously,
this
all
year
time KD's a superstar. He's like top 15 all time. What are we talking about?
Top 20.
is he top 15? Top 20.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, what are we talking about? What are we
He's top
talking about,
15.
bro? He's clearly top 15. There's not
Jerry,
Low-
Jerry West
Low-
over him.
he's
Will
clearly
over
top
him, Bill
Jerry
has
West
like
plays basketball better than Kevin
plumbers
Durant.
in his list.
Well,
and-
no, we're talking about relative. Come on, guys. Let's be honest.
Let's not do this. I don't like talking about those guys.
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah, if you want to
Chris
take
Paul.
out everyone before the 3-point line, yeah, he's top 15.
Yo, Lo, I see you licking your lips. Stop playing, bro.
Dub, I'm not gonna.
Hey,
get
yo.
Dub, I'm not doing an open gym with you 3
No.
times a week with this man. I promise you.
No. You cannot say nothing like that with that mic.
No.
Yo, Lo, are we gonna get a 300K special?
No.
Why?
300K is
Nigga said
nothing.
why?
It's pocket change.
No, he's talking about my sub count. He's talking about I'm about to officially hit 300K.
Come on, man.
I just officially hit 1K.
Yo, I need to hit 1K.
I might
Please,
be-
I'm trying to get monetized.
He close.
Mars,
Dub.
you
He
gotta
got
start
short.
plugging
Yo, Dub, I gotta go get my food. It's been outside for like 2 hours. I gotta
Yo, I
go.
got
We ending right now?
No, I can just go grab it and I can eat on stream.
I bet.
I got a question for Dub and Mars, man. Real quick.
Oh,
I got a
fine,
question.
ask your question.
It's about
I'm
you.
gonna drop
That's
the
a lead.
stream yard link.
Yo, I got
he's-
one question.
No. You go real quick. Context.
What?
I said you can go context. You can go context.
Yo, Mars, you only
Oh,
got one video,
yo,
bro. What the hell?
All right, cool.
Hey! That one video was very high quality.
Dang, it fell off.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
and I've been grinding, and I only have 6.
Dub, the people just mess with me more than they mess with you. It's
And
cool.
I'm not mad at that.
It's
but
because I
dang,
know
bro.
ball. It's because I know
Just-
ball.
just-
It's 'cause I
Maybe you
know
gotta upload a video, Dub.
Dub,
I
you
just
don't.
need 400
Dub, you don't plug
more.
your channel enough. We
He
don't.
does. He does. People just
I
don't
don't
care
see
about
it. I be in the chat. I don't see it.
Yeah, let me plug
No,
my
he does.
channel right now, guys.
Yeah, plug your channel, Dub.
800 people in here. If you guys don't
Yo,
go
what?
subscribe, you guys are neeks.
Subscribe.
So the nasty ads,
Bro, there's
nasty plug
thousands
works.
of people here. We have less than 400 likes. That's crazy.
Bro got 1,000.
All I'm trying to do
Yo,
is
this
get
year,
monetized.
for
If you guys don't sub to my channel, you guys are actually neeks. Like I'm not gonna lie.
I already subbed to both y'all channels.
No, I'm not taking De'Aaron Fox over Trae Young. No.
Thank you. Stop the Trae Young disrespect.
Yo,
Thank
Mars, I can ask you a question. Like, genuinely,
Yo, what?
I don't want to come off like hostile though,
Do you
but
think
like,
that
oh,
Trae
shit.
Young has been
Niggas is talking. Oh, what's up?
Context, you're lagging crazy. I can't lie to you.
Lagging
word.
wild.
But what I was gonna say is, do y'all think there should be more merit like put into when? What the
Yeah, my
hell?
fault, my fault.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris, go.
All right. What's it called? Do y'all think y'all should take more into account people that has played the game in terms of like basketball knowledge and you know, people who analyze the game at a high level? I think there's people like you and Lowe, for example, who can analyze the game at a very high level, that can understand the game at a high level.
You see how he didn't say my name? That's crazy.
He knows you
Dub, you my god, Dub. You my god.
But he
bro.
knows your entertainment value. That's what
That's what I'm saying. Like you and TikTok is really for entertainment. Feel me? Like I can tell you.
But Dub be coming facts though. Dub be coming facts though.
I know you know
Dub been a stat guy
basketball.
lately.
Nah,
Okay,
Dub knows
gaslit, that's
basketball.
all.
He doesn't look like he really
I
analyzes.
appreciate everyone who's already subscribed to my channel, and if you're not subscribed, don't be.
I feel like just believing somebody because they got up in a certain area is how people like Skip Bayless get a platform.
No. That's not what I was saying. I think I think there should be a balance. I think there should be both in which, like, you'd have to play like JJ Redick, for example. JJ Redick, I think knows the most basketball out of like most people. Like,
but
1% of the world. He played basketball at a very high level, like most of his life, and he analyzes the game better than most people. And I feel like that type of perspective is almost the most reliable. Like, for example,
I think it's subjective because I
I'm
think
a
it's
different
subjective.
breed, bro.
I think it's subjective.
Yo, the eating is crazy right now.
I think it's subjective as long as you're being honest,
Oh,
because
the
like
eating
even
is
in different
crazy.
avenues, like you don't have to be a rapper to analyze music, because as long as you're honest and like you're actually analyzing.
I highly disagree.
So Chris, I'll answer the question for you. The issue I have with a lot of people where you try to create a basis of like what to listen to. No, whoever's right is right and whoever's wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter if they played ball or not. There's a bunch of people who play ball and look at the game crazy. Like Ron Artest. Ron Artest was a guy who thought Kyrie's like a top 5 player. No, Kendrick Perkins. So the main thing is you need to know who to listen to and what to listen to them about. Like Ticket, for example. Ticket, when it comes to this behind the scenes, trying to navigate the conspiracies, I listen to him about that 100% because I know that he's really informative in that type of scenario. Low and Mars and excluding myself, these guys didn't play basketball, but I know they do the due diligence of watching the game. I think they just value things differently from my stance, but they watch the game, they try their best to understand it and do the due diligence of doing their research and having an accurate take.
I'll expose love.
The thing is with a lot of people, they try to be like, the issue is people try to discredit people whenever they don't agree. So they'll be like, oh, you didn't play ball, I'm not going to listen to you. Or then they'll turn around, you play basketball and all their takes is wild, so I'm not going to listen to you.
I said there's a balance though.
It's just a haters. It's just haters on haters.
Not a balance. It's not a balance.
Yeah. Wait, Chris, were you the one who asked the question?
You should be able to play the game.
What the fuck? Look.
Wait, Chris, did you ask the question?
Yeah.
Wait, so if Low and JJ Redick get into an argument, who should we believe? If they disagree,
JJ Redick.
Whoever's right.
No, but I'm asking him because he's saying like
there's been times where Ticket and Low got into arguments. I'm not gonna lie, even though I side with Low more, there's been times where I'm like, nah, Ticket's right on this one.
Stop. And you were wrong. If you ever
That's literally what I'm talking about.
Okay, you guys who act like Ticket's never been right.
Ticket has been right, bro.
You guys act like Ticket's just wrong every time.
It's the bias.
Name one time Ticket's been right.
I think Ticket was right when he said it's harder to guard on the perimeter than in the post. I think that was
because I think it's right.
That's something you'd have to play basketball to understand.
Is that
I don't play basketball.
Chilltown, no.
Chilltown plays basketball and disagrees.
I disagree.
So Chris, you don't know.
There's different perspectives. There's different perspectives.
Okay, so we all have different perspectives.
It doesn't come from playing
That's
basketball.
my whole point. Lo, you wasn't even here for what I was saying.
But I heard it. I'm in the back though. I heard
He was in the back.
Wait, Mars, let me ask you a question.
You understand? I'm talking about both sides matter. I'm saying both when the best analysis. If you play the game at a high level and you analyze at a high level, then you understand. Like at the highest peak that
did Kendrick Perkins play at a high level? Did Kendrick Perkins play at a high level?
But he doesn't analyze at a high level.
Played at a high level.
He played in a high level.
The NBA is the highest level you can play at.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He didn't play at a high level.
In the high level is two different things. He played in a high level environment.
Playing in the NBA means you play basketball at a higher level than 99.9% of people.
If you average 1 point, if you average 1 point, if you playing at a high level, it don't matter what it is.
Perkins is Shaq. Let's not.
No, like James Wiseman plays at a high level.
Yeah,
whether I like it or not.
I've listened to what James.
And Bronny plays at a higher level though.
I guarantee you, JJ Redick isn't wrong most of the time. I'm not saying he's right every time. But
there's times.
I promise you, if you listen to JJ Redick, he's not breaking down the game to some extreme.
All he's doing is copying Twitter takes.
Never mind. Let me stop.
That's
He's
crazy. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Mars,
Talk
you
about
think
it,
it's you
Najee.
think it's harder to guard a perimeter player than a?
I think it's harder to guard one-on-one on the perimeter than it is one-on-one in the post.
Especially
Yes.
in today's era. Yes, it is.
Now, I've always said I think interior defense is more valuable, but that wasn't the question. The question was which is more difficult.
Wait, Mars. I got a counter question. I guess perimeter players do have more.
Yo, real quick, Mars. This is another person who just hates you, bro, because he thinks that you steal his takes, and he don't think you that smart.
Oh wow!
I'm not that smart. I'm just smarter than most of the people who watch.
Sure.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Mars, can I ask you this?
Amazing.
Yes.
It's harder for a big man to guard to guard today because it's already harder on the perimeter, so that's more onus on him that he has to cover up for, on top of the interior presence, on top of having.
He didn't say that though.
But that wasn't the question. The question was guarding in the post, not guarding as a center. I think a center has the hardest job on defense, but that wasn't the question. It was guarding in the post.
When he said the post, do y'all think he literally mean like the actual post, or do you think
Yes.
Yeah, when Showtime was breaking it down, he was literally talking about like inside in the post. Yes.
Damn, I try to give him benefit of doubt.
Well, I should have said interior.
Yo, Najee, why don't you get on this man head top, Mars, man? Say what you be saying behind the scenes, man. Say that shit.
Oh
man.
wow.
Oh man, what do you say behind the scenes? Mars is just a washed up JJ Redick. He copied.
Oh my god!
Shit.
Are you gonna take that?
Mars, man.
I don't know how I'm a washed up JJ Redick, but
Dub was team ticket, and he was on the dumb side at first. Now he's trying to hang with Mars and Lowmore.
I was never team ticket.
You was on that side of the.
I was on Team Dell.
I was
Team Dell.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
will
that
own
was
up
worse.
to that.
But the thing is, I agree with Dell more than a lot of people. So.
If anything, Dub is just anti-fluent.
100%.
For some weird reason.
And I stand with you, Dub. I stand with you. Anti-fluent all day, bro.
I thought y'all was cool now.
We're cool, but still anti.
No, I'm anti-fluent.
How am I washed up JJ Redick?
I don't know why Lobi letting Fluent slide with a lot. Somebody just need to cook him back.
I have a quick question for Mars.
He's amazing. He's amazing at just going undercover and just regressing.
Yeah, Fluent's the only guy I know who could say Michael Jordan isn't. No, LeBron doesn't clear MJ as a passer. He's the only guy who could say that. No
Fluent says dumb stuff, then he switches the topic.
Fluent is really just a very good talker.
Oh, Dub is going crazy right
now. I've been on a podcast. I've been on the podcast with him for over a year. I know his tendencies.
So how come you got swept by him?
Because of bias.
Oh no, you didn't get swept because of bias. You got swept because you was being emotional, and you should have just listened to what he was saying. You didn't use your brain. You used your heart.
Oh no, I used my brain and my heart, and I cooked him. Every time when I go back and watch it, I do like, wow. I did a phenomenal
Wait, you go back and watch
it? There's no way you go back and rewatch that.
Go back. You want to know why? You want to know why I go back and rewatch it? Because he keeps telling me when you get older, he said you're gonna go back and watch this, and you're gonna see you were wrong. And every time I go back and I go watch it, I see that I was right.
I think he meant like a year or two. I'm gonna say like a year or two, not like one.
That was like 5 months ago.
I'm mature. Just for y'all information, I'm mature very fast.
Hey, time out. Yo, you said.
How's that a pause? How's that a pause, Lo?
I'm with that mic. Everything you say sounds so. That mic is crazy.
Y'all, I don't know why y'all let Low slide for questioning whether KD was a superstar. I don't give a fuck if he playing.
Because he's obviously just anti.
Because by Low's,
I mean, he is a KD.
By Low's definition of superstar, KD is questionable. I don't see what's wrong.
That's stupid.
Wait. Come on.
You are a KD hater though.
You are a KD hater.
No, I'm not.
No, Lo, you know.
I literally said that the only year that's in question is last season. That's it.
Why?
You tried to flame KD when he missed those 6 shots.
He had us a top 2 seed.
I mean, if you're that guy, you don't miss those 6 shots.
No. But
Wait, Mars.
I'm saying, but in
Giannis
my opinion,
he doesn't go 1 for 7 against the Celtics in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but Giannis isn't that guy. So what are we talking about right now?
Or at least you got like if you're on a team that's good enough to at least make it past the first round. Yeah, at bare minimum,
was hurt last year.
Was KD on a team good enough to make it past the
first? But he just performed poorly as well, though.
Bro. Okay, I get it. He had three bad games, but we wouldn't even have been 7th if he hadn't gotten hurt. Thus, meaning he's a superstar because we was top 2 running.
So how many superstars are there then?
Because I think
you know what's crazy. The only reason they got swept in the first round is because their seeding was off because people don't know how to play games and help them out.
And we was hurt.
We really got to stand and say KD's not a
But
superstar.
but again, Najee, I'm saying that he is one. I'm just saying the only year that you could question was last year.
No,
But I'm
you
saying,
can't question no year. Take that back, bro. Take it back.
Whoa.
Wait, so low.
Yo, you with a camera on is crazy.
Yo,
Looking at your face while you say this stuff is insane.
Yo, low, pause that. What's wrong
Low,
with
do you think that
Pause,
KD's just a worse player now?
You want to look at his face now?
Oh no,
Like,
I
do you
think
think
he has
it's a
regressed.
question?
I don't think he's as good as he was before. No, I don't think he is.
He better than he was in OKC.
Hey, Najee, you be on Twitter Spaces?
In OKC, he was different.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be up there. I'm
All right, so
he really
when was
be
the
in
last
Discord.
year KD was a bona fide superstar to you?
If I had to say so, yes, I'm willing to make exceptions for players like Kevin Durant, but I'm thinking that might be the only year it might have been in question. But in a general sense, yeah, KD he's a superstar.
Easy.
I've heard you.
Why
I've
is
heard
not?
you. I've heard you try to discredit Kevin Durant even when he went to Game
Facts.
7 with Giannis.
Facts.
Yeah, bro. What's that about?
When?
He only won one game. He only won one game.
did.
Oh
He
my
did.
God.
You're
Oh my
sick.
God, he
You're
only
nasty
won
for
one
that.
game.
He really won too.
Low, that's so
No,
nasty.
He
No,
really
wait,
did
no.
win too, Najee.
He really
He
was
really
too.
did.
This man,
See, you guys are just making stuff up.
Hey, y'all are making things up.
No,
Y'all are
and
making
Dub,
things
you know what they never say? They
Those
never say that.
are-
They never talk about the fact that KD's out there playing with a bunch of dudes who are like 6'3", playing against one of the tallest teams in the NBA.
Fat.
Mm.
Nobody brings
No. Stop.
How does that sound?
Joe Harris forgot how to shoot.
That's
Please,
Dub. Don't do
stop,
that again,
Dub,
please.
Joe Harris,
please stop, Dub.
Joe Harris was going to knock off. I mean, KD was going to knock off the NBA champs if I was out there just making a jump shot. Joe Harris.
all he needed was Kendrick Perkins, and they were gonna win.
Do you see this, Mars?
He forgot how to shoot. Like,
Mars,
let's
you
be
see
real.
this game?
Yes. I
Yes,
just saw
it's
Killian Hayes play defense. Shout
Yes,
out to
I
Killian
know,
Hayes.
which is great.
Hey, let's talk about it.
The things that I say about that, because we might have to bring in more people, but the thing
Joe
that
Harris
I say
is a
about
fake shooter.
the thing that I say about that series in particular, in that series, it's only in contrast to what everybody else says. Because everybody else makes it seem like, or not everybody, specific people, they make it seem like KD carried that team to Game 7, and it's not. All he had to do is just win one more game, and it would have got to a Game 7. That's it. So in the general sense, he still played amazingly great in that series. But when people sit here and say, like, oh, KD, he's clutch, he's this and that, and they gas him up, then I gotta be nasty and say, all right, but what happened in the overtime? I only be nasty when people be nasty.
Y'all was gassing.
And how can
That's
and the
nasty
best
work,
player in the
bro.
world
That's
can't
nasty work, bro.
he can't
I
score
have a
when
question. I have an off-topic question for Low. It's about another player, and it's about he was like an MVP candidate in the beginning of the year, Jason Tatum. He's averaging like 38 and 4. I don't think he's like a top 5, and he's like French top 10. My question about Jason Tatum is, what is it about his game, or what do you think about JT, where it's like people are like about him, like we all acknowledge he's really good, but what is about him?
He shoots too many threes.
He
He
does
plays
play
exactly
Paul
like Paul George.
He settles for way too many jump shots. He's not aggressive going to the basket. When he does go to the basket, he doesn't finish as well. He struggles at identifying defensive schemes to find an open player, especially just trying to manipulate them with his driving, the shooting, making these skip passes. I don't think he does really much of any playmaking at a high enough level to quantify him as in players that are like better than him. But like his inability to manipulate defenses is what really kills him on the offensive end of the floor. Everybody else who's ahead of him, I think they have the ability to just manipulate defenses way more and utilize their scoring ability or leverage their scoring to actually find quality passes and playmaking opportunities to better their teammates as well. I think he just struggles in those aspects.
So
yeah, I agree. Because like he's in that point of career, he's 25, and I feel like once he gets like 27, he's getting like more refined. Because how about his defense? You think his defense properly?
That is true. Yeah, that is true. He's still young. I think people, even myself, overrated it a bit in the beginning of the season. I think people are kind of settling down on it, but all in all, I still think he's I'm happy you brought that up. He's 25. Like he still has he has a lot of room to grow, and he's into his who
Shea.
The most overrated player in the NBA.
I'm taking Tatum over Shea.
I'm taking Tatum over Shea as well.
But yeah, I kind of like as a
top
community.
10 though.
No. What are you talking?
Am I? Bro,
Yeah, you
Kai, Chris, Dev, appreciate the time you
All right.
spent, bro.
Before I go, hey Mars, we're getting Victor Wembanyama.
Thank you.
No, OKC's getting Victor. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Bro.
And Shea will be better than you, Jalen Green.
Paul George is a better scorer than Allen Iverson.
Oh wow!
Too much Shea gonna be better than Jalen Green. Okay.
The Allen Iverson gene.
He already better though.
Hey Mars, can I ask you
See,
a
Lo,
real
you're
question?
lucky I can't kick you off your own show.
Hey Mars, can I ask you a real question?
Mm-hmm.
How do we think a healthy Embiid will perform in the playoffs? Because I know he has a history of not performing well, but I feel like it's a lot because of like injuries and dumb stuff. And then in the bubble he played great, but they got swept. So it's like, do we really have a large enough? Like, how do we feel he's actually going to play if he's healthy throughout a playoff run?
I think a healthy Embiid wins the title this year. I've said that. So I don't have any hesitation with how well I think Embiid will translate to the postseason. I do think you haven't seen enough of him. I think you go back last year, ended up breaking his face and had a bunch of other. I think he had a hand issue as well. 2021, he had the torn meniscus. 2020, he was healthy, but then Ben Simmons was out and his team just didn't really help him.
Yeah.
2019, allegedly he was going through the stomach virus against Toronto. I think Marc Gasol was just a good. Yeah, I think Marc Gasol was just a great matchup for him. So 2019, I don't really give him the pass for that, but I could see how you could do that. And then 2018 and 2017, he just wasn't even in his prime yet. So I don't really have a problem with Embiid in the playoffs if he's healthy, but I do think the biggest issue I have is the situations that Doc Rivers puts him in.
And he's doing it. He's doing it right now. He's doing it right now.
I don't like how a lot of his action is just primarily around the nail and the free throw line.
I tried to tell Chill that. I tried to tell Chill that, and he thinks it's a good thing.
I'm not a fan of that. I think he's doing it because I think Embiid's more comfortable reading the defense from that vantage point.
That's literally why he's doing it. Instead of actually improving, it's not going to work.
And zone off. Hey,
I think he needs to get more comfortable reading double teams out of the post. I don't think this is going to work. That's the hesitation I have.
I told Chill that, and I don't know why he's in denial of that. But instead of actually improving him as a passer, trying to read defenses out of the post and get as close as he can to the block, he's just putting him in the elbow because he can actually visibly see where the help is coming from around him.
But
and
it's slow.
And his processing speed is also slow as well. But what happens is that when you do that, instead of actually working on positioning and working on passing and working on like just knowing when to cut, bro, there's times when the Sixers, like when they run, especially when they overload on one side of the floor, instead of knowing, they just stand there. They just stand there, or they just have somebody in the dunker. And it's like, bro, there's no way in 2023 with the amount of footage that we can watch it, y'all are still just having people stand still in a dunker like a cone. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
That's my biggest hesitation with them in the playoffs. But I don't think Embiid's really going to struggle in terms of translation. But I have them going to the finals preseason, so I'm going to stand on it. And I think healthy Embiid wins the title.
So him over Jokic for a healthy playoff run?
I think he'll win if he's healthy. I don't think that'll make him a better player than Jokic. No, but
for a playoff run, who would you prefer to have?
Oh, if I could guarantee the health of either one of them, I'd rather have Jokic.
What the fuck? Even with in the playoffs, even with what noise was that dude making? But with the defense?
See that's my I think this year, I think if you let me build a team, just
yo, my mic was bugging, bro.
No. Wait, Mike.
You was bugging, bro.
No, it was you. What's your mic? No, it wasn't your mic. It wasn't your mic.
I switched from a blue Yeti mic and this shit to a Shure mic and this shit.
I was just trying to let it slide. I was just trying to talk about Embiid and Jokic.
Bro, that sounded wild. I got some super chats to get off real quick. Oh, Mars, do you need to say something?
But I think if I built a team around Jokic, I think you could hide his defensive deficiencies, and I think it would lead to more playoff success than building around Embiid. Hypothetically,
with a realistic team, not no fake.
Yeah, realistically, I think if I got Jared Vanderbilt, Jaden McDaniels, you probably need another shot creator. So,
keep Jamal Murray. Keep him.
Jimmy Butler.
Oh my god.
No, we could go like I was thinking of a higher tier player, but like,
go ahead, give him an all-star caliber shot creator. Shea, I don't know.
Zach
LaVine. Give me Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
And then like a healthy Lonzo Ball. I think that team wins a championship, and I think they dominate.
A champion?
Yes, and I think they dominate. And I think you can hide Jokic's defensive flaws with that team. And I don't think that's a crazy. I didn't make a super team. I made a good team.
But you don't think on the counter end would Dale end up being too overly like? Even if you mask his defensive problems, then you have a bigger issue on the offensive end. Because
I was about to say that. I think they get
you have a bigger issue on the offensive end.
I think with Jaylen Brown's shot creation alongside Jared Vanderbilt,
You don't believe that in the playoffs. You don't believe in the playoffs.
I think if you leave Jalen, I think if Jaylen Brown's being played in single coverage, which I believe he would be in these situations,
with Jared Vanderbilt and McDaniels on the court.
Yeah,
Jaden McDaniels is a
people will be aggressive gap.
Jaden McDaniels is a serviceable spot, I'm sure, but they would play off of him. But I do like Jared Vanderbilt, A, as a vertical spacer and a cutter. Jaden McDaniels also showed me good signs as a cutter as well. Not this season mainly because of Rudy Gobert, but last season he showed me good signs as a cutter. And then Lonzo Ball's an excellent floor spacer. Jaylen Brown's an excellent floor spacer, and Jaylen Brown can create his own shot. So I'm happy with that offense. Plus, I think Jokic on your team automatically just gives you a top 10 offense minimum. So that's just
this is the overrating that happens.
You don't think Jokic gives me a top 10 offense? I don't think that's,
and I'm not gonna
how
let
that's
most. I
overrated.
think
Jokic
the
gives you a top 10
easy
offense.
answer is just give Jokic, Bam, and Jimmy. They'll win. Like
That's
if he was on Miami,
Jokic from Miami,
how's that unrealistic? How's that unrealistic?
Because you got Jokic, Jimmy, and Bam on the same team. How would you ever realistically build a team like that?
See, the team I built was realistic, and Jokic last year with like
I'm gonna say
Campazzo and Monte,
and that's Dub just chatting.
Did we not?
That's Dub chatting.
Did we not?
Dub is just chatting right now.
Did we not just see James Harden, Kyrie, and KD on the same team?
He just chatting.
That was an anomaly. That was an
Are we
anomaly.
serious? Are we serious?
Jokic gets you a top 10 offense, and the team I built, I think that wins a championship.
Yeah, because last year, Dub, they were a top 10 offense, Dub. You're just chatting right now, Dub.
But I think it's easier to build around Embiid, but I think the ceiling of a team built around Jokic perfectly is a better team in my opinion.
Yo, Mars, are you trusting JB's decision making as a secondary?
No,
he can't even dribble with his left hand.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
trusting that Jokic can make enough decisions where JB is literally used as a one-on-one scorer. Because I'm not trusting I don't trust Jamal Murray's decision making, but it is what it is.
I got super chats to get to. Side question for you, Lo. Where's KD all time on your list? I got him like 14,
top 20.
That's a good range.
Top 20.
But apparently, I hate him though.
You do hate him.
You do.
Andrew Carr with the super chat. Dub, when you dropping the album, got Players Choice looking like Players Club. That's fire. Dub, Andrew Carr, Dub sounded like Players Choice After Dark.
They're really about to lose to Detroit.
They are. Also, the non-Jokic minutes again are nasty.
Are going to be nasty.
Yo, Mike Malone's a Jokic plus minus merchant, bro.
I thought that too. But Jamal Murray's out here right now playing against them. They just turned the ball over again. Oh my god.
I don't. Mike Malone is just addicted to the Jamal Murray and the 4 bench player lineups. I'm like, bro, just put Jokic with them.
I know. I think KCP's out there with him right now as well.
Can we stop this? Jokic isn't trying to win MVP anymore thing because his fans are.
Really I saw that too. That was nasty.
Like this is getting nasty. Like, bro, the nigga, like the dude got flaws. It's okay, but y'all ain't got to.
I'm starting to come around to the Jokic stat pattern, by the way.
Jokic is stat pattern.
No, you're right. It is. I thought Jaylen Brown. I mean, Bruce Brown was KCP, but no, it's Bruce Brown, Thomas Bryant. Yeah, you're right.
Either Jokic's stat pattern or he's really not aggressive enough as a scorer. It's one of them.
He's not. And
that lob he threw the other night, I was like, bro, you're at the rim. What is you doing right now, bro?
I was telling Ben Taylor this all the time, and all his fans kept saying his RTS. He's RTS. I'm like, bro, this shit is gas. Because
no, I do think he'll ramp up the aggression in the postseason, but I think he needs to do it now. That's my biggest issue with him as a scorer. He doesn't look to score enough. Like he's great, efficient, and he's got good volume. But there's times where he's literally passing up wide open looks from 4 feet to try to throw passes. I'm like, what are you doing? That's the issue I have.
I'm even more worried about the defense. Like they've been trying to use Jokic like at the level.
I don't know why. I have no idea why they're doing.
They're trying to use Jokic how the team.
One of the reasons why I think that low is because
that's the
and we know Jokic is not good in drop either. So like they're trying to like
good hands, y'all. That's
they came back. They came back.
He has good hands. That's why they play him at the level. That's what they say.
I mean, he does have great hands, but
but that's if you
he also got great feet too when you're kicking that ball.
If you have to put your big, like put 2 on the ball and hedge your big all the time to make them
which is crazy.
Problem.
That's crazy.
Problem.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, but every pick and roll is giving the other team an advantage.
You're giving them a 4-on-3 advantage basically every single time.
That's why Golden State could still probably kill this team.
Oh,
even without being able to win on the road.
Wiggins has to be back though. Wiggins has to be back.
Yeah, but
Let the Lakers.
the longer
I don't trust the bench.
you
I don't
wait,
trust the
less
bench,
like,
Mars. I don't know.
I don't touch the bench in Denver.
I don't trust the bench. I don't trust their second best player. I don't think he's good enough to win a
And
championship.
Denver, and I think Denver are aware they're trying to boost up Jokic's advanced stats as well by getting the worst backup bigs in the league. Like, I truly believe they're
Thomas Bryant, bro.
having DeAndre Jordan and getting Thomas Bryant, like they're truly trying to skew Jokic's advanced stats. They're trying to skew like his warp and stuff. They have to be because I don't know why.
Mars is doing the math. Mars is doing the math.
Oh my
He figured
God.
it out.
Fluent and Chill is coming up next, so we do have to
wait.
the show.
Yeah. I guess never mind. Forget it.
What was I about to say? I mean, we still have.
I was gonna say what a Dream Hoops because everybody else been up here. Dream Hoop is the first one. He ain't been up here.
No, I didn't have nothing to say. I just wanted to talk about the Nuggets, man, because
Dream is a GOAT guy. He's a GOAT.
Fluent on your head top. He said, "Hurry up." We talking about flattening the earth, man. He said, "Hurry up, dub."
Yo, stop playing with me, Lo.
Nuggets might go like I did the other night.
Yesterday with
So I just hold on. Is Dream Hoops from the top?
Nah, I'm quiet.
Because I just wanted to address
That's a
the fact that
possibility. That's a big possibility.
Chris Middleton was what?
Chris Middleton was an all-star the year that Giannis wanted. So Harden was literally playing alone because CP3 was by himself. But if you want to continue to push the narrative, that was just clearly Giannis.
Which year?
2019.
Oh, 2019. Oh.
Yeah, 2019. Chris Middleton was an all-star. Eric Bledsoe was effective. Brook Lopez was shooting 36 behind the three.
Defensively, Eric Bledsoe was effective.
Yeah. Defensively, yes. And then offensively, he's a negative. Also, Chris Middleton in 2019 being an all-star isn't really moving me when he was below league average shooting, which is nasty, and only putting up 18 points per game.
I didn't even know he was an all-star that year. I thought his first all-star year was
I thought it was the year after that too. But my argument is that objectively, Harden was on the worst team, expected to do more. And it seems like the argument is kind of going to winning bias when you've argued that it shouldn't just be winning bias.
And 2019.
And really, I don't have an issue with Giannis winning it. And in 2019, CP3
we got 3 super chats.
Bruh. Who was the second best player?
There you go.
In 2019, when Harden averaged 36, not the year when he averaged.
That's because Chris Paul was hurt.
It was
when
Chris
they were
Paul.
healthy,
Yeah, that's part of the reason.
That's what he's saying.
That's why I think Harden deserved the MVP. But
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'd rather have 58 games of Chris Paul than 82 of Chris.
Yeah, but that Chris Paul wasn't really
Chris Paul. That was one of the worst years of Chris Paul.
And that Chris Middleton, I just told you he was below
Middleton, bro.
Middleton was below league average.
I've always been on that.
He wasn't even averaging 20 points. No,
but they had Malcolm Brogdon.
Dub, we have super chats to read, so we don't run into other people's shows.
They didn't have Malcolm Brogdon. All right, go ahead. Dub going to do an SMR. What is that? Whispering stats into the.
He's doing this on purpose. There's no way you don't see that A.
What is?
There's no way you don't see that A.
What is the ASMR? What is that?
That's like
when they make the noises and make you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Christopher D. Yo, since I'm a superstar member, what exclusive chat am I a part of on Discord, and where do I find it on Discord? Mars, do you know the answer to this?
He should be part of I think there's a chat part on Discord called YouTube members. You should be part of it. I assume it's if your Discord and your YouTube is linked. I'd assume that would be how it would work. I don't know completely, but I'm assuming that's how you should just see it in the YouTube members tab or the Players Choice Discord.
Fire. Two more. Give Jokic AD instead of Gordon with this current team. They three-peat. Super chat, Low, Mars, and Dub. Do you guys think Luka can win an MVP in the next 2 to 3 years? And if not, how long until you guys think he does? I think he can.
Yeah, he probably can.
He can.
Probably will. He probably will.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you.
I think he'll get one even as like a 5th seed or something.
Thank you guys for pulling up. Go join the next show, Fluent and Chill. Be easy, be safe, and remember to light the beam. Peace.
Pause.